Well, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club, everybody. Today, we have a very special guest. Mr. Vincent Milou is with us. Ça va?
Ça va et toi?
Ah, ça va?
Ouais.
Yeah, ouais.
On le fait en français?
Ah, oui.
You got it right.
Yeah, how are you, dude?
I'm good.
Hey, bro, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
man.
Pleasure.
Thanks for
You
having
just
me.
drove across LA, didn't you? Just came from Baker Boys or
Yeah, we
something?
were skating at Baker Boys.
Ah, how was it?
Fun?
Was Jamie Foy there fucking
Yeah,
killing it?
Yeah. As always.
That fucking
Yeah.
guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see his quarter pipe trick that he did? The nollie back?
He
the
just-
fakey,
Yeah.
and then
Front shove.
shoved it. Like, I'm just like, whoa.
He just did it again.
He did?
Yeah, kind of. Like the nollie 180 and the fakey 180 nose grind.
Oh, wow. He
That
did
was sick.
nollie and fakie?
I think so, yeah.
Damn, dude.
It was just one hectic. Everyone was there since it was raining.
Oh,
All the
okay.
Baker guys,
Ah.
the Bassers, Jill,
kind of-
Tyson. It was fun.
It was fun?
Yeah. we
Because
had a lot
sometimes
of
when
fun.
it's crowded, it's a small place.
It is.
So when it gets crowded, it's kind of, you have to wait.
Yeah, it gets a little
Yeah,
tight.
but it's gonna like hectic at the same time, so it's
Yeah.
fine. We all go at the same time. pretty
Oh,
much,
really?
And it just like
Oh,
yeah, it's-
okay.
make it work.
yeah, get out of my way.
Yo,
Fuck you. Yeah.
Oh.
to the boss, like Andrew Reynolds, you're like, yo, this is you better sit down.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Yo, exactly. Can you imagine? Greco.
No. It was fun.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Greco skating there before?
Never. I don't go there really often though. It's
Yeah.
just like whenever we
Yeah.
want to skate together, and especially it's like my last day. I mean, kind of my last day. I'm gonna fly home for holidays.
Oh, okay.
So I was just
Nice.
like trying to see everyone before leaving.
Yeah.
Because we're good
Nice.
friends, so just spend time together.
Oh, wait.
Nice.
Didn't you say you hurt your ankle or something?
Kinda, but I was skating today. It was fine.
There you go.
Mm.
That's good.
A little bit, you know.
Okay.
So I might as well was just like I'm gonna fly home and
Yeah.
chill on it.
Little
Yeah.
twist. So you're gonna go? You got family back home in
Yes.
where? South of France or?
Yeah, so I'm the southwest of France. So
Okay. Near Spain, kind of.
close to Spain.
Okay.
Yeah. If I say it's a little city, I'm from a little city that's called Sobrig. So for sure you guys don't know that. There was
Mhm.
not even concrete when I was
No,
born.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's
Wow.
hectic.
Built up.
So I'm
got built up.
yeah,
Beach community.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That little town is like 10 minutes from the ocean.
Oh, okay.
But it's like right by Osegor. I don't know if you heard of it. They have a surf
Mm.
contest every year that's kind of famous.
How far from like Marseille?
Oh, the other side. So
The
yeah,
other side.
France right here.
Yeah.
Marseille, Paris, me. And then you know
Wow.
where Lucas lives now,
Yeah.
Biarritz.
Yeah.
So I'm like 30 minutes on the coast
Oh,
from
okay.
Biarritz.
Wow.
Sick.
2 hours from Bordeaux.
Yeah.
You guys know Bordeaux?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You know.
Yeah,
You've
they
been
got-
there.
Yeah.
So
I've never been to France. I want to go.
no,
Wait, really?
Yeah, never
never,
been.
not
no.
even Paris.
Oh.
No, I almost went for that last Red Bull contest, but I couldn't make it.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
come.
surprised. Kelly's not been to a few spots that I would.
There's a lot
I
of
thought
spots
he's
that-
already been traveled to.
I'm more of a fan of like south of France. I really am. I mean, Paris
Yeah.
is cool. Don't get me
Yeah.
wong, but I'm
Yeah.
not the
Spots.
biggest fan. It's
It's-
just a big city. It's
It is,
it's just to say.
Does you have a good flag ground?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Sidewalk.
Yeah.
There's some good.
The
There's some
best
good
one.
spots there.
There is.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not talking about spots. I'm just
But-
talking about the
yeah.
city
And the city in
itself.
general.
You know,
Okay.
and
Me too.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm more of
Southwest.
I'm a fan of South.
Yeah, South
I
of
love
France.
it. It's
It's just
fucking
the weather gets better,
Mhm.
and then it's more mellow.
Yeah.
It's more chill. It's more like a all year long holiday, which is kind of tricky when you skate because you can get stuck in that holiday
in that
party mode
environment.
and just
Oh.
don't do much or
For
surf
sure.
every day. Or,
Right.
But it's nice, very nice and mellow out there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sick.
What? How far? So you said you're close to Spain.
Yes,
How far is it from Spain from where you are?
30, 40 minutes
Oh, that's
drive.
sick.
What?
To which city?
Just the border, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm 40 minutes from San Sebastian,
Oh yeah.
and
You
yeah.
ever go see
Bar- Who?
Sarmiento?
No, never
Javi.
seen him.
He's from
Yeah.
Saint Sebastian, I think.
Is it?
Well, I mean, I've
He
seen him
lives in
skate.
Barcelona, though, right?
I've seen him skate, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go there a lot. I mean, I was going there a lot younger,
Yeah.
but now I'm more traveling here. But
Wait,
it's
is he
like,
from Saint Sebastian?
I
Something
don't,
like
I,
that.
there.
no, he's from what, Basque Country.
yeah,
I
it's the
don't-
same
is it
thing.
the same
so, yeah.
thing? Okay.
So the Basque Country kind of goes from over there, San Sebastian, across
Mhm.
the border, and it goes all the way to Biarritz and Bayonne. It's like so.
Okay.
There's that river.
Hmm.
There's that river,
Yeah.
and then everything southern of that river will be the Basque Country until wherever I don't remember in Spain.
Okay.
And then I'm right after the river.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm right after the river over there.
I
So I'm
love
like
you.
kind of over there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Europe's the
that's-
best
it is
because
the-
you could just go anywhere you want.
Yes.
It's the best.
There is no border. Yeah.
I mean, essentially, right? I mean, it's like you could get an
Yeah.
EasyJet flight and go to
Yes.
wherever you want.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
and flights are cheap, right? fairly cheap to go from like if you want to go to Paris to like Barcelona? Or
Yeah,
something?
it just depends on when you take it, because obviously there's people working and just go. So sometimes the flight's like $300 to go to Paris.
Yeah.
But the train's pretty good. It's like a 3-hour train. Well, will be an 8-hour drive. The train's really fast and really good. It's not always on time.
So
Yeah,
how much is
but
the
it
train?
works.
Like $80?
Yeah,
It's a random number.
yeah, about that. It just
Yeah.
depends on hours and stuff. But
Right.
it's it's kind of like here a flight
Yeah.
flight inside the US are pretty cheap. I
Yeah.
just flew to Miami for like $100.
Oh, wow.
That's
It's like a
Damn.
5-hour flight.
Yeah.
Who's
So-
your flight agent?
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know.
$100.
$100 bucks. Would you fly what's it called?
Greyhound?
Frontier.
No, I mean,
That probably is pretty cheap flights now since
He was on Spirit.
I guess I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
flew,
what it
I
was.
flew with American.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not the best.
You
But
could find them. You could find the
Yeah,
deals.
yeah.
it was really cheap. I usually fly with Delta because it's Air France. So I got a lot of miles and points. So like a lot of
Adds up.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
But they were really cheap. It was $100. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take that one
Yeah,
instead of spending
man.
$500 for flying with the same airline.
So you live out here,
Kind of, yeah.
kind of back and forth.
Kind of back and forth.
Right.
Yeah, I live with Patrick Preman and Bagley.
Okay.
Trainer.
Wow.
Excuse me, Bagley, if I didn't say it right. His last name is Schreiner or something like this. Yeah. Takes the photos.
What was
He's a
his last
photographer.
name?
Bagley? Is it Schreiner? Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know.
Trainer.
No, when he's gonna watch that, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna
He's
kill
gonna
me.
hate all of us.
And yeah, so I live with them,
Okay.
and I moved with them before COVID, so a year before, because I got
okay.
my visa and everything. But I never really moved. I'll just like come in and out and spending more the winters out here,
Right.
and spend the summer's time and spring in France or like
Mm.
somewhere in
Man.
Europe.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works
Perfect.
And the
for
weather's
sure.
good.
You got the
and-
best of both worlds.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it works good.
Yeah.
Where do you stay out here? What part?
It's in Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Right by Cherry.
Oh,
Right by Cherry Park.
perfect.
Yeah,
That's
but I
dope.
never cruise the park.
Why?
I don't know. I just
It's fun.
it is fun.
Yeah.
It is really fun. Sometimes.
You like to just go out and street skate
Yes.
mostly?
When I'm here, yeah. So it's like when I'm here, I kind of take it more like of a work side. I'm just trying to go on a mission and skate
Yeah.
every day and
Right.
street skating, because
I hear you.
what I'm gonna skate here, I'm not gonna skate it in France.
Sure.
Like, so I'm just trying to get stuff done.
Seize the moment. Seize the
like,
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more
What
than
do you-
like trying to sit down and.
I was watching some of your parts today, and like, how do you compare United States street skating
Yeah.
to like Europe street
Oh,
skating?
it's so different.
Because like, but you skate like handrails and
Yeah.
like all these gaps and stuff. I'm like, how do you compare like those type of spots
Yeah.
in those countries?
It's just so different. It's
Yeah.
so different.
Like
Like, it's just
you-
like two different type of skating. I feel like
Yeah.
it's just handrail, for example, because I skate a lot of rail. A 12 stair here will be an 8 stair there. Stairs are way bigger at home.
Oh,
and
really?
The rails are way smaller here. Way smaller.
Really?
Way smaller. Yeah.
Like we're talking height?
everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different type of rail, like short, high.
Sure.
Yeah,
Right.
steep. But usually back home, it will be really high and kind of steep, and it'd be hard to find a mellow rail. Instead, you go on a 10 and over, which will be you got more. You got more grinding time because it's longer, so it's easier to get on because you go a little faster, so you
Right.
get further on the rail, right?
Yeah.
You know Jimmy makes fun of me when I say that, but it's like the no ollie zone, like sea level.
Okay.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
I always check it because I grab. I
love
keep-
that.
The sea level.
Oh, yeah.
The
because
horizon.
it's so high
Yeah.
that I will skate the rails I could find around where I live, which was pretty much none, and I will just be like by the top stair and be like, okay, where is the line where no pop?
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense because you obviously gonna pop, but it's like to make myself confident because you really rolling up to a high or shoulder high
Right.
rail.
Yeah.
Well, here it's like, I don't know, it's
Like
mid high,
hip
high.
Yeah, which the sea level is shorter
Yes,
distance to get
yes.
out to.
So I
Right.
still do it. People make fun of me. I get on a rail, whatever rail it is.
Do you get down on the ground?
Yeah,
Like,
not
really?
not
No.
that much, but I still look.
But
Well,
everyone
let-
kind of does the same technique though, right?
Yeah. Because I was just
for
about to say,
sure.
like
Yeah.
El Toro, for instance,
Yeah.
right? Front blunt.
Yes.
El Toro and Smith or Feeble Smith, right?
Yeah.
So when you go up to El Toro, right?
Yeah.
Did you go there the first time and Smith it or front blunt it? Like, what was? You checked the sea level, obviously.
I did check the sea level, and it's not really high.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
It's a
low
mellow.
rail.
It's a
That's
mellow.
rail.
It's a mellow sea level,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, the
Okay.
rail is
Sure.
actually pretty good.
So you're even El Toro,
Yeah.
you're going out, you're popping out to the sea level, or are you trying to get on a little
A little higher.
higher? Because in my mind, I think you're skating a ledge, it's
Yeah,
easier to ollie
so-
up onto something.
Growing up, I will check the sea level, let's say
Okay.
that, and then try to aim over there
Yeah.
because I had no pop. I was just a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And or even if I had a little bit, it's hard to believe in yourself when you don't skate street that much and when, when you're growing up.
Makes sense.
100%.
And now I would just go slower and believe in my pop, and I'll be like, yeah, it's right here, of course, and I'm just going to get on.
So you're aiming before sea level.
A little bit. So El Toro was like, I don't remember, 3 years ago, something like that.
Mhm.
So since that, yeah, I grew up a lot.
Quite a
but
bit, right?
Yeah, but since that, when I got there, I was just the day before going or the week before going. The whole story is kind of crazy, but the day before going, I will just look at whatever random, overall clips they had. Like probably someone on YouTube put out
Okay.
like all the clips.
Oh.
And I will look how
Compilation.
fast people, compilation.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I will look at like all the clips and see how fast they go, where they get on. So they all get on about before the second support bar. So there's not the very first
Okay.
one, second. I think there's 4 or 5, and then before that, which is before mid rail. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking maybe like
Yeah.
a foot and a half high.
Yeah,
probably.
not that high. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first miss I did, I went a little too fast, so I got on sea level, which was really weird because I kind of popped, and as soon as I popped, I was over the rail, and I was like, shit, and I pulled down, which is weird. I pulled down to the rail
Okay.
and still made it to the bottom.
Are we talking about the Smith or the?
Yeah, the Smith.
Okay.
The Smith,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
You made it. You landed it.
Yeah.
Was that the
First
make
try,
in
yeah.
the? Wait. Whoa.
Okay, yeah,
Let's
we're
bring us
gonna-
back.
okay,
Wait.
okay.
You got on sea level,
Yeah, I think so.
Smith grind,
Yes.
but you still made it first try,
Mhm.
and you didn't try. That was the one that was in the video.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, but you freaked out. Seems like.
So, okay, let's go back.
Please.
Okay, yeah, the whole story.
Because
is
El
like-
Toro's fascinating. I love fucking. I
Okay,
love El Toro.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
this.
please.
So it was 3 years ago, something
Okay.
like that. 3 years ago, I was filming for this part. It was like I kind of moved, so I stayed with Willie Santos.
Which we got to talk about because
Okay.
he's a fucking
Alright.
legend. But
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
keep going on.
Let's
with
keep
El
going. I was
Toro.
staying,
Yeah.
so we'll go back to this.
Yeah, please.
Well, I was staying with Willie, and at the time, I didn't had any filmers out here that I knew of, or like it was still pretty new for me. Well, I've been here for a little bit, but not a lot of people will know me, and then you know what it is.
Sure,
it's
sure.
kind of hard to.
Mhm.
You want to film with me? Like who the fuck
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then so I paid everything from my pocket for my kind of best friend Julien
Uh-huh.
De Lyon, who was filming with me out there in France, and I paid everything for him because at the time he had money problem kind of, and
Okay.
he didn't have he didn't have a lot.
You didn't
of
have a
money.
job, right? Like,
Yeah, he was filming and he will make.
You brought him out here.
Yeah, and I paid everything for him.
Wow.
Like food, and Willie let us stay at his place. of
By the
course.
way, let's just
But-
bring this into perspective. You didn't have any sponsors back
I
then.
I
or?
did. Still, Globe helped me out.
Okay,
but,
Globe.
I
Globe's
was-
helped you out since you were a kid, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's my first shoe sponsor, and I've
Amazing,
been there
amazing.
since the beginning.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it's cool, and the office is like 10 minutes from where I live,
Perfect.
so it worked out.
Yeah.
So I flew him out there, and we had like pretty much the whole part. That part where the Fromblin is, it's like a 3 weeks part. We filmed everything in 3 weeks, pretty much.
Wow.
Because I started filming with Will's friend, but the footage somehow didn't match with what I will film with Julian, and Julian was like, if we can, let's film all together and just to have everything look the same.
Got you.
So we got lucky. We never got kicked out. We planned
Mhm.
everything right. We got 2-3 clips a day. We're on a mission.
Damn. Okay.
And then I think it's lucky.
Mm.
But okay, so we'll
especially
pass
like in
that.
LA area.
But
too,
he's
you
a
get
big
kicked
he's a
out
big
lot.
part of why I did that. So
Oh.
we're driving back from LA. I don't know if it was the K front lip, the Hollywood Sesh, or something else. But we drove back, and when you drove back, there's the El Toro Road, the exit,
Yes.
and then just
Wait a minute. You kickflip front lipped Hollywood 16,
Yes.
and you're driving back home.
something or another spot, but it's
Okay,
probably this.
okay.
And then we didn't stop the same day. We didn't stop the same
Okay,
day.
I was like, wow.
Because Willie,
We were
yeah.
thinking that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Damn.
I gotta clarify. You know, we gotta figure this out.
No, because Willie has the kids and everything, so he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
to drive home and take care of them. But we drive back, and then I don't know if it's Julian or Willie just threw it as a joke, like, "Oh, El Toro, let's check it out." And we're like, "Oh no, never! This shit is way too big. No, I don't want to jump." I mean, it was not my goal to come here and jump on the biggest rail. It just happens.
Yeah.
And then just probably Julian or Willie, one of each other, just throw it like, oh, if you have to try something, what would you do? And at the time, I was uncomfortable with 50 on rails. Both track was carrying me. So I was like, oh, if right now I have to grind it for whatever reason, crazy reason, you turn the car, your dad, right? Someone's dying right now, you do it. I'll front smith it, because I was feeling comfortable with front smith. And it was like, if you had to do an NBD, it was like, I just try to think, I'm like, front blunt, I haven't been done, and I'm good with front blunt right now.
Wow.
So we throw this in the car, go home, and of course, obviously, Julian will upload. So that's why it's big part of the story. So good thing I flew him here. Good thing he's like, hey, look, there's a compilation of El Toro clips. And then just we start looking. He's like, I'm sure you got this, because I've been filming with him for like three years or so, and filming part that never came out or part that came out no one's seen and stuff. And then just he knows me more than I know me. And he's like, you got this. I know you got this.
He
I'm
set
like,
you up so
Yeah.
I know.
And we're in the room, sharing that room at Will's place. And I'm like, oh shit, I think you're right. Tomorrow when we wanted to go skate something close by, and like tomorrow we'll go check it out. And I think it was a Friday, and it was by Easter.
Okay.
So we go there on a Friday after school, and we'll go there. We up the fence, and then right away security shows up, and I'm like, oh, we're not even gonna check it. And they're like, oh, you guys here to check the famous 20?
No way. Security.
I'm like, yeah, do you guys skate? I'm like, yeah, you want to skate it? I'm like, no, we from I'm kind of trying to play him. Like, oh, we from France. We tourists out here. Just want to see it because it's famous for us, And he's like, all right. So it's like, you guys can't be here, but since you're from France, I'll bring you up there for 5 minutes. So we start looking, and then I start checking the sea level.
He's like, what is this kid from France doing?
Exactly. So I start checking the sea level, everything, speed, cracks, everything. And every time I do something, Julian's like, I'm sure you got this. He's a good homie. And then the guy from the security is like, do you want to skate that? And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to play him again. I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, right. So if you want to skate, best time to come, I think, will be Monday, because it's Easter. Don't come this weekend because there's sports event. I'm like, dude, that's unreal. That security guard tells you the day to come skate it.
Totally.
Yeah.
So unreal.
Beautiful.
Yeah, perfect.
And then Julian, that's a sign, you got to take it. And I'm like, all right. And the moment, since I did the clear front lip before, and I shoot it with Blair Ali at Transworld, because I think I was trying to actually shoot it with someone at Thrasher or something.
Okay.
Was trying to get me at Thrasher, but no one knew me, so it was kind of hard. And every time I come here, it will be November, December, before holidays. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, Saudi run, everyone's, it's hard to find your way and have someone to film or someone to shoot with. Yeah. So I got lucky. Blair kind of knew me before, so he shoot the clear front lip. So I text him, and I was like, all right, so on the spot. And I was like, yo, we're checking El Toro. I think I'm going to skate it. And they said there's a window Monday on Easter. Would you want to come? And he replied immediately. He was like, yeah. He said,
sure.
I got to be at home by 2:30 for family things because it's Easter. So 12:30.
Okay.
Meet at 12:30 at the spot.
Wow.
And that's why the part's name's Noon 30. Because
that's what it is.
So 3 years ago, I knew noon was 12. And I will just say, oh, it's noon 30. But no one says that, yeah. I will say noon 30, so Willie will make fun of me. It was noon 30. And so it was like, oh, meet at noon 30 at the spot.
Okay.
Like, okay. So I text Will. I was like, oh, Monday we're going to El Toro, meet at noon 30. So that's where it comes from.
Amazing.
I love that.
The whole story is going to carry
yeah. Well, I mean, I would have known that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just an inside joke.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, I'm kind of in a trap now because I texted Blur. But I feel it. When we out there, I feel like, I can't do it. I feel like I can't do it. I kind of get the adrenaline pumps already.
Are we just talking about the Smith grind at this point, or are you going to front blunt it?
We're talking about the front blunt, yeah.
Okay.
I told Glenn, like, I want to front blend it.
Okay.
I was like, all right, sick. And then, so yeah, the day passed. We go back. We talk about it in the car. He's trying to hype me up. John's trying to help me up. And then we're just like, all right, it's going to happen. Forget about it. Get home. Watch the compilation again. Watch the sea level, everything, speed.
Was there one clip in particular that you kept watching?
No, everything.
Everything, okay.
Yeah, more the recent clip because
like see Jamie the way, Foy's
because see how like Sharon Krause, the front piece, everything's filmed. It's from down there, so you can't really see. But all the angles that were from the side, you can see how fast they go, kind of, and you can see where they get on.
So like Jamie Foy's front crook.
Yes.
It's kind of a perfect angle to see that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to I'm trying to remember. I remember Arto's front board, like in Manic Madi. It looked like he was hauling ass.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I just remember
is.
like he looked like he gapped kind of far
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
But it's Arto,
That'll
sorry.
be the worst trick to try.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, Harto.
That
This is
sounds
the
insane,
worst
yeah.
trick to
Right.
try front board.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
Scariest trick to try.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
for me, that would be the last. If you ask me switchback lip or front board, I'll go switchback lip all day. I think. Dude, front board is scary to me somehow.
I believe
I
it,
hate that trick. I mean, maybe I'll try front board, yeah, but
You
it's,
got it.
It's
you got
scary.
It. Your
It's a
boy
scary
will hype
trick.
you up to do it.
It's like
I
board slide and rail. It's scary. It's scary. Somehow.
I love this.
Yeah.
Front blunt, but board slide.
Yeah.
Board
slide
out of
is
the question.
yeah.
It's
Out of
just
the
it's just
question.
hard to get out of a board slide. It's just kind of
Absolutely.
hard. You kind of forward, all backward, both feet are right here. You like head first or head.
Yeah.
You know, it just
Yeah.
you cannot go on the side of the rail. You're on the rail the whole time.
There's
Well,
no escape.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then usually when you jump off, the board stays with you, so you have a big chance to land on your board and then just
Yeah.
slam.
And you're in the
Big-
ball. You're in the ball zone and everything. Like it's
Oh,
yeah.
So you don't like the ball zone.
Yeah, no,
So I have
no
the sea
ball
level
zone.
zone. You have the ball.
Yeah,
zone.
you got
Yeah.
the sea level ball zone for sure, for sure. Okay,
So-
so you're checking the sea level.
Everything's good, so-
Blair Alley's there now.
Blair,
Okay.
So yeah, so
The man.
happened that day. Wake up early. We go skate pools a little bit. A couple front blunt on the long flat bar that's kind of like mellow down.
Oh,
A
yeah.
couple fronts miss, and then we get up there. We get there before Blair because Willie's always early. So Willie's driving. He's coming out. Not a lot of people actually. Just Julian, me, Josh, the other guy that who I started filming was there for second angle, and Blair
Okay.
and Mike Fitzgerald
Oh yeah.
was there
Sick.
too.
Oh, sick. Vince.
He filmed the iPhone clip.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
on
he's
the-
he's
yeah.
he's a fucking man,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
he's dope.
Love that dude. Yeah.
So yeah,
so
so-
small crew. Yeah.
small crew.
Okay.
And we get there before, and as soon as I get there, I just get freaked out. I'm like, I can't do it. It's too big, and I'm really bad. I had to go to the bathroom. Just like really when you stress out, I gotta.
Yeah, your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Starts doing
by the
things.
time I'm out there doing my stuff, Blair's already there and it's kind of in a rush. So he's setting up the flashes, everything. I come back from the bathroom and he's just like, "Hey Vince, what's up? All right, we're ready. How you feeling?" I'm like, "Not good. Definitely not."
Yeah.
Flashed up, everyone's ready,
Oh.
waiting for me.
You're like, what did I do?
I'm like, yeah, you know that
Fuck,
feeling when you
yeah.
try a trick that's scary and you're up on the rail up and like, why do I skate?
You're like,
What can't you do? No,
I
one
brought
try.
all these people here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fuck.
but
That's when you step up.
yeah, but I did it in a way like I wasn't getting me in a trap of like I gotta do it. I was really feeling it when I texted him.
Mhm.
I knew I could do it, but
Right.
the pressure of like, because when you're down there, it looks mellow. You're like, mellow enough. You're like, I can't do it. And when you walk up the stairs and you look back, that's where it gets to.
Yeah.
Reality sets in.
Reality sets in. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck did I just said?
Yeah.
So, doing this, and then I'm just warming up, and that's also one of the reasons why the trash can's there, because I was warming up only and kickflipping the trash can.
Oh. On the
kickflip
flat
after.
bottom after you. Yeah.
After I landed
Okay.
the kickflip, so I
Oh.
was warming up on this kind of front blunt on the lowest stair,
Mm.
just trying to lock in and
Yep.
make myself confident.
Right.
I woke up the stairs, do a bunch of in and out like this, and I'm just like, sorry, I can't do it. It's too big. It's not today. I cannot do it. And I go down the stairs. I sit down and I'm just like, fuck. And then Blair just was like, hey, remember that session in Hollywood a couple weeks ago? You front miss hit the rail in Hollywood first try. This is only 4 more stairs. I'm not trying to push you, but I'm sure get it first try. And he said that, and it got me like the adrenaline boost. And I was
Okay.
like, shit. And I feel it coming, and I'm like, damn, he's right. I run up the stairs, didn't look back, and I just went like, you guys ready? And I hear, yes. And I just go fast, not too fast, because I remember Jamie said I can hear the cracks and everything. So I hear the crack, clack, 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 and I'm like, I'm kind of going fast, but fuck it. I have to pop that ollie. I will never do it.
Yeah.
And that's why I go a little too fast, and I go sea level, and I have to push down. But it still goes.
Yeah.
And it still goes. I'm like, shit, it just happened. It was kind of easy in a way.
The
It
Smith-
just worked.
the-
It just worked.
The
yeah.
Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just worked. And so we looked back to the footage, and I see I go a little too fast. I get a little too far out on the rail. And then I'm checking out the footage again with Julian, and I'm just like, I'm going to try the front blunt. I don't know if I can hold it because it's really long, but it at the end it's not that long because with the speed you don't feel like you're
Right,
holding
it
it for
goes-
so long.
Yeah,
But
it goes fast.
I didn't know if I could hold the front blend for that long, and I was like, I'm just gonna try one. And then same thing, I went back and then maybe roll once and then make sure everyone was ready and just I was still in the adrenaline
Yeah.
in the moment.
Sure.
So I'm just like, and I tried a front blend, and one front blend, I'm already down there. I could have landed it, and I jump off the board.
You slid the whole thing?
Yeah, slid the whole thing, almost
Jesus.
like slid the whole thing, and then just like jump off the board, and the board follow me. You know, and the board lands right here in my.
You
and I
could have
land
just
right-
ridden it out.
I could have just done it first try. Yeah.
Right.
Dude,
Wow.
just doing the Smith grind, that definitely helped you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
have to build those steps before stepping on the big rail like this. So
Mhm.
any
Yeah.
spot that anything that scares you, even your first ledge on the your first ledge you do the first.
Once
ollie
you
down
click,
there.
though, once you
Yeah.
click and you
Build
try
all
it,
the
you
steps.
get
So
there.
from the first text to Blair to watching the compilation thing to rolling up to the spot to everything, you have to step by step make
sure.
your mind going and make your adrenaline goes and make sure you're good.
Yeah.
Then breathe, all of that. And then, so I almost do the front blunt. We watch the footage again, and I just ran back up and just, did it. And then the kick.
Second try.
Second try, yeah.
And he kickflipped the garbage can on the
That's
way
how-
on the way
that's how-
out.
Yeah, that's how it went. It will just, garbage can kickflip.
It's
That's how it went.
amazing.
Yeah, because I was doing so much kickflip on like the warm up.
Yeah.
And then just like, and then I kind of blacked out. I don't know. And then I hear Willie, the big, when you hear someone like goes, oh, all crazy. That's Willie.
So you
And I
did
hear
kind of
him.
black out a little bit.
I think so.
Jamie Foy had kind of
Yeah.
the same experience when he
I think there's-
when he front
You're
crooked
rolling
it.
away like,
Yeah.
fuck, I did it.
But even
Yeah.
even then he
I-
he was scared. I don't know if you watched him talk about
Yeah,
it
yeah, I
on
watched
here,
it.
but it was like he couldn't get himself to do it.
Yeah, it was the
and
same
it was like
thing.
the same thing.
Same thing. And then someone will hype you up, and then this big roller coaster with your
yeah.
head in like a couple seconds or minutes, and then you're just like, that was all the way down, and then just
Before that, was there a big rail that you front blended before that?
nah.
No. That
No.
was cra-
Same with
That's a
the
hard
This shit
one to
blows
hold.
my
on.
mind.
same with the K front lip.
Yeah.
I think it's the first and last one I've done in the street. I've done one. On,
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
But
You
why?
do that trick a lot, though.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
in contests, at least.
Contests or skate parks. Whenever I feel the rail works for it, because it's kind of like in the street, it's kind of hard because you have to,
to
kinda
go up and over.
far up and over. So
Yeah.
if it's too tall and too steep, too short, it won't work. It works better on the bigger rail.
You go, when you do the Kim front lip, you go beyond sea level, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go way the fuck out.
It's a different.
Yeah.
I look at it different. I'm just like I'm trying to pop the biggest
Right.
shifty flip that I can and
Yeah.
make sure I catch it. When I catch it, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
At least I'm not gonna sack.
But why try? What was going through your mind in Hollywood 16 when you were just like, oh, I'm gonna kickflip front lip this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Was that planned? Or?
No. Okay. So different story.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
we're
love
done
this.
with the
We got to
front-
get back to the Willie Santos thing because that's
okay,
amazing
yeah.
too.
But there, that's the front blend. That's how we got done, and then worked out, and
Uh-huh.
then the photo insurance form, and
Amazing.
It kind of started from there, yeah.
And did that? We'll go back to the Hollywood scene, but
Yeah.
did that kind of propel your career when that?
I think so.
You
I
got
think
noticed.
there was the Kier front lip got me noticed first, and then the
Okay.
front blend kind of probably, I don't know what people think, but
I
it kind
mean,
of set it like in a way of like, now if I ask someone to shoot a photo, maybe they will
They'll
do it.
right.
Right.
It kind of like helped me out.
I mean, it's El
think.
Toro,
sure.
right? There's only a handful of people, so to speak, that have like
just-
kind of stepped up
yeah.
to it. So if you're one of those people,
Yeah.
it helps.
Big
I,
time.
Yeah.
I remember it was maybe a Tampa Am. I had met you, but
Maybe.
or before that. But like, what's the other dude's name? I think he's from Spain. He backtailed El Toro.
Adrien, he's from France.
Oh, he's from France,
He
sorry.
backtailed it. So yeah, he backtailed it 2 weeks before, and
Yeah.
Blair shot the photo. And Blair, before thank you Blair for doing that. No, not thank you at all. Before I tried, it was like, oh, here's Adrien. Adrien tried, and Adrien tried for like 3 or 2 hours, and he hit his head couple times. He had nearly slammed, and he just showed me the whole thing before I jumped on the rail. And it's like, why are you doing this right now?
But that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you.
don't show me that shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
But it did this, and it was in the same issue. He
Yes,
had the He had the
exactly.
cover, so it's a crazy issue. He has the cover, and you open and have a double page. It's
That
like
was
backtail
gnarly.
and then open and
Front blunt.
from the.
That's so nutty, dude.
That was right when that's when I met him at Tampa Am. He came up to me. We're at the Bricks, and he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Adrien." I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And he's like, "I've backtailed El Toro." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Did he?
That's how he introduced himself.
Did he?
Yeah, I swear to
Oh my
God.
Someone claim to fame.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, sick!" And then
amazing.
but that's how I saw your front blunt. Is when I saw it. I was like, "Holy shit, this kid's gnarly."
It's like Chris comes in. Oh, I'm Chris. I switched from Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me.
You haven't heard? It's a whole thing.
Come on.
So no,
Was he
it's-
laughing or giggling when he said it?
Yeah,
or
he's like, I'm the one who backtailed El Toro.
Okay.
Because people were talking about
yeah.
it.
They were talking about it, but they don't know. He was kind of like not known here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Adrien,
no,
yeah.
so-
he
He
was
didn't- he didn't do it.
like
So he was
really famous back
he wasn't
home.
being like
Oh,
all
really?
cocky.
Oh no, he wasn't like I backtailed
Yeah.
El Toro. He was just like, I'm the one who backtailed El Toro.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh
just
shit.
like frame of reference.
Yes,
like
yes.
I'm the guy.
Yeah.
But he's famous back home.
He was, yeah, at the time.
Really?
Yeah, because he had that crazy style back in the
Yeah.
day that will work for the time we were in, like the 3 shove, 1 foot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he was on Nike, Enjoy. He has a crazy background story, and then
Oh.
He's
it
not
was
around?
really
He's
good.
not-
And I
he's not
think
doing
Tony Hawk actually asked him twice to get on Birdhouse and go on tour with them, and he never did it. He wanted to stay in France.
What
and
board did it come to his skate for out in France?
now?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
for
back
Jart.
then.
Back then, I think he has. I don't remember.
He was on
Enjoy-
Jart.
I was little.
He
I
skates
was
for
little.
Jart.
No, yes.
Mm.
But
Wow.
before that, it was skating for, I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember. Because he was on Quicksilver.
How do you turn down Tony Hawk? It's crazy.
I think he didn't know at the time. I mean, I'm not sure about what I'm saying. It's just, I'm pretty sure actually.
Well,
It's
you're speaking for him.
So,
So, yeah.
Mark Aziza, who was the Quicksilver team manager, is French, told me that story.
Oh,
So
okay.
he probably knew, like,
More.
maybe it
yeah.
wasn't exactly like this, but it was something like, or maybe Tony asked Mark because he was for Quicksilver. Tony was skating for Quicksilver.
Oh,
So he
okay.
asked Mark, hey, we want to get Adrien. Or maybe I think it's Willie that saw Adrien on tour.
Oh.
And yeah, because they did a Quicksilver tour to where I live in Biarritz, and they stopped and he saw Adrien skate. And he was at the time like, it was insane, honestly. It was just like, we'll go to a contest or whatever contest and we'll skate the biggest handrail and we'll just back 5-0 it and just clap his hand and look at the judges at the same time.
Oh, kind of like Bastion-esque a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not in a way of showing off. I don't know. It was just it will do crazy stuff in a good way.
amazing.
Crazy
Yeah.
skating.
Yeah.
You backtail the thing and you're like,
Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy right now. It sounds kind of crazy like this, but it was at the time
yeah.
insane.
Yeah. I mean, for me, when Bastion was doing the whole, I
Yeah,
loved
I
it.
did
It was
too.
like,
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit he was doing.
Oh,
you're like,
yeah,
he was
fuck
doing
yeah, you
crazy
better
shit.
do that.
Adrien was kind of like that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And yeah, so
I mean, when
Billy-
you got it,
yeah.
you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You know, he
Sometimes
wasn't
it
really new.
sometimes that
I
shit
got it.
naturally just happens.
Man,
dude.
you French guys, man, you really, you really got it, dude.
But yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the story, but maybe Willie saw Adrien and was
Gotcha.
like, got to Tony and was like, we got to get him on. And then Tony will call Mark. And then, I don't know. Maybe
Something to
maybe
that
it's not
effect.
true, maybe it's true, but
Gotcha.
that could explain a lot of stuff.
Huh,
For sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Jart's great though. It's a big brand now.
Yeah, big brand. Yeah, big
Yeah.
brand.
So
Keep a front lip.
kickflip front lip.
Yes.
You going up there? You weren't going to try
So
that?
I think my first
These
time.
are gnarly tricks,
so, yeah.
by the way. What are we talking about here?
These are when he was amateur skateboarder.
Yeah.
You're on your way coming up.
This was
Yeah.
3 years. This was what you say?
4 years
Three,
ago?
4 years
I don't
ago when
remember, yeah.
nobody knew you.
Yeah,
essentially.
probably,
here
yeah.
in the States.
Yeah, even back home.
Did you-
No, back home. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
So you had
Back home.
coverage back home.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's just that I grew up. It just everything. The whole story kind of makes sense now when I think about it. But I grew up in that. We'll go back to.
No,
this
no.
if you want,
Please
but
tell us. Yeah.
I grew up in this little town, little town where there was no concrete,
Mm-hmm.
nothing to skate. I didn't have access to internet, or if I do, it'll be really hard to get. And my dad will I'm really out far from Paris. 7-hour drive. There is nothing around us beside ocean, surfing, and then good living.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, no one skates in my family. I don't know anyone that skates. And I'm just picking up a board in my dad's garage. Somehow he has one. I don't know why. And then start kind of playing with it. And then, so I had no videos, nothing to refer. And I'll probably see X Games on TV or something. And then I will get like, oh, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. I'm probably 8 years old, 6 to 8 years old.
Got you.
And from 6 to 8, I probably skate on my butt, like play with it. And when I get at 8 years old, we put concrete in the front, like the, how do you call it? The
Like a
front
driveway?
door?
Driveway.
Bigger than a driveway, bigger than
Okay.
a driveway. Like if you watch that video that Pizza came out,
Mhm,
like Who
mhm.
is Milou? I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see it. That's where the whole car is and everything.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
watch that
Oh,
video.
the whole car. Oh, wait. So that was actually, I thought that was like your house or something.
That's my dad's house where I grew up.
It looks
yeah.
beautiful.
It is nice.
So so you paved that little driveway.
Yes, they did this.
It's kind of, it is a driveway, so to
Big-
speak, but it's a big, long.
Yeah, houses are different back home. It's
road,
like we
kinda.
have everything's private. You know out here when you have like the front, how do you say, the front garden?
The front
Yeah,
yard.
front
The,
yard.
the front yard.
Front yard,
it's kind of
yeah.
open, right? And then you have the big backyard.
Yeah.
And then back home, it's like you have the house in middle of the property, in middle of the land, and everything is like closed, and it's not difference in between front yard and backyard. You know?
Sure.
It's just there.
Right.
So that got like into concrete,
Okay.
and I kind of 8 years old, like on a start playing with the board because now I can.
Yeah.
There is something to skate, and if I go out of my house, it's just there's no concrete. There's
Right.
nothing,
But now you had a
and
place
there's
to actually roll.
dirt and
Right.
corn, and that's it.
Huh.
And
Dirt and
two
corn.
neighbors. Yeah, dirt, corn.
No vineyards or anything? What?
No, you know corn, like
Yeah, of course,
yeah,
of course.
yeah,
Yeah, corn on the cob.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Love corn.
nothing else. Yeah, pretty much it.
You harvest your own corn out there?
What?
You harvest your own corn?
Eating corn?
Yeah.
Not
corn.
really.
Hmm.
But not really.
But there's corn out there, right?
Yeah, the corn like the. Are we playing? Are we talking about the same thing? Am I speaking right?
No, you're
The
talking about
corn, you
corn.
eat, right? Is
Yes.
it corn? It's
Corn,
corn.
yeah.
No,
corn.
yeah.
You corn on the
Yeah,
cob.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
But did you grow corn, or did you help grow the corn?
Oh no! Oh, grow the corn.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said
Yeah.
harvest,
No,
he's like,
not at all.
harvest.
Harvest. Yeah.
Not at all.
Oh.
And then, so yeah, trying to skate. And then my dad at the time, I think he had like a 2 years unemployment, or like he was getting paid by his company or wherever he was working, but they didn't have work for him.
But
I
they're
think
still
so.
paying him.
Yes. So
Beautiful.
yeah, just stay home. And so he will
It's a
take us.
great deal.
He will take
Fuck
us to
yeah.
the beach, or we'll go surf. That's how I got into surfing with him. But no one skated, and then I will
Wow.
stick to skating too. And he heard about that skate park, all zero cards, so all four skate park back in Osagor. And then it kind of like started bring me there, and that's how I started like skating. That's how I did
Meeting
start
other skaters.
Yeah.
Right.
And the only thing I knew about was contests, and then
Stuff you would kind of see on TV, maybe. Is that
yeah,
what you were saying, like
yeah.
X Games
And then
stuff?
there was the Arc European tour. They happened to do it 1 year, like later on, that's 3 years later, you
Uh-huh.
know. And I entered the contest with like the young guys, like under and 10
Young
generation
Yeah.
or whatever
Young
it was.
Ams.
Like young games. If I melon grab over the spine, I'd be like, yeah, I did
Yeah.
that, you know, something like that. So
How'd you
that's-
do?
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
remember.
okay.
Something like they give me a T-shirt and shoes. Maybe that was like 12, and that was maybe 5. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The size.
But interesting because you said like internet was hard to get, right?
Yeah, so I know everything's-
videos were
yeah,
people
and
giving you like DVDs.
That's
or
what I want to go.
VHS?
It's like no,
Nothing.
no skate shop. You know how people grew up in the city where they go skate, they go to skate shops,
Yeah.
they meet other skaters. They just like can go out of their front door, pick their board and go skate.
Yeah.
I could not do that.
Nothing.
There was nothing.
Right.
I go out of my door. First of all, there is no concrete, and then it'd be concrete. And then my brother, who was now he's a carpenter, he built houses. He always been into outside and building stuff. He will, a couple years later, build me skate stuff, like a ledge, maybe not a mini ramp, half a quarter pipe,
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
wow.
like a bump to bump. That was it was good actually. We made it like all convertible. It was
Wow.
sick. It was fun.
All in your little driveway street
Yes,
there. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
that's how I kind of skated, and then the neighbor kind of skated too. So we met, and then he was friend with my brother, and then my brother introduced me to him,
Okay.
and then so we kind of like had a crew after a little crew. We'll make a
Nice.
little video, and that guy, his name is Charlie. We had the Popple Crew. It's a Skyblog. You can still check it out. It's Skyblog Popple Crew.
Really?
Poppel Crew.
This was just like a WordPress or some
I
type
don't
of
know.
little
Dude,
website
Dude,
thing.
I don't even know
Okay,
what we're saying.
okay.
It's
We
a blog.
thought teaser mean video. So
you made a
when the
teaser.
so yeah, my
is
first
video.
video part is named teaser.
Okay. Okay. Teaser. Perfect.
Yeah, so that's after, and it brought us to the skate shop in Nosagor. That's so that's how I heard. So the whole community, my dad will go surf, and he probably ask people in the water like, "Hey, my son skates. Where can he go?"
Oh.
And everyone surfing skates over there. So all 4 skate park is over there. So it's kind of bring me to the skate park and meet my neighbor that skate over there too. Oh, you skate too, and then.
Oh, interesting.
And then we made a little crew, and we'll come to the house skate the obstacle we made with my brother, and then we'll kind of start making videos.
Yeah.
And then he kind of like show it to the local skate shop that's still my first sponsor, and I still skate for them.
I
And
love
they
that.
will like give boards once in a while to the whole crew. We were like 5 or 6 of us skating, and then that's how I got my first sponsor pretty much. But at the time, my vision of skating was just, oh, there is contest, there is fun with my friend, there is, I don't even know what there is, you know.
Right.
I don't even know. I'm just skating, and I know I want to be into skating. I don't even know what pro skater means. I don't even know it. I want to be on TV or like
Right.
X Games or do skating. Oh, my whole life I understood that they were getting paid and they were making money
Right.
skating. And then when my dad and my mom would be like, "What do you want to do later on?" I'm like, "I don't want to work." And in my head, that means I want to skate.
Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
like, you can't do that. You need money. I'm like, I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Made
And
it.
plus, for them, probably they know that you're from a small town, and how can he
Yeah,
achieve all
Well, they
this?
probably didn't
Yes,
know that.
and they don't
Yeah.
even know. They don't want me to skate. I mean, they want me to skate, and they don't want me to skate at the same time because they just don't know what it is.
Right.
And there's people that smoke and go skate. They don't know.
Sure.
And my brother is into soccer at the time, and he's really good. He could have gone pro.
Oh wow.
He stopped right before people started picking him up to go on the big team.
Oh damn.
Because I didn't like the stress and those. You know, it's kind
Comes
of
with a
like
lot.
it's
for
a
sure.
really bad word though.
Well, your parents
Soccer.
don't see anyone else from your zone becoming pro skateboarders.
They
so-
don't even see skaters.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't
It's
have
not
no
even
idea.
to the word of pro skateboarder, it's just
Right.
to the world of skating.
They
They don't
didn't
even
know-
know. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, my brother after school goes to like the soccer club, and he gets to like he has hours. Like, oh, come at 6 p.m. You have a like a time you come and train and
Practice,
me. It's like,
yeah.
where do you go? Where do you go?
Where do you go
skate?
skate, right.
What is it?
Years later, he's in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, they proud.
come on.
Oh,
I know.
sure.
Right.
Just-
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
But at the time, they don't know it. They don't
what it was,
understand.
yeah.
They don't see a
How is-
future in that.
how
in,
is he
in
gonna-
any way?
right.
Yeah.
Or not even like a passion. So you
Mhm.
don't even see like the after school passion sports that you do. So I did all of them: basketball, football, rugby.
Right.
You play rugby?
I played everything.
Damn, dude.
I played everything.
Cricket.
No, we don't have that.
No cricket.
Rugby's gnarly, dude.
Yeah, rugby.
Yeah, brutal.
Pelote. It's you have a little ball like a tennis ball, and you
Mhm.
just play with your hand. It's like a basque country thing, and you
Okay.
just play on the wall with
Oh,
someone
yeah,
else.
okay.
It's like handball.
Handball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played all of them
Okay.
until I got to 12 years old.
And you were skating also.
Judo? Do you say it like this?
Judo.
Judo.
Yeah.
I did
Karate,
judo.
yeah.
2 years of judo.
Oh wow.
I love
Karate
things.
type style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, don't fight me. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was not planning on it, dude.
Kelly was saying before you got here, he's like, I think I'd kick his ass.
Just for
But
no
yeah.
reason. I'm like, I think I want to fight that dude.
yeah, it's things that Kelly says.
I've got to fight my whole entire life.
Yeah.
He's a,
I don't know. It seems like you got this graphic right here.
I know.
Yeah,
I
this is
know.
it.
Knocking somebody out. I don't know if you want to.
Who's this?
I don't know.
Oh,
He's
Oh,
like,
you
that's
don't.
him,
You,
though.
oh, you don't know that cartoon? It's like,
Pippi Longstocking?
no, it's it's a French thing.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
French
French.
Oh, yeah, no, I
it's
don't know.
it's called Asterix et Obélix.
Okay.
It's like yeah. Oh, we don't go there. It's another story.
But that's
It's
you,
like,
that's you.
yeah, it's like when Rome was like getting all over Europe.
Mm.
It was the story. There was this little village in north of France that will still resist to
Oh.
Rome, and they have like a potion, like something that they drink and make them stronger.
Popeye.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
I was going to say that,
Yeah.
that's your
Popeye eat the
Popeye.
spinach.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's why the
Potion.
little guy is punching like really,
Right.
really high because he
Nice.
has extra power.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Love
that's
it.
that's the whole cartoon thing. And same with the first pro board, the dog.
Yeah.
It's like it's Snowy. I don't. You guys know Snowy?
no.
Oh, it's a
We know-
famous dog, and the dog's name is Milou. It's my
Oh.
last name. That's
Wow,
why. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's
We have-
Tintin and Milou. Tintin
Oh.
and Milou.
Wow, dude.
Sick.
It's
Wow.
like I have all of them. It's like a book, and they make a cartoon later on TV. But it's like a book, and my dad's is a collection
Collector.
collector of them, and he has all of them at home.
Okay.
So yeah.
Our famous dog is Clifford.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a big red dog.
Okay.
Big red
Clifford.
dog.
Yeah, small white dog.
I haven't
It's
seen him
Milou.
around for a while.
That's
I haven't
why.
seen like anyone talking
Ah,
about
but he was here.
back
he
in the
was
day.
here,
He was
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
okay. So,
we go all over the place.
I love it. I fucking
What
love
we
it.
do,
You
we
say
jump
that-
around. We jump
jump
around.
around
it.
a
You say
lot.
that was Pippi Longstocking?
Well, yeah. Have you seen Pippi Longstocking? She has braids like that.
Oh, I couldn't see it at all, but I just thought it was
Oh,
random.
So,
in front of me.
so that guy, that big guy, he when he was born in the story, he like fall into the, how do you say it?
A hole?
The potion, like the potion where there is the strong
Oh, so
power.
he was
Oh,
the
he fell
strongest.
into
So he's
it.
strong for life.
Strong for
Oh.
life. He
That's
doesn't
why
need
he's
the.
big.
That's
He's
why he's
strong for
carrying the
life.
ramp for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
that's,
it.
that's kind of like my brother.
Yeah.
See, he's like
Yeah, yeah,
making
yeah.
the ramps.
I love
That's
that.
kind of like my brother.
That's sick.
He's
like
bigger
his-
than me too,
yeah, yeah.
stronger, and he builds houses.
I like his
Amazing.
beanie. Got
Yeah.
a nice beanie there.
It all ties in.
It all does, man. So now you're finding. By the way, how far was the skate park from your house?
20
minutes.
20 minutes,
Drive.
not far, and it's an indoor park, so I can
Oh,
skate
wow.
there all year long, which is
Perfect.
You
it
can-
was
but
really
that's very
small,
rare,
but really
very
sick,
rare.
very rare, very sick, very good park.
So your dad would drop you off there, and you.
It will. My whole family supported me. Like,
Amazing.
yeah, they will get me there and then stay with me 2-3 hours
Oh,
and
so
watch me
dope.
skate and have fun and bring my friend every Wednesday after school, every Saturday, Sunday. I was there.
Amazing.
Oh, sick.
It was just
Amazing.
my thing. I knew since I was a kid. I knew, what are you doing after school? I go skate. I go
Yeah,
skate.
yeah.
I just had this deal with my parents. As long as you're good at school, you do your homeworks.
Mm-hmm.
Homeworks first, and then you go skate. And in the winter, you'll be like, you can, because it gets dark early.
Yep.
So you could go skate an hour, but then you have to make sure your homework's done. And
Yeah.
I got really like into it, got serious about it, just to make sure I could go skate.
Yeah.
Because my dad was really strict about this. Like,
School,
you know,
right?
everything.
School first.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
will like, if I don't make my bed before leaving, when I
You
go
gotta
back
make it
home, the bed
like
will be
like
out of the room, and I will have to make everything back
Like
again.
drill
No
sergeant.
way.
Like a
Yeah,
drill
that's all
sergeant.
there,
That's
yeah.
drill
Wow.
sergeant. That's drill sergeant shit.
Hey,
Was
listen.
he from the military?
No, I think my grandpa was
Okay.
in the war, like
Okay.
over Europe.
Maybe that's how he grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
no,
he
it was
kind of
so
transferred
we grew
over.
up in a family. We don't have a lot of money. It was really like that's why I told you no videos of skating and everything. Because even when we got internet later on, I could not go on a computer. My dad was more like, "Go out with your brother. He's building
Right.
stuff. He's playing soccer. Go have fun," which was
Right.
way better.
Right.
Yeah.
I had like good memories.
Oh,
good
yeah.
memories.
Yeah.
Good
Totally.
time.
Actually
good time.
doing things instead
Yeah,
of sitting there
right,
watching.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Instead of
exactly.
like playing Angry Birds.
Yeah, and I
or
feel like
something.
now I see
Yeah.
people that have kids that just sit the kids in front of the TV and then they can relax because the kids are watching
Totally.
TV, and that was the opposite. We were just like out with my dad and my mom and playing, and then grew up,
Love
no
that.
skate videos, all of this, and then not lucky but lucky enough, not really, but my dad and my mom just when I was 4 years old they just
Separated.
separate, and then later on my mom moves in a little neighborhood 10 minutes from my dad's, but it's a bigger city,
Mm.
bigger town. There is concrete, there's a sidewalk,
Okay.
and on that sidewalk somehow there's a metal piece. I can
It
grind.
changes everything.
First time ever
Sick.
of my life I can grind something. I can ollie on something beside my brother. After
Making-
that's
You
where I
can-
kind of start ollie into stuff, and then my brother at my dad's will build me stuff.
But you can actually skate something that's in the street
I can
that
go-
somebody else
Yes.
built.
Yes,
Yeah.
first time in my life I
The
can
landscape.
stand out,
Right.
get out of my room, of my house, pick my board, and go in the street. That's the first ever feeling. You know that feeling? The
Crazy.
first time.
Of course.
I can't do it.
And what was it? Was it 10, 11 now?
Yeah.
What is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
10, 11,
That's
12.
crazy.
And that's at the moment where skating starts to, I'm probably 9, 10.
Okay.
Skating started popping. I'm like skating.
Yeah,
And my
starts to
dad and
click.
my mom started to understand. And I will cry to not go to judo. I'm like crying because I want to go skate. And then they understand. And after that, they will let me, they will give me a little more, okay, you can go, but be back before a certain time. And I will respect that because I understood. School, same thing.
Yep.
That's how they educate me.
They saw the passion. You were crying. You start crying and shit.
I know.
Yeah.
I need
So
to
the-
go skate.
Yeah.
So they understood, and then I kind of
Yes.
go out, and eventually later on, my friend that started the crew with, he had a motorcycle, so we'll pick me up, we'll go skate somewhere
Okay.
else, and I still go back on time, so my parents will give me,
He'd pick
To
you up
the-
on the motorcycle?
yeah. Oh, because we get motorcycle when we're 14 out there, but small motorcycle.
Like a scooter.
Like a
So, like,
scooter,
to
yeah,
get around.
scooter. Yeah.
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
scooter,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry, not a motorcycle, yeah.
But he'd
Scooter.
pick you up on that, or you'd get one?
No, he picked me up because I'm 12, and so he's 14 or 15.
But
So
you
I'm
can ride
just
with
the little
somebody.
kid
That's
behind
tight.
him, and we go skate, I'm just,
Kelly's picturing like a Harley.
no.
Well, either way, to
Dude,
be
it's way
honest, like
smaller.
just to get on their homie,
Yeah.
like that's it doesn't happen out
Yeah,
here. You know what
no,
I mean?
no, no.
That's pretty
Everything is
sick.
way smaller out there. The roads, the cars.
Plus, you're kind of in the
compact.
countryside,
Oh,
right?
fully
so
countryside.
now
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
the way that
It's,
it is.
it's like
That
here,
was like
you know,
the
you
norm.
drive.
That's the norm for them.
Yeah, here you drive from Venice to LA, you don't even notice the difference.
right.
And over there, it's like, trust me, when you're out of the town to another little town, and it takes you 10 minutes, for like 10 minutes, there is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you are like, I'm making out there.
Sure,
On the motorcycle.
Yeah.
On the little scooter.
What was the name of the skate shop that you got sponsored by?
Buzz Skate Shop.
Buzz Skate Shop.
Still
Still
skate for
sponsored.
them. Yep.
I
Thank you.
fucking love that.
Love
That's
them.
awesome.
That's
Love it.
beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
And they're still in business.
Yeah, how long
Oh,
have
they're
they been
doing
around?
good. Yeah, they're doing good.
Amazing.
They've been around for a long time.
Long time.
Bro.
for a
So
long time.
sick.
They
Still
must
the
be
same
really
owner.
proud of you, dude.
Yeah.
They must be incredibly
Yeah.
proud of you.
It's sick.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
and
dope.
it's doing good, and now we have a good team.
Beautiful,
Sick.
bro.
And we don't do much. We haven't done a video and everything yet, but it's kind of hard
But
to.
that's fine.
But
it's
though.
amazing.
Listen, as long
It's
as there's a
sick. It's like
skateboard shop
family.
for the community and stuff, and
Yeah.
kids get
And which
growing
is-
up, you know.
You know how skate shop people skate to the skate shop and stuff. It's
Mm.
not like that out there. You got to drive there, so it's
Mhm.
only on weekends because your parents can bring you.
Oh, okay.
Because there is, that's another part, a big factor. When I said earlier that Globe is right next to where I live, it's because Osagor, that town that had the skate park, reason why they had a skate park, it's like all the Europe offices, DC, everything, Quicksilver, Billabong, more surfing.
Oh wow.
But you know how now Element is part of Quicksilver
Sure,
and used to
yeah.
be part of Billabong.
hmm
All the Europe office are over there.
Right there,
It's in that little zone. There's a little, it's called the zone actually.
Mhm.
the zone.
The zone.
Okay.
And
Right.
that little zone is like a couple blocks and there's everything, outlets,
Wow.
all the stuff. So that's why there was a skate shop.
Got
Okay,
you.
that makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And the skate park was in
yeah,
that
yeah,
town
it was
too?
there,
Right,
and then
right, right.
they shut it down.
Got you.
Uh,
Oh, they did.
Yeah, it's
eventually.
not there anymore.
okay,
When I
okay.
was, but luckily for me, because I was going only there, and then the skate park closed, and then I got to go somewhere else.
Right,
Mm.
right. Well, it's
So you took advantage of while it was there.
I took advantage.
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
but also listen. Sucks that it closed, but it also opened up a new
Yeah.
area for you
Oh,
to
yeah,
go out and
yeah.
explore.
Yeah,
You
but it
know?
was the best skate park ever. I had
Right.
dreams for a long time. It was to recreate that park.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
amazing.
gonna happen.
There you
I
go.
listen. Nothing's
Yeah.
impossible.
I'm actually with my brother, the carpenter. We bought the land and we're making a big warehouse because he needs a warehouse to work. And I was
Oh.
like, I'm gonna invest with you because now everything
Oh,
I'm gonna have money saved.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna invest with you. We're gonna make a big warehouse. You're gonna work downstairs, and for 5 years, I'm gonna make a skate park up there.
Love that.
Was
Sick.
the park that you grew up skating wood?
Yeah, so it's all
Oh.
wood. It's gonna be all wood too.
Okay,
Mm.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
I'm
that,
probably
though.
not gonna make it the same because it's a smaller warehouse,
Yeah.
but it's something
No,
like
you try it. You try your best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing
Replicate
this.
it.
Replicate as best as you can. Maybe your favorite obstacles or
Yeah.
something. You know what
Something
I'm saying?
fun.
When you go
Yeah.
back home, do you go back to that town or do
Yeah.
you go to La Paris?
No, I go back to that town.
Oh,
Yeah, I spend
okay.
a lot of time in Paris now.
You
but
know what though, bro?
I go back to that town. I'm really close for my family, and then
Sick.
Living here and then going back there. I mean, it's such a change of pace of
Hell
life.
yeah.
it's amazing.
It's actually
Oh,
like
yeah.
a
I love
beautiful
it.
thing.
I'm
You could
sure.
actually like decompress.
I feel
and,
like I'm almost two different person when I'm.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I can
but
imagine
it's-
that.
I
No,
have
I
like
could-
different
I-
perspective, and I,
totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
you know,
You
I
can see
come
that.
back from the U.S. and see my friends like, oh, you do this now, and I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of start doing this, and then when I come back here, like, oh, you stopped doing this? Oh yeah, because I was with my friend over there. We're not
Totally.
doing this over there.
Right.
It's
I
like
love
two
it.
different stuff.
That's
I think
amazing.
it's
Nice.
humbling in both ways. Like, you
Yeah,
know.
it's nice. I love
sure.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So all of a sudden, when did you first come out to the States?
So yeah, that's part of the story.
I'm
Big
sure.
part of the story.
I'm sure
it's
is.
It's amazing.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I'm out there doing stuff. I kind of growing and started dropping parts. My friend filmed me at the skate park, and we got skate shop. Not a lot of views, but it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're out there, and then I'll start seeing contests then, because it's the only thing I know. There's no offense, but I never seen a part of you guys until later on.
Got you.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, right. All of that, never seen it
Nothing.
until like maybe 3 years ago.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yes. Because I never
Gnarly.
got used to watch skate videos because that wasn't my thing because it wasn't there. I didn't know. You know what I mean?
We see it. We kind of
That's a
see
new
it.
generation, real shit.
No, we do.
Yeah.
We see it a lot
Yeah.
nowadays. Like we have people on the show. They're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I never really." I mean, even Deshaun
Yeah.
Jordan.
Deshaun
like
Jordan,
never.
Robert Neal,
Yeah.
like a lot of the younger kids, I'd say under 25, there
Never
was a
seen
lot
it.
that were
Yeah.
just like, I didn't see that shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know, even YouTube,
But-
they weren't even YouTube.
So yeah,
Mm.
so I'm kind of starting doing contests like French Championship. My dad was into sports. It was like sports is gonna make your life better. He loves it.
Mhm.
So my dad will push me and encourage me to go to contest. And he heard about hey, there's a contest. So they want to go. All right, we try. And then we heard people, French Championship, a little bigger. We got to move a little 5-hour
Oh.
drives. We'll go on the weekend. Let's go.
Wow.
And then we'll get there, and I kind of win the contest sometimes, and it gets good, better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I do those contests, and then get better. Started traveling, but for contest only. And I know I wanted to film. I like it filming, but I didn't really know for what. And we'll go to Spain with my friend that films. We go to Spain. We'll take the bus, the train. We'll make mission to Spain. We'll go
Okay.
skate on their own, everything. And when I get about 14 years old, two things really changed everything. Julian, And Clément Legal is Legal Out on Instagram, and you've probably seen photos of him. He's like, he now does like photos for sometimes Palace, Element, a lot of stuff for Element. He's like, he does Carhartt. Right?
Carhartt,
He does
yeah.
all the Carhartt.
Gotcha.
Everything
Damn.
you've seen. So
That's a
He shoots all of the Carhartt stuff.
pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
that's
Is-
a rad
yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they in that city called Bayonne, which is 10 minutes from where I live, and my dad wants me to go to a private college. Yeah, college is like when you 12 to 16 you go to college.
Okay. Kind of like
12
a
to
high school
15.
for us.
Before high
maybe.
school, yeah.
Middle school.
Middle school,
Right,
yeah.
right,
It's
right.
called college. So
Okay.
he want me to go there because it's private and because my brother was there. And he was able to go after school because he had a soccer team and he was part of the soccer team. So they had like 2 or 3 times a week. They had less school because they have condensed and then they can get out early. And my dad's like, oh, Vincent's doing good. He won French championship. Can he be with the soccer guys, the football? The football guys, but instead of going to soccer, it will go skate.
Wow.
And get out. And the guy, the owner, I don't know,
The
director,
principal.
the principal is
whatever.
like, I was at that meeting and I was like, I don't know, please. And he's like, okay, we try first year. If you're good enough at school, same thing that my dad did, you will keep going. So I had that for 4 years, and my grandpa will pick me up after school, bring me skate. So that's how I got
You would
But-
get out
but
of
you get off
school
early.
early
3 p.m.
to go skate.
Yes.
And
I
your
was the
brother would
only
go
one.
play soccer.
Yeah, and the other one will go to other class.
What
But you, not that
that's crazy.
not that you didn't want to go skate, but you had to go skate every day.
I could have not, but it never happened. I
Yeah, I
was
was gonna
skating no matter what.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
in love with it. I
Well,
was
because like
skating no matter
in
what.
soccer, you like have to go to practice
Yeah.
basically.
Right.
So
I
it's like,
I was
wonder-
out, so they could not check. But
They're just
obviously-
allowing him to leave
Yeah.
to progress his passion.
Yeah, which was
Yeah.
amazing. I
Right.
thanks them a lot for that.
Yeah.
That was
Plus,
amazing.
you're doing the
That's
contest too, so it wasn't like you're going out and playing.
No,
you
yeah.
were like actually
they
going for.
They say, oh, he won the French championship.
Right.
Or got second or something.
Yeah.
So it's big. It's cool.
And I think that's like interesting for that, like a
Yeah.
principal like that too,
Yeah.
to be like, oh well, this is interesting. Like we have
Yeah.
these soccer guys, like why not the skateboarder
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
can like go out and
Yeah.
win these contests?
Something.
Interesting.
So part of the story, everything makes I kind of like grew up and stuff, and I will go out, and in front of that school there be a skate park, and those dudes, Julian and Clement, will hang out back in the day, hang out a lot together, and they will go there, and there was the pros there. Mathieu Dupuis, he skated for Jarretts.
Okay.
Probably don't know him. Couple pros, Julien Béchet, the guys that grew up skating on, and that was my heroes.
They're
you know?
there.
They were there because I didn't watch skate videos, so it wasn't you, Chris. It was them.
Yeah.
Well, it had to be somebody.
Yeah.
So they were there filming them all day, go photos, and I skate the park. And one day they just come up to me and they were like, "Hey, you skate really good. Do you want to come to Spain with us this weekend or something?"
How old are you? 14, 15 now?
Yeah, about that. 14.
For
Interesting.
for
Do
street
you wanna
skating
come-
or contest?
Yeah, street skating. You want to
Okay.
come and we'll shoot photos? And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
This
with
is
them.
Crazy.
Yeah, and also Clement was shooting photos for those contests that will go on.
Got you. The Carhartt guy.
So
Yeah.
he will see me over there and see I had a nice front blend. And the first photo we shot was a front blend down a rail, but
Oh,
it was
really?
a way smaller rail.
Oh wow.
And then and a week before I went with another photographer, Damien or something. He like shoot the photo. I skated that rail that I had with my with my best friend a year before. He bought a VX. So that's how we started filming. I kinda,
Okay.
like was filming for no reason, but filming because we weren't street skating. Because my friend was like, "You gotta film. See, there's video in the street," and then he shows me on YouTube.
Got
Right.
you.
That's how I
Okay.
got there.
Now it's all starting to kind of
Yeah.
click.
Yes.
You're like,
Something.
I see what's
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
on here. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I kind of get sponsors from the contest, and they will, luckily enough, give me a little budget to move somewhere, and then we'll film VX because I'm 14, so I get a little moped.
You got
So
a little moped.
I gotta get that photo. It's
Yeah,
like
you're-
with the
The
like
pedals?
with the bike moped.
Yeah.
So funny.
Okay.
It goes slow. I have my surfboard, all
Your
the time I go
everything.
to school, my surfboard, my clothes, my skateboard, and my backpack of my school stuff there because I got to go to my mom's later on that night.
You're bringing like your whole life.
My
with
whole
you on
life
your
Yeah.
scooter.
is in 2
On the
bags,
daily, yeah.
which is funny because today it's also my whole life is
Yeah,
in one
yeah, I love
suitcase and I
that.
go back US and France.
Yeah.
My whole life is the same.
Hey, sometimes that's the best way to live, man.
Yeah.
I'm a minimalist, and I.
Kind of too. So yeah, we're doing this.
That's
So
right.
we had to lower that rail because it was a little too big, but it was the support skate tool, same thing, and I could like take the
This is a spot in the
support off.
streets?
Yeah, the support off with the skate tool, and I can make the rail lower.
What?
You adjusted a
I
street
adjusted,
spot.
a little bit lower. Just
I know,
to
but
make, to sea level. To sea level.
How did, what part of the rail did you take off?
You know, there's the support, but they're not still on the ground. There is this other support that goes into it, so I was able to take it out and make it lower and back to place.
Amazing.
We spent like 3 hours doing this, and then I skated the rail, and that guy shoot a photo. Wasn't really good, I guess, because Clement was like, "Oh, I saw you skate at the contest, and I saw that photo you shoot with him, but it doesn't have really good flashes. Do you want to try the photo again with me?"
Oh.
You went back to the rail.
Yeah, not good from Clement for doing this, but helped me. And then we shoot
Got a
it. But
better
they were working together on the zine. So it was like, we're gonna reshoot the photo. I'm gonna make it a little better because
Okay.
that's my job. Oh,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
getting there.
For sure.
He was getting there. And so I go to Spain with them that weekend. So later on, 1 year after the lower the rail thing, I go to Spain with them, and then just for the weekend, and we come back with a full interview for the French mag,
Wow.
which was sick. Rails only. So that's why I skate rail too, because I didn't have any people that will. The first video part I watched, was probably what you get, because at 12 years old, I get a GameCube and I get Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Okay.
And while you're doing the game, you have parts coming up. It was a steamer, Chad Muscat. That's the first video I watched.
That's
So for me, Chad
amazing.
Muscat was just the guy with the
boombox.
the boombox. Not even a. I didn't know what he was doing. He was the boombox guy. That guy's cool. I'm playing with him. So I had
Like
no.
not even a real person.
Yeah, I had no opinion. I will wear whatever they will give me. That's why it took me a while probably to go up in the skate industry or whatever, because everyone was getting board short because they will go surf after. So my style was terrible. So if we start live statement and skating at 0, you started at 0.
Yeah.
You went to the skate shop.
Yeah,
10
yeah,
points because you made the whole
10
G.
points.
And then you get more
Yeah.
points. I started at 0 and I went
You went down negative.
100 points negative.
Right,
Yes, I went down, dude.
When did you start realizing you needed to
Clément.
be
And
you
Julien.
So would they actually like tell you like,
Dude.
hey, dude, you need to start like changing your
They didn't
shit
even
up,
tell
bro.
me we'll go on trip. 2 years later, we'll go on the Barcy trip, and then Clement will open my suitcase and we're like, all right, these are my pants. You wear this.
No way.
Yes, he did this. You wear my pants. This
Listen,
is it.
I mean, it sounds
'Cause-
crazy, but
make
some
you look
people
better,
need
bro.
that
Straight
like
up.
I
a
didn't-
little bit.
So like
I
some
just didn't
Jamie
know.
Thomas shit.
I
Yeah.
never watched anything.
Right.
I never watched anything. I never experienced anything, so I had no opinion.
But how
And
did you take that though? Did you like what he was giving you to wear?
I didn't even
or
know. I was like, oh, right, okay.
Just
This
wearing
is
it.
new. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
It's not like you were like
I don't even know.
you're like, I want to wear this.
It
This
wasn't
is my
bad.
shit.
It wasn't
was-
bad to the point I was like a clown or something. But, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I was just like, I was just getting like the board short with whatever T-shirt they will send me from the box.
That's pretty dope.
A purple T-shirt. Let's wear it. I don't care.
That's pretty good.
That my dad. We grew up. You gotta understand. Like my grandparents, they killed the pig.
Yeah.
Pigs. They killed the pig to make meat for the whole year.
Oh, they
have in the backyards. They have like
the
all
freezer,
the
and
vegetables you need.
Oh, yeah, vegetables.
So
Amazing.
you know, it's like not a lot of money. They will do everything.
you're
by
living off the
themselves.
land, right?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like whenever you got clothes, whatever it is, just
Just
wear
it.
them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I grew up on this mentality.
Yep.
So why will I change anything? And I didn't even know you got to change something.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was just like, sponsor, whatever it is, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
They send me this T-shirt. I'm gonna wear it. I don't
XXL.
know- Right.
Because you win at the contest whatever people don't sell.
God. Oh.
Like, I skated boards like 7.5 to 8.9s to 8.8 to 7.8.
You were all over the fucking place.
Oh, yeah, give me a longboard. I kick flipping. No problem. I can skate anything.
Yeah.
Yo,
Fucking rad.
and listen, I mean, it kind of works to your advantage.
It kind of works.
Opens your
Yeah.
mind up to like,
Yeah.
oh, I can do
You
anything.
could do. I mean,
Yeah.
you're making do with what you have.
For sure.
Kind of, yeah.
Some
No,
dudes are
you're,
like,
no, you're not picky, and that's fucking
I
refreshing.
wasn't picky at all,
That's
yeah.
super
Right.
refreshing.
Like
man.
if you would ask me what brand I want to skate for, I was like, I don't even know what brand there is in the
If I
world.
can get
so
right.
I don't even know.
That's
I will
amazing.
probably say the Mono team because that was the name of the crew of the people that I was like, oh, they're so sick. I want to skate for them.
And they were just a crew.
Because the Tony Hawk European tours they had, my first contest entry, will win. They made a DVD in the street. That's where I kind of realized too. Oh, skate in the street. They made a DVD and they were skating in the street, so they were like my heroes. And then I will skate with Clément and all those
Yeah.
dudes, and they were linked up with those dudes, and I was
It's funny that
all
you.
came up.
It's
yeah.
funny that you grew up in the contest scene and all that
Kinda,
stuff.
yeah.
Like street leagues, right? Or
Yeah, well, later on.
later.
That will be later on
I'm
YouTube.
saying later on,
Yeah.
Olympics, all this stuff. but I don't even like think of you as a contest skater. Like I
No.
really don't.
No,
I
yeah.
think of you as like I see your video parts out on the streets.
way more.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was I almost street skate, but no one will know, and no one will notice, and I will get a couple of interview in the mags, but I will get none because of the contest maybe. Or
Right.
Well, that's all
I got on Instagram later on too.
yeah.
I didn't.
Okay.
I found out who you were through the contest because you're this
See?
kid, and I was like, I was judging all these. Like I was judging
Yeah.
when you were starting to come up.
Probably,
You
yeah.
started to kill it, and then but you made your way. You made your presence known through the contest.
Yeah.
You got, and then your street skating. You were like, no, I need to focus on the street shit, and then
Yeah.
you started killing
Yeah.
it. That's what it
Thank
looks
you.
like from my point of view.
Yeah.
This is probably right.
Yeah, yeah.
Even now, I don't even know how I made it here to that table.
Well,
but-
I'm just saying though,
You know
like
what I mean? But
I
it's
don't even
weird.
consider like I don't even when I think of Vincent Milou, I don't think of like a
Okay, yeah.
contest guy. I think
Cool.
of a street skater.
Yeah, thank you.
for sure.
Because didn't you get in through street league because of Tampa? Isn't that how you got through?
I don't know. I asked Emirates.
Yeah.
I asked Emirates about it because I always wondering why they invited me. Because younger on, I told my best friend who filmed me VX about the VX. I bought the VX with him and it lowered the rail and stuff.
yeah.
And I told him VX Street League came out. I was like, one day I'll be in Street League. He was like, dude, it's impossible. I did one day I'll be there. And then worked out.
You were
and
there.
So
Yeah.
I always wonder why. And then Emirates was like, oh yeah, we had the Pro Open in London and then we need a European guy.
Oh,
And
that's what it
then-
was.
I did the kick front lip at that time, and he know about it,
Oh.
and he was like, I guess he's about to come up, and he probably like the kick front lip. I don't know, but
Yeah.
he was like, he noticed me in Tampa. He noticed so
Yeah.
it's not because of Tampa, it's because of all of this. He noticed me at
Yeah.
those contests, and he heard about
Correlation.
stuff I've done in the street here.
Yeah.
He's probably seen the photo. I think it just came out or something, and when they come out to invite people to the Open in London.
Yeah.
There's all these big names that I'm not even there, you know. It's like even European guys. It's like
That was like
Tom Knox,
Right.
and who else got invited?
Trent?
Maybe Jamie and Zion got invited.
Wasn't Trent? Didn't he get invited?
Trent got invited.
McClung?
You know, there were people that were
Yeah.
about to turn pro or already pro.
Right.
You know,
And
or
you were
pro
not
for a long
you,
time.
you didn't even have a board sponsor pretty much.
I think I was skating for Willie's Workshop at the moment. So Willie's
Skate shop, right.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Willie's
Oh, his
Workshop
board.
got to board after.
Got you.
So I was just getting bored
Okay.
from Willie.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's how they invited me.
Yeah. I mean, he climbed his way up there
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
good.
Oh yeah, it's like a long,
Yeah,
a long.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been doing it his
told
whole
you,
life.
I went under sea level.
Yeah.
For a long time. I had to clean my way back to sea level before going somewhere
Bro.
else.
I saw the way you dress kind of go up or down, and then you made your way up.
Listen,
See?
even the best changes it. Like Chris Cole, he changed his style up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so there,
But yeah.
it happens. It happens.
So yeah, go back on the dressing. I will go with Jillian, and they got me an interview in the mag,
Sick.
and then
with
probably
your with your new clothes.
yes.
Okay.
There were at the time it was winter time, so I will have a big jacket, which will be dark, so it will help.
Yeah.
You know, I will skate with a
Okay.
big hoodie on, and it will be a dark hoodie, so
Right.
it will help. 'Cause I'll be less crazy.
Okay.
Take it like that.
Perfect. So you went on tour with these guys for the weekend. You
Yeah.
said you got
Yeah.
back with the whole interview.
I guess the couple weeks later, I got an interview in the mag. Like,
Crazy.
who is Vincent Milou? And then just like a little interview in the Sugar Skate mag.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Sugar.
Yeah.
So I had
It's a
little,
big moment.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So I had a little interview in that. I was
Amazing.
stuck. I was just like, my mom didn't understand.
Yeah.
She
But she's in
understood,
a,
she understood, but she didn't know what it means.
Right.
You know what I mean?
she don't
But
understand.
understood.
All she knows is her kid's in a magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah,
That was
for
amazing.
sure.
Definitely.
Fuck
So
yeah.
thanks to Clement and Gillian. And they will film, and I had the couple part with them that never came out somehow. And Clement get me on a board sponsor, Requiem Skateboards, or Requiem Skateboard, right next to my, like in close to Biarritz. So when you cross that river,
Yeah.
you're in the Basque Country. It's more of a city.
So more of kind
you
of
can
like
cruise in the city.
like a
Right.
local brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still is.
Still
And then-
is.
Yeah, and I
Amazing.
went on tour with them, and we had an article in Kingpin.
Mhm.
Remember, it was
Oh,
before
yeah.
Free. Before Free, it was
Mhm.
Kingpin, the European
Yeah,
mag.
yeah,
We had an
yeah.
article there,
Absolutely.
and I had a couple photos in there
Amazing.
with some not crazy shirt now, but it's still, I was still working on it.
It was the
We're still getting out of the
transition.
negative.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still in the negative for sure. I'm still in the negatives. And then I just had this from the contest, the French Championship. I had
Yeah.
this closing company. If they listen to it, they will know who they are. I will not mention anything. They helped me because they start paying me kind of young, like $1,000 a month, which was
Wow.
amazing. When I was like 17, 18, a little
1,000
later on.
euros.
That's great, bro.
Yes. So it was great because I could like actually like hey, mom, I make money out of skating, and
Let me give you some.
get a little prize money on a contest or
Yeah.
something. So I was actually making a little bit
You're
of
getting
money.
free product and
Yeah.
everything.
But they
like,
were bad for skating, at least. They were bad.
what, the products?
That's where the old crazy style come up.
Well, listen though, in your parents' eyes, they're seeing the product.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
seeing now you're getting
Yeah.
paid. Like whoa!
Man,
He's
it's
winning
cool.
the contest. This
Working.
is something going on here.
Yeah, that was a little learn. So back before that, when I'm first time to the US,
Mm.
it's like I do all that interview thing, and then I have my best friend George at the time. He's from England, originally from England, and he moved to Osagro, and he catch me at the skate park one day after school. That thing, and he's
Mhm.
like, "Hey, you heard about Woodward? I saw a video." I was like, "Oh yeah, so no, let me see." And then we watched it. I'm like, "Oh, that place is amazing! Like, we gotta go there." And I'm like, "Okay." And from there, for 1 year, I saved money. I wasn't getting paid or anything. I saved money, sell clothes, like yard sale. I also did a little event with the city I grew up in, because then my mom moved to a little bigger city
Mm.
in Tornos,
Okay.
France.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where Tornos, France. Yeah, that's where the contest, when they introduced me, is like from Tornos, France.
Oh wow.
or
Okay.
Whatever. But so I'm from that city, and there's a big fortune. There's actually shit to skates. Pretty bad, but still shit. There's a really good fortune there.
Okay.
Doesn't sound fun,
Right.
but it's good. Nassim Gomez, he'll flip it. He has the cover of Kingpin, so maybe you've seen it.
Yeah. Okay.
Something. Dan van der Linden skated it a long time ago
Okay.
too. Only 1 foot, but yeah. So couple stuff to skate.
Mhm.
So move there, and with the city hall will work on something. I go there. My cousin works in a kind of commercial. He makes a little book of me, and he's like, his dream is to go there. He won a couple contests. Please help him. And then they give me $500 for the flight, and I help them organize a little contest in the city.
Wow.
So they help me out. My mom go to her job, and she's like, help my son. And then they give $500, and I make $1,000 selling clothes size XXL that I won at the contest. So I make my way to make enough money to go to Woodward, because it's fucking
Wow.
expensive, and I
It
don't
is.
even know.
What?
It's
Woodward
expensive.
out in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I don't speak English.
Oh shit.
I don't speak anything. I just want to go to Woodward because I'm a kid. I don't know. And my best friend is like, oh, I speak English. Let's go to Woodward. I'm just like, okay, it's a trip. It's a skate trip. Fuck yeah.
How much are we talking back then? Like
$4,000 at
$4,000,
least. Yeah.
yeah.
Euros. Which will be
Euros.
about $5,000.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Because
There
it's
you go.
1,500 to 1 week, of 800 1 week. So it's like 1,500 plus the flight. That's
Mm.
already $3,000 plus the
Ooh.
food, everything.
It's a lot of money for a
Yeah.
kid
But
to
dude,
save up.
You're gonna freak out when I tell the whole story. Just like, so we made it happen. I'm going to Woodward. I book my flight. I call my friend George. George, I have my flight. We're going to Woodward week 8 and I think it was 8 and 9. We'll go week 8 and 9. And just call me like, oh, I think his grandma passed away at the time or something. I was like,
Mm.
yeah, it was
can't
sad.
go.
I was like, I'm not going. I'm just like, fuck. Okay, I'm going.
You by yourself.
Yeah, I'm probably 15. That's how old you can
And
be
you
to
can't
travel
speak
by
English.
yourself. Barely.
Mm.
I speak a broken English from school,
Mm-hmm.
but I always been good at school, so I take, I
Are you
know.
nervous going out there by
I just
yourself to
don't-
the States?
same thing as before. I just don't know. I'm
First
just
time
going.
out of the country.
I just take it.
First time. I mean, to the States.
maybe,
to the States.
yeah. I went to Spain. I went to maybe my parents, my dad, and my stepfather brought us to Egypt for
Okay.
vacation.
Oh,
one
that's
day.
amazing.
That was great.
But
so, yeah.
to the States, first
oh,
time.
yeah, first
Ah.
time.
You're
First time to the U.S. So
And
I'm
you're going
flying
to
out-
you're going to
Pencil-
that like
yeah.
Woodward,
I
Pennsylvania.
think we almost. That's also my worst. I think we almost crashed because I had a little flight from New York, somewhere to Pennsylvania.
okay.
And it was this little flight. It's like a bus. It's like 12 seat of
Yeah, it's a propeller plane.
propeller plane,
Yeah.
and the propeller stopped for
Oh.
a couple seconds. I'm 100% sure because there was a lot of turbulence, and then the lady that's like the flight attendant was sitting right by the cockpit. That's how you say it?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
cockpit.
yeah.
And she was just chilling. It was a turbulence. I was looking at her the whole time. It's the first time flying turbulence. I'm freaking out.
Fuck yeah.
And she's like chilling. At one point, you hear the propeller, and then you hear nothing, and you start diving, and you feel it. You're like, "What's going on?" And I see her. She's with a book, and she just dropped the book. She was like, she freaked out for a couple seconds. It's not long at all. It's like maybe 3 seconds, 2-3 seconds, and then it comes back in, and then you go like, it's all crazy, and everyone kind of freaked out, and then
Yeah.
it goes back on, and I'm start praying, and I never prayed in my life. I start praying.
It's like I just want to get
Please.
to Woodward.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, land on the ground,
Fuck.
please.
Crazy story. So we get there, and then I met everyone that kind of make my career
Wow.
at Woodward.
at Woodward.
Dude, a lot of people meet a lot of people at
Crazy.
Woodward.
I
Yeah.
met
It's a place to be.
and it was just the same weeks that I I could have go 2 weeks earlier and never met those dudes. And they just knew each other. Zion, Jamie, Brian O'Dwyer, Tyler Wilcox, who now film for Indie.
Wow, you met
Now
all of
skate for
them.
Indie, all of them that week at Woodward. So I get there the wrong day because my mom didn't understand English at all. She will Google Translate. She will do the whole thing. She booked my trip.
Right.
And then because I was at school and everything, and then I got there the wrong day, and I waited. I think I didn't have a phone. 3 hours on a sidewalk getting at the airplane. Just wait. She told me go there and shuttle will pick you up. It will say Woodward. Okay. I just get there and I wait 3 hours, and that taxi, the only because it's a very small town out there. That taxi goes around for 3 hours and he sees me, and then he comes and just asks. I think he asked me, "Is someone picking you up?" I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm like, Woodward. I'm just saying like that.
Woodward.
Woodward.
Ça va, Woodward.
I'm just saying this, and he asked me, "Do you have cash?" And I had like $500, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you have cash. I bring you there." So I paid $100 for taxi, dropped me off, and I'm just, Vincent Milou, it's me.
No way.
I'm supposed to stay. Yeah, I made my way. I can speak a little bit.
Right.
I make my way, and I'm get there a day early, so they let me stay.
And you're staying as a camper, right?
Yeah, I stay as a camper.
Yeah.
I stay as a camper. So I met all those dudes, Jamie, Zion, everyone. They kind of all probably fall in love with me because I can frontside flip down the stairs and I don't speak English. And they're like, Frenchie, come with us.
Yeah.
And then they were trying at the time because there's cheerleaders out there, the little girls cheerleading.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all 14 at the time, 14, 15.
Crazy.
And the girls all the same. And they just take it with me. And just hide behind something, and they will push me. Go talk to the girls, and I go, and I don't know what to say. I am Vincent. I'm France.
Right.
You know, and they're just in love with me. The girls are just like, oh, he's so cute. And then comes Jamie, I'm like, hey, that's your homie. And then they make it, you know.
Oh my god.
So that's
That's
how
so
we got that
rad.
relationship kind
Yeah.
of starting.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. And like, when I
bro.
call, you called me earlier, and like you're skating with Jamie
Yeah,
today.
and now
Yeah.
we're like, I stay with them. We're like really good friends.
That's so
rad.
rad.
Like
love
really,
that,
really,
bro.
And they're
really,
the same
really good
age, too.
friends.
They're like-
same age.
Yeah.
We're all the same age. And I met everyone out there. I'm probably forgetting people. Niles Bennett.
Wow.
Everyone, literally,
Yeah.
and people that are no, those guys never went to Woodward because Woodward's a little cheesy, right? But it's
Yeah.
just like
No,
It's not
They
cheesy
all went.
at all, but I know
I
what you're
don't know,
saying
yeah.
though. But
I
like,
don't know how you guys see it.
Well,
you know
no,
what I mean?
because Woodward has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So even people like who are like OGs
Bruh.
met people
Yeah.
I
at
went
Woodward
I
So,
went for my
yeah.
first time in my 20s, bro. I was in my late 20s. I was like
Yeah.
fucking
as
psyched.
a camper.
As a camp, no.
well, like, but that's the thing though.
You went camp
As a
with the
sponsored
kids.
skater.
A
but
lot
just
of
in
people I
general.
know go because they were like guests as like a you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Fuck
brand
no,
or something?
I'm going
I see
camping.
Chris Dixon
He'd be like
Camping
camping with the
fucking
kids.
Picture Gerard as a camper.
at like 25 years old. He's like,
I know, right? Fully sponsored. I'm camping.
I just had a park. Yeah, or I just had a park
Because it's
mouse.
crazy. You're really camping. It's
know.
crazy.
No, it is, in the
You're
cabin
really
and all
camping. I
that.
didn't have anything.
I've never
I
been to
didn't even know.
Woodward. I've never been.
That's crazy. You're in this
I should go
little-
as a camper.
Yeah.
You should.
I'd
for
be
sure.
hell
You know what?
I
Next
swear
year we'll
to
all make a crew and we go out to camper.
Yeah,
As long as I'm camper. Yeah, I'll go.
we're all guests, but he's a camp. Chris is a camper, and he has to
I'll
go
be a
and
fucking camper.
hang out in the with the
That's
bunk beds. Everyone.
I don't care. Do they have like a little place I can buy snacks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is. There is.
it's
Can buy
perfect.
pizza and then
The food, yeah,
yeah.
the food's something to get used to. but-
Canteen, the
Yeah.
pizza that they have in the little thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. I remember it's good memories. Yeah,
yeah.
Get away
It's-
helmet, buddy.
and it sucks
bring my helmet.
too because you have to wear a helmet, of course, and
Mhm.
you have to wear if you doesn't make sense to me, but if you have on a short sleeve, you have to wear like the
Pads.
pads,
Elbow
and if you're on
pads.
shorts, you have to wear pads. I 8 pads, and I know what it means. I 8 pads
Yeah.
already.
Yes.
Got
and
your
I'm-
long
and,
sleeves.
And I'd look at the weather with my mom, and she's like, it's gonna be hot. Just bring shorts. Only shorts. 1 pair of pants.
So you had to wear pads.
I wear that pair of pants for months.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you didn't have to wear pads.
I didn't want to wear pads.
Right,
I,
right, right.
I wear the same pair of pants for like a full month because I was there for only 2 weeks. But they had this street league partner with Woodward contest out there.
Yeah.
I don't even know this is happening.
Hmm.
Tyler Wilcox is in the contest week 8, week 9, whatever. He see me skates and we friend is like, you should do the contest. And he go ask if I can get in. He's like, oh no, it's full. It's 10 people only. He's like, I think it's him. I don't remember his title, but someone pulled out of the contest to let me in.
No way.
Wow.
So I win the contest.
Wow.
Winning the contest means you got to come back on week 11, so 2 weeks later, to the big final, where that's where I met Jamie. Where Jamie is gonna come where everyone, Niles Bennett came, when everyone's going to come because they won the prior weeks, and only winner for prior weeks that will.
Oh, every week they do that contest.
Week 11 will be the last week. It's 10 years ago, so it's hard to remember.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Wait, so they fly you back?
So they're like, "Oh, you won," and I'm just like, "No." It's like, "Yeah, week 11." I'm like, "No, I'm flying back tomorrow. No more. No, it's over. Finito."
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
And as they're like, "Oh, no, you gotta come back." And then John Nicholson, who was the flip TM at the
Oh
time,
yeah.
likes me, and he go talk to the guys out. I don't even know the guys out Woodward, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna let him stay for free for 2 more weeks, as long as he can book his flight back." So I call my closing sponsor. I'm like, that's how I got little budget. So I'm 14 or 15. That's how I start getting budget from them. Like, "Oh, I won a contest." Like, "Oh yeah, it's cool." Like, they don't care. But like, "Yeah, but I'm gonna do all of this and can stay more. Can you change my flight?" It's like $500, and just like, yeah. So they changed my flight. I'm able to
that's
stay
cool.
more,
That's sick.
and I meet everyone.
Damn.
And
so if you
then-
never won that contest, you probably would have never.
Probably not met Jamie because Jamie
At
was
the-
there, but not
right.
everyone.
Wow.
And I met everyone and make really good relationship, good friend. We make good
Amazing.
friend, and we
Yeah.
still are, all of them. All of
I
us.
fucking love that,
incredible.
bro.
That's
good-
sick.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so final on week 11 and top 3. Guess what? Top 3 is able to go to Street League Super Crown New Jersey, the one Chris Cole won.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
With the top 3 from Woodward West, and there's a big final.
Ooh, at Street League on
and
the course.
Shane, P. Rods, Chris Cole, they see you skate.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You knew who these
Oh,
people
yes.
were.
Yes.
You knew
yes,
P-Rod
yes,
and-
because I'm
by that
14,
time.
and
Okay.
then I watched skate
Gotcha,
video,
gotcha,
and I
okay,
watched
okay.
contest, obviously.
Were you
and I watched-
nervous now that these guys are? These are like.
I don't.
the
It's like I don't
gnarliest
even know
pros.
what it means because I'm the same mentality. I still don't know what everything means. I'm just
Okay.
going for it, and I get top 3 at the contest with Jamie and Niles Bennett, and we happen to go to New Jersey, and then Woodward take care of it, and we go to New Jersey. So I change my flight again.
No way.
And we go out there, street skate with them, and then we skate the contest, and then
Amazing.
all of this. So from 2 weeks in the States, I stayed a month and a half in the
Is this
States.
the summertime?
And summertime, yeah.
So you don't have school.
I don't
and
have
everything.
school. I can
Right.
stay.
Isn't
No
that
matter
amazing?
what I was staying.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing how Street League has actually not only just supported the big pros and done these contests, they're actually developing the younger kids like Robert Neal.
Robert Neal?
That's how
Yeah.
he got discovered by P-Rod,
Yeah.
yourself, and like you said, Jamie Foy went to that as well.
Yeah.
And Zion, like
Yeah.
that's incredible.
That is interesting.
Like finding
everyone.
And
so,
kind of that's the kind of stuff which is kind of a shame that you don't see Street League doing.
That's
Unless
what they're
you're
like.
like,
No, that's
that
what
was
they're
10
doing. That's
what
literally
10
what
years
they're
ago. I
doing.
don't know if they still are.
yeah, but I wasn't aware. I'm not aware
Yeah.
of that.
I was aware
you
of
know.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you had Diamond.
Yeah,
they
we
you
were
guys were
connected to it.
sponsored.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
they
stuff
don't
like
have
that,
to tell
so-
everyone that stuff. They're just like literally doing it, right?
But I mean, like that's rad. That's a rad story to tell.
yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, so that's how I kind of came up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Met friends, and first time in the US went well, and how everything went well, and I really liked it because actually people here are always, but now I know I don't like it anymore. But people always, how you doing? It's more like it's more happy and more here. Out here, it's more like happy, and if you don't know someone in the street, you can talk to him and actually like have a conversation. And what do you do in life? And how you doing?
Sure.
What's your name? Nice to meet you. We
Right.
don't have this in France. We're more rude.
Yeah,
We're more rude. If we don't know each other, we don't talk. You know, it's
I get you.
easier.
I always
sure.
heard that. I heard that if you go visit France, they're
A
pretty
little
rude,
more.
and that's just what I've heard,
Yeah,
and I've never been.
Now I've been traveling in both sides. I tell you, yeah, it's true.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely
It's
true.
different.
So,
It's different.
I experienced a lot of that. I feel like in Paris,
Yes.
more or less.
Yes.
It was like really.
yeah. Oh, Paris people don't have
Kinda
time. They gotta go somewhere.
yeah,
They like, don't talk to
yeah.
you. Yeah. If you want to talk, they probably think you're gonna ask for money, especially the way I dress and like, oh, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I don't know. What time is it? I want to know
It
what
is.
time it is. They're like,
Yeah. Get a
Yeah,
watch.
Yes. Yes. yes.
fuck.
It's a watch store right there. Go buy
Yes.
one.
Yeah. Rolex right there.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
someone that when I go there. Can I get some money? Just to be who I am. Just if you ask people like that for actually ask for money, be weird.
Where in Paris?
Yeah.
Good luck.
People all over there asking for
Yeah.
money.
Ask for money.
Well, just like a people.
You
that
probably have a better chance here.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ask for money.
I'm gonna start doing that.
There's always people like ask for money. You know they're still gonna buy drugs with it or something. And you're just like, all right, here's $1 that makes your day. I'm
Yeah,
happy
you
to
feel
do
bad
it.
like that
Over
day
there,
or
it's like
something.
go get a job. Like,
Right.
I mean,
They're
you
yelling
don't know
at
their
you and
life.
shit. They're
Maybe
yelling at you.
I know what you mean, but you don't know their life.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's interesting if people ask for money when they don't need the money. They already have money.
There's a lot of those out
You hear
there,
those
yeah.
little stories.
In Paris, there's a lot of that. A
Yeah.
lot of that. In the metro, if you see someone in the metro kind of asking for money, the one that are always there, 90% of them are always there. 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 90 I'm not gonna say whoever, but
Yeah.
usually that's how it is. They just have they have this big crew. I don't want to say any country, Romania
for
or
sure.
something. But this
Okay.
big crew, and they're organized. They're organized for
Right.
this. They have by the Eiffel Tower all those games that people are playing in the street.
Yeah.
Never play that, you get tricked.
Right.
They
Yeah.
will just like they make money out of you.
Yeah.
The boys are doing this while all the children and the moms in the metro asking for money. And the only thing you know, it's tourists. They will come and give $50. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They see
That's
that.
that's
Right.
that's
They
how
come
yeah.
up.
It's
Well,
like it's like organized. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done maybe not so recently, but back in the day, the people with the signs on the street and
Yeah.
stuff, they would do like these stings where they'd follow them back and they'd get in a car and
Right.
like drive away.
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit,
There's a
you know,
7-Eleven by
like-
my house when I was probably like 13, 14 years old, and I used to trip out. There's this guy that used to be in front of 7-Eleven and the gas station across the street, and he would be asking for money every day. But like we'd be dressed like he wasn't bummy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He looked
yeah.
like normal. And then I seen this dude walk into a house, and like he would be to and fro every other day. I'm like, this dude lives in a house right here.
Oh, you
Just
saw
like
him
right-
walk into the house
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
Damn.
like
Wow.
right, literally down the street. I'm like, this.
And he
dude.
all has for money.
Yeah,
Ah.
every day. This is. and
Isn't it
it
crazy?
worked.
Yes.
It worked
I mean, listen, he's making a living.
Yeah,
He's like,
making a living.
he's paying his
Making a
rent.
living of you.
Pretty
that's
much, you know what I mean?
Tax-free.
I
Just
never,
like-
I never
I
gave
know.
him money, but
Every
I
ti-
see people giving him money. I'm like, fuck.
Where are you going, honey? Going to work.
Yeah.
This man stand on front center.
Right here on the
Straight
curb.
up, right
I
down
saw
the
a
street.
guy.
And
I
every
saw
time you are, thanks for coming, Joe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thanks for
yeah.
coming.
There was a homeless guy in
Great.
Boston who used to make about $200 a day.
Dude,
Oh.
that's not bad at
No
all.
way.
Yeah.
$200
Oh
a
my
day.
gosh,
You
man.
might, yeah, you make
200
it.
times 30? How many days in a month? 30?
I'm not
30
that-
days?
I'm
How-
not that
I
Five-
mean, you
five
can, that's a good
thousand?
living, bro.
$5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And he was collecting benefits too.
Let's go. Wow.
Does he pay taxes?
Collecting benefits?
Yeah, he was like a vet.
Oh.
Jesus. I guess.
Yeah.
I saw a guy on the corner by the freeway right here in the 90. He was asking for money, but holding a Louis Vuitton bag,
No way.
and I thought that was pretty fun. Regardless
It is
if it's
pretty
if it's not real
Or not,
or
yeah.
whatever, but you're getting that point across to these people.
Yeah.
You're like, really? I don't.
I should give this guy $1 right now. It's got a Louis
It's like
Vuitton
he's
bag.
asking,
look
he's
at your
asking
bag,
money with
bro.
the card thing, you know? I've never seen that happen, but imagine he's asking you money with the...
Oh, yeah,
with
the card reader?
Yeah, card
Yeah.
reader.
Yeah.
Ah, sorry, I don't have coins. Right here, yeah, I got a card.
I got my Venmo.
Yeah, I got Venmo.
I got Venmo. Hit me up.
Venmo.
Yeah, Cash App.
There's ways to do it nowadays.
There is,
Yeah,
dude.
for
I went
sure.
to when I went to the Christmas tree lot just recently. I gave the tip of the Venmo.
There you go.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I didn't have no cash.
Well,
and I
how
was
did
like,
they do it? Did you have to scan a code,
Yeah,
or
I
they
scanned
get?
his little code, and boom.
He had his.
It works?
Did he have a
Yeah.
card with the thing? And you
No,
just-
he had it on his phone. He had his little.
But that was a
scan on
tip,
his
right?
phone.
That was a
Yeah, it was a
restaurant or
tip.
something.
It was a tip. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That was-
people.
But I've
Makes
never.
sense.
That was the
Makes
first
sense.
time. That was the first time I've ever done that.
But
So-
makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, it makes
But
total
makes-
sense.
I
it
think
makes sense.
I think they're trying to stop Venmo stuff because I'll say I got some work done on my car recently, and they're like, "Hey, no, just hit us up on Venmo." I don't think they get
Taxed.
They don't get taxed on
Yeah,
that
but at
shit.
the first
Nah,
of the year,
probably
they're
not.
about to. This is where shit's changing.
Oh, that's what it started to
Shit's
happen, right?
changing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like PayPal. Now you get taxed. We don't have Venmo and everything. We use PayPal back home. And then, yeah, you got to say what
So
you
what
get
if
on
I send you
PayPal.
$50?
They will
I'd,
see
I'd
it.
get taxed on it.
No, I think it's
Right now, no.
But come the new
Come
year,
the new year on eBay, on fucking all
Everything,
these like
yeah.
little.
maybe personal wise. I don't know.
No. They're actually I don't know because you can make up shit.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, so if I go get my hair done, and they're like, no, pay me in fucking whatever.
Yeah.
My hair done. But like for a woman to go get her hair done and they want to pay her. I used to get my hair did, so it's like easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And you know, I got long ass hair, so I get braided up. But you can pay with Venmo, and that shit is crazy, and they'll mark it down like I'm paying someone back.
yeah,
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. It's like we could split dinner and be like,
Totally.
oh, here's $100. We
Exactly.
split dinner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to crack down on this shit.
Heck, I don't know. It's weird.
Get your hair done, dude.
Yeah.
Get my hair did.
So we've been talking about it for a while. We got to get back to this.
Yeah.
Your connection with Willie Santos.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's a fucking legend.
Straight up.
And for you to have that connection is incredible.
Crazy,
And
huh?
random.
Yeah.
Like
Totally
coming from
random.
France to San Diego.
Yeah, really random.
Yeah.
It is.
How does that even come to be?
Okay, so after all of those stuff, I said,
Yeah.
going to Woodward. So after that, I go back to France, make my way up, kind of more photos, more videos. I kind of start doing shit.
Okay.
And I go to that trip to Barcy where Clement was like, here's my clothes. So I kind of understand a lot of stuff. And work my way up, kind of.
It's all starting to kind of come together.
It comes together.
Yeah.
And I kind of realize I'm like 100 fucking points under sea level.
You need to get back up.
I need to work on it if I want to one day
Yeah.
make my life as a pro skater. And I kind of realize what it means to be pro and everything. Right?
Yeah. You're
So,
seeing it all.
I'm seeing it all.
okay.
And I'm still really trying to put stuff out, video parts and everything, but
Mhm.
I'm still doing a lot of contests.
Right.
Got you.
And so one of these contests that's happening in France that I, again, got top 3 or something, whatever, top 3 gets to do the rest of the tour because they were doing a tour.
Mm.
And one of the stops is in Denver. And Mark Aziza, I mentioned him before, he was the Quicksilver team manager, so he's really good friend with Willie. Goes to that contest to judge it, and probably because of him, Willie comes up to judge that contest. And it was in Denver. So that's how I met Willie, because of Mark. So Willie's judging the contest. And I almost never went to that thing because I kind of broke my ankle before.
Oh, wow.
And I just got back into skating at that moment. I wasn't really ready for skating a contest. So skating at much, but I was like, oh, it's a free trip to the US again.
Let's go,
I'm just
yeah.
taking it. And with my friend too, because my friend were on the podium. You know, Doobie.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
Doobie.
we know Doobie here.
So that was a
Doobie
long time
down.
ago, and Doobie was there too. And
Love it.
somehow he entered that contest in France because it was in his hometown, and he won.
Amazing.
And it was a big party. And then
Is he from
Wait,
France?
Doobie
Yeah.
parties? No.
No, a little bit.
Is he from France?
Yeah. he's
Oh,
from
sick.
I love
Doobie's
it. We
a
all
French
want to meet Doobie.
Yeah.
We all want
he's
to
a
meet Doobie.
He's a character.
Yeah.
You'll love
we
him.
love Doobie.
He's
Straight
nice.
up.
He's a good guy. He's
So-
good. He's a
Yeah.
good dude. Yeah.
He was on the podium with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah,
Okay.
he skates contests sometimes.
All right.
Hey, sorry, Doobie.
I love Doobie.
Like that.
Doobie,
Yeah.
Doobie done did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a long time ago, and we're going together there, and I'm like, fuck, we'll take it, and then yeah, Mark, and then make it happen with Willie, and it's just like Mark didn't even know I was skating for that small company I told you,
Okay.
Requiem Skateboard,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like, hey, Willie's having a board company. He saw you skate. I show him some footage, and he likes how you skate, and kind of want to give you boards. And then Willie introduced himself, and then we're skating street in Denver the whole weekend.
Did you even know who Willie Santos was
So
at this point?
I knew.
You knew.
I knew he was, but I didn't
Okay.
realize who he was.
Gotcha.
I didn't know.
Okay.
So let's say I don't know, because actually, like, I didn't know
His history.
his history. Everything is.
Mm.
I knew his name. I knew. Because at that time I'm like 18, so we're
Okay.
like 4 years later than what I mentioned before,
Right.
Woodward story and everything. So I grew up.
So you have a grasp on it, but you're still not familiar with.
I'm familiar with his
his-
name, with what he did.
Yeah.
I know he was pro for Birdhouse
Okay.
and everything. I know all of
Gotcha.
that, but like ZN, all those videos, I don't realize. I don't know at the
Gotcha.
moment. But I know William, like, wow, that's amazing. And I'm like, I kind of jump on the opportunity. I'm like, well, all right, yeah, let's do it. And I think my friend down there, they won't be mad at me or anything
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna skate for them anymore. So yeah, I called them like, hey, Willie asked me to skate for them. They were a little bummed, but they were like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
And
a
then
good
Willie was like,
opportunity.
and then Willie was
Opportunity.
like, straight up, just come to California and we'll skate together. You come to San Diego where I live, and
Wow.
I'm just like, okay.
From Denver, you went to.
No, I went back home.
Oh, you went
I
back
don't
home.
remember the
Okay.
exact time, but I went
Gotcha.
back home, and then eventually after, like not long after, I went to San Diego, and I went after Tampa. I think it was the contest was happening. That's why too Tampa. I kept going to Tampa like when I was 17, 18. So around the same time, I was started skating Tampa M, and Glob. I got on Glob before that. Glob
Mhm.
Europe.
Mm-hmm.
After that trip to Woodward.
Got you.
They called me, like my friend that used to work for them called me. Was like, oh, they want to flow you. Is it starting a new team or whatever? They're gonna give you shoes. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't have any really sponsors at the time, so I got on Glob, and then Glob later on will give me a little travel budget to go to contest and film some stuff because I got stuff in the magazine and Kingpin. So that's how it worked out. So Glob will fly me to Tampa,
Right.
and I will still see Jamie, everyone. And then after Tampa, I'll go to Willie's house.
Oh.
That's a whole story. That's how all connected.
Wow.
And you stayed with Willie at his house?
Yeah. Yeah, at his house with his kids and Chili. his wife.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's so.
That's
Amazing
amazing of him.
times.
That's such a cool thing of him to do.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
when I think back to like, if you're watching this, Willie, thank you very much for everything.
And
And Willie and his
so
whole
rad.
family, they did a lot for me.
I
They
love-
treat me as a kid.
I
I was
love-
their kids, you know.
That's
Same
so
thing.
and I love the fact too that you've included Willie in some of your video parts too.
Yeah, I was just like, we gotta
he's
share
been
something.
In, yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
I was like,
bro.
we gotta share something. Like
You still talk to him a lot?
Yeah, I was with him like before going to SF.
Amazing.
Nice.
Way before. I just
Yeah.
flew back from we were on a trip with after Street League, I went on a trip with the Dickies dude, kind of, because they're doing a full length for next year. They're doing a big video, so Jimmy was there. He was like, "Oh, we just want to have footage. Come with us." So I just went with them, and in Atlanta, and we went back to Miami. We filmed a bunch, and after that, just because it was Felicia, Philly's daughter, birthday. And I was like, I'm gonna just fly out for the birthday, and we have a big dinner together. Because I stayed with them for like 3 years, pretty much.
Damn.
Not 3 years, but like spread out, you know.
Overtime.
Overtime, 3 years, and we had this thing in November. I was always there in November because 10 p.m. and that was my reason to come out, and I will stay until, let's say, Christmas, and then fly back home for holidays, and fly back there in January, February filming, and then when the March go back home because it will start to get better, and then stay there. And then we hold that thing on November because it's my birthday on the 11th. It's Shelly's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Willie Jr., his son, his name's Willie too. So it's like the whole family is on November. So we'll go end of November. We'll go big dinner.
I love that. I love that you had like a family over here.
I literally had a new dad, a new mom, and
That's
new
so
brother and
sick.
sisters. Literally, it was
And dude,
amazing.
Willie Santos, bro. I mean,
Legend.
Yellow Submarine, the bird. Oh my!
Bro.
I mean, I'm still a big fan, but I mean, I was such a big fan of Willie
Dude,
Santos.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we all
sick.
were.
And
Bro.
I got there, and he's like, "Oh, here's my house, my mansion, right?
Okay.
Here's my house. Mention it. It's a big house." And I go to the pool table or whatever, and I see all these boards on the wall, and there's this whole pyramidal birdhouse, and I'm just like,
Wow.
then I realize I'm like, what the fuck? It's insane.
It like
Yeah.
sunk in and hit you.
Yeah.
I'm just like having goosebumps. I'm just like,
Crazy.
oh wait, I gotta. All right. And then as we sat down, it told me so many stories on everyone, like on Reynolds, on a lot of
No
stuff,
way.
a lot of stories. I didn't even know at the time that Reynolds skated for Birdhouse,
Okay.
because
Because Baker,
no
you're-
videos,
you're-
yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
no
yeah.
videos. And he was like, yeah, I actually picked Reynolds because Tony called me to create the team to create Birdhouse, and he's like, we need an AM skater, and he Willie knew Reynolds. He was like, yeah, Andrew.
That's
We
so
need Andrew
sick.
on the
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
I don't even know all of those stories.
Willie's
There's a lot of
scouting.
stories.
Willie's good at scouting.
And dude, he had
Yeah.
that the frog graphic. I always think about that the
Yes.
birdhouse frog
Yeah.
graphic. As a kid's growing up, like that's you had something to relate to him with for like a graphic.
Yeah.
I don't
Dude,
know.
and
It-
what better person to like school you in the history
Yes,
of
it's really schooled me.
skateboarding?
Yeah, it's schooled me.
It's
Yeah,
incredible,
I learned
bro.
a lot
Dude,
because of
straight
it.
up.
And he's not like, that's the thing. He's not trying to show off. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
So I had to question him, and every time we had dinner or something, I like those stuff. I want to know. I
Yeah,
like talking about
totally.
it, and I was just asking a new chapter. You know.
Yeah.
All right, chapter number 3. What is it today?
Right. What
Tell
do we
me.
got, Willie?
Tell me. I want to
Huh?
learn.
Bring it. Bring it.
That was sick.
He's looking out for a lot of the younger.
does, he
like,
does.
It's like Sakura from
Yeah,
Japan.
Japan.
What did she get first in the
She
Olympics?
won the Olympics,
She
yeah.
won the Olympic for
And
the
he looked out for her and hooked him up with
So
Willie's
sick.
workshop, and since that she got like same thing as me. I mean, she's more contest,
Yeah,
but she got like now she's getting pro board, I think, but she's
That's so
indies
sick.
and
that's
Wow.
amazing, dude.
a lot of
Right.
stuff. Yeah, and
So
then
sick,
yeah,
dude.
and the first reason was the Woodward meeting everyone, and the main reason is Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
you
the
go.
main reason I kind of like had something to do with skating,
Fuck.
something real.
sick.
Yeah, something. Real.
It's incredible to look back and because you've come this far, you've done a lot of
Yes.
things. I mean, you're still young, you have a lot more to do.
Yeah.
But then to like step back and be like, wow, this is
Yeah.
where I started
Yes.
with no
Yeah.
streets, even no concrete.
No, nothing.
And
yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Dude, I thought about it when we were getting that break. I was like, that's kind of crazy. I
Yeah.
thought about it.
is.
And
Yeah,
I had I did a podcast in France too, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So I wasn't quite like today,
Right.
but it was still like a big path since the beginning. And I was just realizing, I was like, wow, that's kind of hectic. But now I'm just even more like, that's kind of crazy. Because you've seen people from Paris, Barcy,
Yeah.
making out. You've seen a lot of European. I mean, now you don't need to come here and do the stuff here.
Right.
But it's just a thing, and just from where I'm from, it's just like a long road.
And that's
you
the
know?
thing, though, is like
Yeah.
it just goes to show. Listen, I mean, you have a passion.
Yeah.
You have something that
Still.
anything's possible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You came from this little town in the
Yeah.
south of France with, like I said, no concrete,
Yep.
and you made it happen.
Yep.
You
But
you
that's
just
You ended up on
believe
Team
in, like,
France.
if you speak it into like existence, and then it can come to fruition. You know what I mean? And like, it seems like you've done that in numerous different times. Like you've said, like I'm gonna do this. And
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
I had
and
this
had
in
the
my
people
mind when I
around
was
you
stuck.
too. The people
Oh, yeah.
around
my
you
family
to
dudes, they
help.
like, yes,
Yeah.
they really like helped and pushed me, and then
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I will never get a no for a no. You know, I'm like, oh, next time, all right. You know, how people say no,
Totally.
maybe next time.
Yeah.
In my head, it was next time.
Yeah.
Right.
Next time
Totally.
it's happening.
Totally.
I will make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Hell
like
yeah.
Seems
oh,
like that,
you know.
man.
Oh
Straight up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love that, bro.
But I never really tried hard. You know what I mean? I never tried because I wanted to reach that goal. It's just I wanted to do it.
You wanted it, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I love it. I'm so thankful for everything now. When I
Yeah,
think about to
dude.
be able to buy a house and everything back home and do all of this and just
It's
Yeah.
so
That's
incredible.
awesome.
yeah.
Wow.
Even my teachers they were like, "What do you want to do later?" Maybe gonna make that skate park. I want to make a skate park. I know
Yeah.
you're pro skaters. So like, hey, you know, there's good stuff to do out there.
Yeah,
you
there's
know?
other
Yeah.
stuff you can do
This.
too, like
Right.
trying to
Just
deter
kinda
you away
believe
from
in
like
it,
what
yeah.
your passion is.
And
like,
now I have them DM me or on Facebook or anything. They will send me a text like, "Wow, it's amazing!
Congratulations."
Congratulations!"
Yeah.
I think because of the Olympics too, they kind of
Well,
say
that's
like
true.
as I
Dude.
see it like it was just something, but they say bigger for sure.
because
Well-
you're representing their country. I mean, your country, so
Yeah.
to say. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the Olympics really
Okay,
quick
yeah.
because I mean this is a big thing. It was the first time it's happened in skateboarding,
Mhm.
and you went through the whole process
Yeah.
of getting
Oh,
into
yes.
there with the
You know, Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
did. You worked hard to get there.
Yeah. So with the French team and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So what was it like finally going there and
Yeah.
like, experiencing that whole thing?
I was
because
sick.
did you enjoy?
Yeah.
I
The
mean-
day of the Olympics, I enjoyed it. I don't know if we watched it, but I
Oh yeah.
had fun.
Right.
You looked
Definitely.
like you were having. There was
I
a
had-
photo of you when you're like.
I had so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
I had so
Rad.
much fun.
Yeah.
So pressure
The
wasn't
Pressure wasn't there. That
it wasn't
day.
there.
It wasn't there.
Why?
somehow.
What was going on?
I think we've just like I was there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I made it there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm here. Why should I?"
Yeah.
I'm there. There's only 20 of us here. Might as well have fun.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna watch it. Maybe not everyone, but
How crazy is
I just
that?
want to have fun. I
Yeah.
just want to care about it.
20 people.
It's just yeah. Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, like, no offense to you or but like everyone thought like Nyjah was just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
win.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like everyone there was just like, I'm just happy to be here, and wherever I
Yeah.
end up, I'm stoked.
I was
Oh,
stoked.
And I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
felt that way
Yeah.
when I was there watching you guys. Like everyone's just stoked to be
We're
here.
having fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Because you
We're
got
having fun.
fourth, right?
Fourth, yeah.
That's
That's cool.
still incredible,
And that's
bro.
amazing.
I don't
bro.
really care about winning or you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I don't really care about it, but just now I think back about it, I would really want to have that medal
Right.
back home just to show my kids later on, like, hey, this is a real medal from the Olympics. I mean, it's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
that's the thing. If we think back about it, I watched the Olympics when I was a kid, but I never see myself out there. Even skating contest, right? I will.
Well, because it's javelin, it's
It's like-
this thing,
yeah,
it's
it's
the
not
100
skating.
meters.
Exactly.
You know?
It's not skating
Right.
at all. It has nothing to do with skating. And
Mm.
I'm still thinking the same. I'm still like, this has nothing to do with skating. But it's like, no matter what, it's going to happen. Now it's happening. And when I got the call from the guy who was in the French team, I was like, hey, it's happening. What do you want to do? Do you want to be part of it? I'm first. They're the first. They called me first. Like, you're the first we call right now
Wow.
to make up a team. Do you want to be
Oh,
part of it or
shit.
not?
That's
I'm like,
amazing.
and I was like, I don't know. I don't really know if this is something I want to do. And then they were like, well, it's happening. Do you want to watch it or do you want to be part of it? And I'm like, well, say it like that. I want to be part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like what for the men. It was you and Adrien were the only ones that were on the team.
Yeah, there was 3 max per country. You
Yeah.
could be 3 max per country, and me and Aurelian were the one who made it.
Yeah.
And then the rules, because it's a new sport and stuff, so they make it smaller. So it was only 20 people will be able to go.
Sure.
3 max per country and 1 minimum by continent.
So when you said at the
Crazy.
time you didn't care, you it wasn't about winning, but then you look back on it now saying like, oh man, I wish
Yeah.
I did have that. Is there anything you
Yeah.
would have done differently?
Nah, same thing.
Same thing. It
Same
just
thing.
you
'Cause-
just happened to fall in fourth.
So that's the thing. Growing up, so it took 2 years to qualify to go there,
Mhm.
and I feel in that 2 year I grew up a lot, mentally, me as a human, you know, just
Yeah.
my life, not skating wise, and then skating wise too. And at first, I was more like trying to get there, and I wanted to win a contest because you there, you kind of want to win it, right?
Mhm.
And then I kind of after a year or something, I kind of changed my mindset to being like, all right, I'm just gonna take it as a game. You have 5 shots to make 4 tricks. You know, when you're in the street, you're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't like it, but you like that moment, that try. You know you're getting kicked out. It's your chance to make the trick. You're getting kicked out. You want to do it right here. And if you do, that feeling,
Yeah.
you get the feeling of doing the tricks, but you get the feeling of the trick on the moment you're getting kicked out, which is even sicker. And I just take the contest like the same. I'm just like, I got 1 shot. I got to make that flick front lip right now.
Yeah.
And I love it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I got to go
You
for
feed
it.
off of that.
Yeah, and I get the
Interesting.
adrenaline and everything, and I'm taking more like a, not like a joke, but like a game. I'm playing with myself a game, and it's to land those tricks with the time I have, the 3 minutes or whatever the
Yeah,
rules
yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah,
And that's my mindset when I was skating the Olympics.
Okay.
So I didn't care what I was gonna end up. I was just like, that's why I said I don't care. I didn't care about winning. I just didn't care what I was gonna end up. I had my plan. It was that run and those tricks, and I just wanted to make it happen. And I would have been bummed if I didn't made it, because
Right.
I would be like, shit, I had 5 tries and I make my 5 tricks. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it just fourth or second or third. But looking back at it, I'm just like, fourth so close.
It's
To
right
get that
there.
middle,
It's right
it would've been
there.
sick.
Yeah.
It would have been
But
sick.
That's my question though. Is like if you would have done anything differently, because the scoring is a big part of it.
Oh,
what
yeah.
tricks you're doing and everything.
Yeah.
So maybe would you have not tried this trick, but tried a harder trick? Or
No, because at that moment, before going, I went to the park a little bit before, because I was really trying. I put work to go there before, because I was like, might as well. I'm going to go there. Let's focus on it. You know, let's make it right. And people were like, hey, it's going to be hot out there. So I went to Hammond before to get used to like really hot stuff. And then kind of like, you know,
Oh, interesting.
moving in the hammam, just walk around, and you know, when you're like relaxing, just moving and get my body used to like
Wow.
I did all of this because I was like, might as well, that game I'm gonna play it all the way to the end. So I did this, and at the time I was going to the park, not to train, but just to skate and have skating in me, you know what I mean? And go street skating a lot, but not filming, just having fun.
yeah. Okay.
To get that, you know, that feeling
Yeah.
when you feel good, and
Oh
you just
my
have
God.
skating in you. You're like, I can do
It's
anything
the
right
best
now.
fucking feeling.
And it happens once in a while, and that feeling was there for full months. It was amazing.
That's sick.
So I was going to the park, and at that moment I was doing a lot of K front lip, K front nail, and big spin front blend.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa. And some of the tricks, but I was like, nose blunts. I never do nose blunt, and I was doing nose blunts at the park, in the street, because of a slappy curb or because of something in the street that will make me do nose blunt. And I was like, you know what? I'm just doing those tricks right now. I'm just going to stick with them because it's working.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I would have not changed it to go
Okay.
harder or find a new trick, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Trying to make
right.
up with something crazy. I
Yeah,
just
fucked with
went
your whole
with-
strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did
I
you
was
think
just
of the course?
I was buck.
It was gnarly,
It
right?
was gnarly. I look back at the photo of the K front lip from the side of the
Oh
rail.
my god!
I think I'm like, yeah, it was stupid.
dude. I looked at that after. I,
think I'm
was
really
like, that
high.
might be the craziest trick that was done.
it
at the
was
contest.
it was high. It was really high.
It was like this bump kicker
Into
to
a ro-
12
yeah,
stair
it was
rate
weird.
gap to rail, right? Or no,
yeah,
just the
12
rail.
stair rail,
12 stair
and it
rail.
will make a gap to rail. But the bump was after. It was like a rolling, like the tempo rolling, so you can miss your pop.
Oh.
It was not like just a bump. It was,
was
like
a bump rolling.
It was a rolling.
rolling.
Yeah.
He launched to above sea level.
Oh, way above sea level. Yeah.
You were in the clouds.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the
It
clouds.
was, it was like a Bezos bump. Like
Yeah, true.
in
But I like those
Barcelona.
stuff in the
Barcelona,
street.
yeah.
When
Oh,
I
you do?
When I saw that in the street, there's a bunch of spots like this in Spain. I skate them all day long.
Oh,
That's
okay.
probably why I made it. I was the only one skating that spot too at the contest. No one
Well,
skated that bump to rail.
It's a risky
Yeah,
obstacle.
Hell yeah, to jump
But
up
it's-
and
yeah,
down.
but
on
it's
that
funny
thing.
to think that grew up skating where I live, and then after all, when I'm 16, whatever, going to Spain, there's a lot of wavy spot like
Yeah.
that, and I love those kind of spots.
Interesting.
And I skate them a lot, and I got used to the wavy pop. And that's maybe what made me do it. You know what I mean? It's funny to think about it.
Right,
Just-
right.
Did you even try it before?
No, I didn't try. I was
It
too
was
scared.
first try.
I was too scared. It's just adrenaline. It's just like you gotta go.
You're just
for it,
like,
you
I'm
know?
going for it
Yeah.
right now.
I remember
with
watching
the
you
guy
be
like this in front of
"No."
you, like you good. You're like, right now I gotta do
Yeah.
it.
You're like,
That's
not only am I
insane.
trying the scariest thing I may have tried all week, but everyone's
yeah.
watching me.
Oh,
The-
Wait,
Oh.
you hadn't tried it at all?
I did the ollie on the side that didn't land, just to try to pop, to see
see.
where to
Yeah,
pop.
yeah.
And I tried the front lip right before, I think like a minute before they start practice, a minute before.
Wow.
Because between the runs and the best trick section, you have a 2-minute warm up. I tried the front lip. Didn't land it. I just tried to see the pop, the rail, the speed, the sea level again.
This is crazy.
And then I went
to
back
me.
up and I was like, all right, flick front lip, let's try it. And then
This is
it worked out.
crazy to me.
Unbelievable.
I had to push down again. Same thing. I probably slide that much of the rail.
Don't matter.
It was.
Flew out.
Yeah.
You rode away.
I rolled away. Yeah.
Fuck
it
yeah.
worked out. But yeah, it
Damn.
was amazing.
Nice.
Honestly, I didn't know where we were going and how we will be to skate the Olympics and how everything will be. But actually, I feel like we kind of make our way to. I know there's a lot of people who don't like skating in the Olympics, and I was part of that at the beginning. But it's just like, you know how people, they have to dress a certain way. We kind of had to dress a certain way, but it was still a skate.
Well,
You know
you
what I mean?
changed your outfit, didn't you? Didn't you change like your France outfit? You like added pants to it or something?
Okay, we're not supposed to say it. So fuck it, I'll just say it. But we're not supposed to say it because Nike bought the Japan team, France team in Brazil and USA, and we had pants, and they were like chino pants, and I hated them.
You couldn't do
I
it.
couldn't do it.
Right.
I was like, I had to figure out something. And then we have a full suit, and the full suit, the pants was really good. I was like, I like that pant, and it was stretched too. It was baggier, and I love that pant. So I like cut it out with my grandma and make it.
Oh, wow.
She suited it for me, and she made it like the Nike.
You
pant. And I
customized it,
I
yeah.
customized it, and I took the Nike from the suit, and I put it on the pant to make it exact same as the chino, because I had the white chino pant and I had the white pant. So I made it, which is cool, because when I think about it, with Morgan, who was the coach for France, but he used to be an old pro skater. And it was like, it's so sick, because part of skating is always been, you make your own outfit,
Yeah.
you make your own shit,
Right.
and you the one who did it in the Olympics, so you make your own outfit.
And plus, you got to be comfortable.
Exactly.
You got to be.
I didn't
mean,
like those.
that's
But
Yeah.
that was a
a
huge
big
thing.
part of it.
People were talking about how the skateboarders had such good outfits.
Yeah, I think
there was a huge thing people talking about it.
I got the Time, the Times, the magazine. I think they made an article on me at the front page or something.
wow.
Because they said outfit of the day for skating, and
way.
it was mine coming out. Yeah.
Outfit of the day.
Yeah.
Something. There was a
Yeah.
bunch of article, and that worked out. Plus, I had the blue board and I had the blue. It kind of matched everything. I
Yeah.
knew,
Color
because
coordinating.
we knew the outfit 2 years before. They show us, and we ordered all the pants, everything. We ordered it 2 years before.
Oh, wow.
Which is, the size, your style could have changed and everything. And when my my suitcase came in, I had all this Nike stuff, because I had to wear Nike.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, 2 years went by, and remember what I said, the clothing, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I gotta work on something right here. But I
Damn.
knew I was getting white shoes, because I was getting white shoes at the moment. It was
Okay.
Globe. And I had my colorway coming out at the same time. So I wanted to skate my colorway in the
right.
Olympics, and they were white. So I skated them. So I kind of picked the outfit from the shoes to the top, and it worked
Right.
out.
That's
That's
dope.
It was,
so
and then I felt good. I was like, it's
Yeah.
different. It was really different.
So
And then,
if when the Olympics comes around again, skateboarding is going to be in it.
Yes.
Of course. But
Definitely.
you going for it again?
2024, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go on.
That's in
for it,
France,
yeah.
so I'm going for it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for it again.
There
I
you
had
go.
fun. Why not?
Are
Yeah.
there any new kids coming out of France that you're like, holy shit?
There will. Yeah.
I know there will be, but
There
like,
will
is
be.
there any that you
Maybe
see right
not.
now?
The only thing I think is 2024 so close, then we probably gonna start to qualify for the next Olympic, probably this year or next year.
Right.
It's probably gonna be
next year.
Oh, it started
really
next
soon.
year. I mean,
2022.
2022. Does it start?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I was planning on filming
I
stuff,
know.
not go for contest.
Bro,
Are
hey,
you sure?
listen.
Is it 2022?
Yeah.
Oh,
For sure.
Listen,
'Cause
dude.
they started a year late.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
sure.
because we missed a year.
Oh,
right?
But do you, though? It seems like whatever you were doing, having fun. I mean, yeah, you want to film and stuff, but,
Oh,
just
keep
do
that
your
same
shit.
perspective.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna
You're
keep
straight
doing.
up,
But
yeah.
I was playing this year on like really I want to do one big part in Paris, and that's
Yeah.
my next project. I'm gonna film with Guillaume Perimoni. You heard of him? He
Yeah.
filmed
Yeah,
like a
he's a
lot
big
of
singer.
stuff in Paris, and I want to do a full part there
Amazing.
and have good ideas. And I've been planning out the thing with him, and then I want to focus on this instead of like, oh, we gotta take a break for 2 weeks because I gotta go to fucking Peru for a contest again,
right.
qualify
Yeah,
again.
I feel.
And it
you.
was just a
It's-
year ago. I'm over it.
It's a
honestly.
lot.
It was sick. It's a lot. But when it was done, I'm like, I'm stoked. It's over. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot. I'm done.
I wonder if they could like
It was a
tone it
lot.
A lot
down
of
a little
pressure.
bit,
That
with
would
like
be
all the
good.
contests.
It'd be
Because it
good.
seems like it's like one after another after another.
yeah,
after
it
another,
was a
after
lot.
another. It's like,
Honestly, it was a
Yeah.
lot.
dude, you could burn out, bro.
But I mean, I don't know.
There's
I
more to
wonder-
skateboarding than this.
I wish there was more money in because when you win those contests or the world skate ones or whatever, is there money that's won?
I don't know. I don't win a lot of those, honestly. So I don't make a lot of money.
Because like
but-
street leagues back in the day,
back in the day, yeah.
they were
Like
making a lot
when
a lot
I
of
got on street league, we were still making $5,000 to show up.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
That's
sick.
beautiful.
That's
That was I
man.
wasn't even pro. I wasn't even. You remember that
Bro.
was somehow was invited me, and then I
yeah.
made it, and I got second at the contest, and made it the contest, and it's like, hey, welcome, right here, $5,000. I was like, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
sounds
that's-
amazing. But
yeah.
not anymore.
Hmm.
Not
Well,
anymore.
Yeah, those street league checks used to be real nice.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But they have
Oh,
like
yeah.
a new backing now, or they're from what are they? Nitro Circus.
Nitro Circus, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So they got they're doing really good now. It
So wait,
sounds like.
they're the first through fifth are
no,
getting
it's
paid.
still not.
Yeah, they're doing. I mean,
We're not getting the same check. I'm telling you this.
well, I think yeah. Actually,
What
I
does
don't
first
know.
place get?
I'm
now?
not sure. I haven't even asked that question in years.
now,
Like I don't.
Yeah.
My
I think now it's like
perspective-
15 or something, and back
It
in the day
used
it
to
used to be
be
200 or something.
Dude, it was
yeah.
like 180. I remember like 180, 200.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
oh,
I
the
told,
finals.
yeah.
The finals.
Malto won $200,000.
I
for-
told
yeah.
I was at the Barracks the other day. Was Malto before going to Miami for the contest,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, it used to be nice. I won that contest, and I made those 200K, and I Nike
Matched it or
matched
something.
and
Yeah.
I bought the apartment and so the one
Oh,
the
yeah.
50-50 in Pretty Sweetie does.
Yeah.
I bought the apartment with that money.
Yeah.
And then moved to Cali, and then
Dude.
dude, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
I hope this
dude,
comes
did
back
it.
because
Because each individual street league was like 50 grand.
it
or
was a
something.
lot. Yeah.
I think at first it was 100.
Yeah.
I remember
It was 100
Yeah.
for each contest.
Yeah.
It was-
For the
it was
winner
a
would
lot.
get 5 or 100, and then it was like 50.
I thought it was like
and
80 to 100, one or the other. It doesn't matter.
It was
Irrelevant.
a lot.
That's
Like a lot of
that's
money.
decent
Like Bastion got on and he told me it was like, oh yeah, I signed a contract when I got on Street League and I
Yeah.
made 80K a year just to show up.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, that sounds amazing.
What was it
That
like when
sounds
you went?
amazing.
What was it like when you went to the last one?
To show up,
Yeah.
500 something like
Oh,
this.
okay.
500 or 5 grand?
Probably 300.
Wow.
Huh.
I don't know. I had to check.
used to
I
be
had to
5
check.
grand to
I
show
saw the
up.
check
It
coming.
used to be
I
that,
saw
yeah.
the check coming in my bank account and it was 270 euros or something.
Oh.
270 euros. It was not.
Hopefully they could get back up to that point.
Hopefully, yeah, because it
like,
was nice, honestly.
I mean,
Man,
that's,
this
that's,
is-
that's cool of them to even, honestly, to pay people to show up.
Right.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great,
right.
but
Yeah.
they don't pay for like your flight or your hotel and everything. And some of the skaters now, since the industry is really hard right now
Right.
with COVID and everything,
Totally.
some of the skaters getting street league or whatever, you know, they don't have a shoe sponsors, they don't have, you know, or they have a board sponsor, but the board sponsor is not able to pay them a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they have to pay for their flight.
It's almost like
hotel
that
to get there.
that $5,000
Well,
was your travel budget.
Totally.
Pretty
and
much,
to get
yeah.
their
Yes.
hotel. all
Pretty
that
much,
stuff.
yeah.
And you can take a little bit home.
That was a
Yes.
exactly.
And they
Well, because
always-
you try to get
yeah.
your sponsors to pay for
Yeah.
everything anyway,
I mean,
so it's all
they,
take home.
They're always having the venue and the nice hotel and everything, which is
Yeah.
cool, but they don't pay for it. It's
Right.
like, oh, you gotta be in this hotel, kind of, and then it's like, what is it, $500 a night?
You
Sometimes
get the
You're just
hotel
like,
discount. It's $390.
Yeah, exactly. You get the hotel discount and the kind of breakfast of $40 for the buffet, sir.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm getting a Starbucks across the street.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
No
Yeah.
doubt.
Be hungry,
It's
bro.
just like if you don't have the right sponsors that match and help you out there, it's
You
why
need
you
it.
why
You
you
need-
going there? You know,
right.
You know
You
what I
need that
mean?
money.
Yeah.
And
bro.
it's not sometimes not really fun to skate a contest or you know what I mean.
Didn't you
Yeah.
used to have a drink sponsor?
No, I never had.
Never
one.
had one?
Nah.
Wow.
No, never had one.
Would you have one?
Huh, that's a good question. A water sponsors, I will go for it.
There you go.
Water.
A water sponsor.
You have to believe in and back what you're doing.
Yeah,
I love
I
that.
mean, I like what Monster is doing. I feel it's like they're not pushing the can. I don't see the skaters. They don't have to show up and drink the can
Totally.
or what I mean.
Yeah.
you
But
know?
they also have water in those too, don't they? Don't they?
Oh
do.
yeah,
Lots
yeah.
of
That's what they
Yeah,
trick
yeah, yeah.
people because when I tell that to my friend back home, they're just like, "Oh, I thought you were chucking a Monster can after your trick." I'm
Yeah.
just not. No, it's water in the Monster. There's
Yeah.
water.
When we were in Street League Utah,
Yeah.
somebody was like guzzling.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, dude. No, Paul
it's
Shire.
water.
Paul Shire was guzzling it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Paul, you drink
Yeah.
this
It's
like
no,
that?
it's water, bro.
And he was like, mate,
It's
water.
water.
Oh, water, mate.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that they did that, but I
So,
just didn't.
That's gonna.
You see the can.
That's kind of bad. That's kind of bad, honestly. It's good for
Manipulating?
us because
Yeah.
you have water to drink
Sure.
and not
It's
Monster.
a manipulation for sure.
But it's like
Yeah. Wait, do
people-
they sell them? Do they
No,
sell
no,
them?
no,
no, they're just
Oh,
for the
that's
contest.
just
It's tour water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tour,
it
tour
says
water.
tour water.
It
you're
literally
right.
says
It
tour
says
water.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
it's
makes
really
sense.
tricky because people really think like, oh, it's drinking
that.
a full Monster.
Right,
Like,
right,
I like-
right.
don't
I-
do it. It's not good for
Yeah,
you. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I like how they do the marketing for Monster based off with the riders that they don't have. They choose with the riders how they can rep.
Yeah,
it.
that's what
Totally.
I mean.
Yeah, like hey, a
exactly.
shot.
I like-
throw a
yeah.
sticker on your board.
That's
Oh, I
cool.
want to do this. Yeah, I'll do sticker.
Sometimes
just-
they'll
yeah.
put a little patch on or on their pants or something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
for sure.
At least they're able to cater to how they feel about
It just,
wearing that
I
product.
think, yeah, like Red Bull at one point they told about me because like it came up to my ear, but I was just like, even it's nice to get the check and
Yeah.
that money in, and if you don't have to drink the thing in front of people, but just
Right.
have that Red Bull hat all the time on you.
Well,
It's like you're not free to wear
yeah.
whatever you want. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's like their branding is like a lot.
It's
Do you wanna
definitely
back that up.
It's
sure.
definitely an interesting
It's a lot,
position
for
to
sure.
be in. You
It's
know,
a lot.
Especially
I
I
mean-
saying
you
like
get
in
off your-
every like thing that you're on, like if you're on this, like you have to have the hat on. if
Right.
you're
I mean,
on-
it just you look at Jamie. He has a Red Bull hat on,
Yeah.
and it's still cool.
Yeah.
I love
For
it.
sure.
I love
Yeah,
it.
Sure.
It's-
No,
it's
Zion
whatever.
and
it all goes
Yeah,
on
it
whatever
goes.
your comfort level is.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable doing it all day.
I mean, I could do it, you know what I mean? But it's just like never had the opportunity to do it, and then
I
I'm
feel
cool
you.
with it.
I
You know what
totally
I
get
mean?
it, bro.
It's an interesting position. You know, it's like, do you
Sometimes
you-
well, I wrote an interview of Alec. We was saying like, I mean, I'm thankful I wrote for Rockstar because with that money I was able to move to Cali, buy a
Exactly.
house. I mean, if you think about
Yeah.
it, when you think about right now, yeah, you want to be cool, you want to be this or that. It's cool. You have your own opinion and what you're comfortable with and everything. But skating is here for like 10 years, maybe if you're lucky enough. And right now it's really hard in the industry.
yeah.
Totally.
And it's like when you get to, your age and you have kids and everything,
Yeah.
you're like, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Am I able to buy a house and make my family live? Or, you got to think also about this. And when I
100%.
brought that from Alec, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mhm.
You
Totally.
think about that too,
Mm-hmm.
because, it's not your board sponsor that's going to pay you to be able to.
No, you gotta,
It's-
save up, you
it-
gotta save up quite a bit for your board sponsor to pay for your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
It's-
save quite a bit. Yeah.
It's tough out there for skaters.
It is.
You know.
The good
So-
thing too about the drink sponsors, they have people in charge of those drinks companies that are like dealing with the skaters, like Joey Shigeo at Monster.
yeah,
and
Joe, sick.
I'm totally blanking. What's the dude's name at Red Bull? Raj?
Is it Tom?
Tom Curran.
Curran.
Tom
Tom
Curran.
Curran, yeah.
Yeah, that dude's awesome. Like,
Tom's dope.
yeah, super dope. So they have people that can work with the skaters in
Yeah.
like the skaters manner, and
Yeah.
also related to
Yeah, that's
like
that's
the-
also a difference they have here. I noticed it. Then I went to the office back in France because I have homies running for Red Bull or Monster. So I went with them, just
Check
whatever.
Yeah.
And then the manager or whatever, it doesn't understand what skating is. It doesn't get
Yeah.
it. It's like because I feel like here, since it's a bigger budget, they have a guy for marketing, they have a guy for the teams, they
For
have a guy
sure.
for this and a
Yeah,
guy
for
for that. Well,
skate.
over there, they compact the budget, and then just like we have one guy, you do everything.
Yeah.
And they have to take one guy that can do everything, and usually managing like skaters and understanding skating, it's like the last thing that's on the list.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
do all of those, you don't know skating, we'll take you for the
Right.
job.
Right.
And it's just like you show up to the office and he has this big hat with that big Red Bull logo, and it's
Yeah.
kind of handling, hey, we have new product, you see those? That's my
And
friend.
it just doesn't look right.
My little
Yeah.
friend
Yeah.
who's on Red Bull and just get it because he has budget and be able to travel with them, and just like they send him his cap and he just look at me like, oh, that's crazy.
I gotta wear this thing.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to. Just tell him. He will understand. It just doesn't know right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, right.
Well,
It's-
Tom will probably not do that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
he'll
think
make-
they,
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
send them like personal, like they get to choose what kind of hat it is,
Yeah.
or then
I feel like they move in. I've seen TJ having just the patch.
yeah 'cause
they've been,
exactly.
Yeah, he's
working
right
on
on
it.
his
Yeah.
Yeah,
pants,
TJ
yeah.
worked out something different for sure.
I mean, they
Right.
need to.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's talk about skateboarding.
Yeah.
Hmm?
We've been right.
I want to talk about Clipper Ledge. Has
Oh.
been very interesting.
Yes.
It's become this one. It's an iconic hubba now.
Mhm.
But you had a pretty brutal. You had an
Slam.
amazing trick on it, but a brutal slam.
Brutal slam,
You-
yeah.
180 switchback 5
Once in a lifetime trick.
Once in a lifetime.
That
trick.
trick is
Never
fucking-
done
Weren't you
it before.
skating with Nyjah and stuff?
Yeah, that was a heavy sesh. So we were now we almost here.
Yeah.
To like last year.
Sure.
Now we're to last year, and we were filming for Ethereum, pizza
Mhm.
video,
Yeah.
and then I filmed everything pretty much in a month or 2 months,
Had your part done.
pretty
So-
much. Because
I
I
love
came,
it.
I came before same time as right now, before Christmas, but I hurt my ankle before coming, so I
Mm.
wasn't feeling good. I had a couple tricks, let's say 6 clips on the whole trip that we kept, maybe 10 of them, and 6 that were all right.
Okay.
Like you remember the wall where I do the front blend kickflip, the switchback
Oh.
Smith
yeah, the
Sensor
little
got
thing,
wide?
the little
So
yeah.
the months prior, 2 months before, I did front blunt, and I was hyped because my ankle wasn't there. And then we
Mm.
came back in January, and it was the sesh from a kickflip, switch backsmith, switch nose grind.
You
I mean,
okay.
it worked, and it worked better on that trip.
Got you.
So we took a trip to LA. We had a couple clips and everything, and I think Clipper was part of the first part. And so my ankle was hurting, and somehow Wallenberg pops out. So I'm taking the little road
For
back
sure.
road, takes
For
90.
sure.
Take us on a journey.
No, I
And
love
then Wallenberg was like, "Oh," ref is like, "Hey Vince, could you skate Wallenberg? Same story as Willie. What would you try?" I was like, "Front heel."
it. Okay.
Ooh.
And he's like, "Do you want to try it? I can hit up Danzy. We should shoot it and let's do it." I'm like, "Well, my ankle's not feeling good, but I think I'd be ready to skate next week. Let's do it next week." Never been to Wallenberg. I don't even know what I'm talking about, honestly. But we get there, and I don't realize, which is good. I don't realize how big it is when I'm there, and I'm like, "Oh, I got this." Roll up to one front hill, throw the ball. Like, I think I got it, because prior, 2 months prior of that, we're on that indie trip, that video that came out in Paris.
Oh yeah.
And I backsmith Le Dom, and right after I do front heel on the 4 flat 3.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
In
Oh, the long ass one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I feel comfortable with front heel. So second try, down the roll in, front heel, land, almost made it.
Damn.
And on that session, I had 2 of them. I almost front heel Wallenberg. Didn't happen, and after 10, I'm not a big jumper, so
Okay.
I try 5 or 6 times, and I'm done. Like I know I could try more, but it's not gonna happen.
You're
My
totally-
legs are not
You're
there.
just
I'm
gonna
not
fuck your
gonna.
legs
Yeah,
up more.
Right.
yeah, and I'm not a big jumper. I don't really like it. I don't really like to go to AV stuff, but somehow it works for me, and sometimes I feel like it, so I just go for it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not trying to go for Wallenberg. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It just went. So we out of this. I have to wait another week to be able to skate because I'm sore for a week. I'm fully
God
sore. My
damn.
back's fucked. My back body is fucked.
Right.
And then we wait another week. We'll take that trip to LA. We skate, got a couple clips. And then on the way back, we're like, oh, let's stop in SF and eat Wallenberg. And then Jake Hilardi called us. And he's like, oh, I'm on my way to SF because his good friend is skate for PLA in Sax. His good friend was Pizza Dudes. And Jake's amazing.
He's great.
And then we just like, all right, come with us. And he's like, oh, I want to skate Clipper. And I thought about Clipper before. And I was like, let's get it together. And then we called Dan, and then it's like, oh, I'm actually going tomorrow, but with Nigel. So Nigel was like, yeah, come on the sesh. And then we're all together. And I think Reef was there too skating. Was it Reef? I don't know if it was Reef.
Damn.
Pretty Reef. He's skate for fucking awesome.
Oh,
But we like big sesh.
from Atlanta.
I don't remember.
So wait, there was a big session at Clipper.
Big session at Clipper. I don't know if
Okay.
even the tricks that Nigel did came out, so I'm not gonna say, but it
yeah,
three.
right, yeah,
It's
okay.
not the session where he back 3 nosebit,
Okay.
full cap nosebit.
Got
It's
you.
another thing.
Another
I don't think
Yeah.
it came out yet.
Okay.
But he did 3 amazing
I'm
tricks
sure.
in like,
I've heard he's got like 20 minutes of footage or
Yeah.
something.
dude,
like crazy.
it's
Wow.
unbelievable.
Okay.
That's-
He did like 3 tricks that were amazing, and like,
Okay.
That have not been done.
no, hell no.
He
Yeah,
put
yeah.
he cab black nose on Instagram.
That wasn't that sesh.
that was on Instagram,
Was
right?
that-
I think that was an X game thing, like a X
Oh,
game
that's
bench
right,
thing.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, that was. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So yeah,
He's
that
psycho,
session.
bro.
Yeah.
So that was not the session.
That
This was a
that
different
a
session
different session.
with these tricks that have never come out.
You haven't
yet.
seen it yet. It's
Okay.
it's
but
fun.
you know.
I know.
Just
I'm-
whisper it into the mic and nobody.
No, tell us after.
Okay.
Yeah.
You tell us
I'm
after.
not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
don't.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it
We'll be
came out.
surprised.
No, I haven't came out. Right, you
Yeah,
haven't seen.
We'll be surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll be
it's
you'll
It's
be
gonna be
real
a part.
surprised.
It's gonna be a part
Not
of
like
the
switch heel,
documentary that ties
switch heel
to it.
front tail.
I can't tell. I'm not saying anything.
Just
I'm not
blink
saying
twice
anything.
if we
Yeah,
gotta-
you'll be surprised.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I blink
Blink to
enough.
it.
No, you'll be surprised.
We haven't seen these tricks.
No.
Oh, sick.
Or maybe, I mean, he has done every trick.
Of
He
course.
can't do any trick, so.
I'm
But you'll be
I'm
surprised of the
intrigued.
trick. Like,
'Cause I see it like at the contest. You switch
Yeah,
heel front
yeah,
tails,
yeah.
everything. I'm like, God damn, how do you do
Yeah.
that shit? Switch heel front 5-0.
well, I mean, there is one of them. You'll be surprised for sure.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
All right,
Love
we'll
leave it at
skip
that.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll skip that. So
Yeah.
we on that sesh, and then everything goes well. Nigel starts skating. Jake starts skating. And I never done that 180 switch 5 before, but on that indie trip again, I did 180 switch 50. The black hubba, it's called Mongale, the big black hubba in Paris, the
Oh,
one you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
back nose minute.
Stephane Laurent
Frank
5-0.
Berterio switch back. I don't know if you know Frank Berterio in the Lords video.
Mm.
Who the fuck, like, you know,
Yeah.
who cares about us? I
Yep,
think
yep.
Yeah, yeah.
switch
They don't
back
give-
5-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That big black hubba in Paris.
I know what you're talking about.
Eunice is doing back nose minute.
But you
Yeah.
did it to 50-50.
I did 180 switch
Switch
50,
50.
and it felt like at the moment I did it, felt like my backtrack went first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I can go to switch 5-0, but I never done it at the park anywhere. But
It's an awkward trick, bro.
It
I
is.
went a Clipper, and I'm like, oh, that tricks pops up. I'm like, I always want to skate there. That tricks pops, and I'm like, I think that's the spot. I'm just gonna try it that day. I'm just gonna try it.
And that
Okay.
thing's round too. That's
It's
a
round,
weird.
yeah.
That's a weird thing to do
Fuck
it on.
yeah.
I don't know. It just
It works.
when something makes sense to you. So I
Yeah.
wasn't going there to do a trick. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying.
I
to,
love the spontaneous shit too.
It's,
Especially like you're like,
same with the K front lip. I mean, we'll go to that story too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like it went spontaneous pretty much.
sick.
I love it.
But same as the front blend. But yeah, wanted to switch 5-0, never done it. So I'm just like, oh, we'll try it. And so the stage going on, and we'll warm up and everything. And happens to wanted to switch 50. I locked it in, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start training. And then a couple tries later, rolled away, worked out. And then the story is Dan is shooting long lens. He get the sequence.
So you did it.
I did it. Yeah, I did it.
Dan Z.
Denzi. Yeah,
Okay.
Denzi is shooting sequence
Mhm.
because Nigel's doing his 3 tricks. He has to shoot
Okay.
long lens. And Jake is actually came out, right? The tricks he did.
Mm-hmm.
Pipeki.
Big spin front blend.
Big spin front blend and
Yeah.
Pipeki.
Oh yeah.
And so he's shooting long lens and wanted to switch 5. And I'm done. I've done it. And he comes up to me after and he's like, oh, do you want to get it fisheye? Because I think it will look really better. And I'm like, oh, it went pretty easy. Yeah, why not? And then I think that was the mistake.
That's the worst, dude.
Yes, I know.
We talk about it all the time.
Was
Yeah.
it was the end of the trip. I was tired, and
Mhm.
we had a breakfast, and the sesh was going on for a long time. So I definitely need food and
Right.
get water, and then I was a little
You were
tired.
drained.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
too drained, but yeah, I needed like a break.
Okay.
And then we go back to it. And I'm like, oh, anyway, I kind of wanted to switch crook just to feel it.
Mm.
So it goes good. I grinded a couple times. Wanted to switch crook, probably second try or something for the gram, or because it's been done. So we're just like, oh, at least I get an Insta clip
love
on. I get an Insta clip on
Amazing.
Clipper because it's
Yeah.
such a legendary
Yeah,
spot. I was like,
of course.
sick. And then when I switch crook, I'm like, yeah, then let's try again. And I actually almost did it again. Like I almost did it. I could have rolled away and I jump off the board, and I was like,
The 180 switchback 5.0.
when I switched back 5-0,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it probably had the photo. I think I'm good. I don't have to redo it. I did it like
Oh,
5
okay.
minutes ago. Like I don't have to redo it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't know if he said I missed it or if he said I should it sequence, but he's like, can you do it one more time?
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, fuck. I could have done that one. That was right there. I was like, yeah. Oh, fuck, I'll do it one more time. I was in the momentum. I was like, I'll do it one more time.
No.
And what went wrong is that time I'll do it. I landed. I'm perfectly on the hubba. So I don't know if the actual photo is the one where I hit my head, but I'm perfectly on the hubba. And then the old thing, and then that's the crazy story. The old thing that I remember is, what I remember
Yeah.
is I'm on the hubba. I'm on the 5-0. I have the time to think and like, he got the photo for sure. I'm good. I don't have to land it. Push off the board, land, roll on my back, whatever, stand up, check the photo. Photo's amazing. Yeah, thank you, Dan. Photo's amazing. I'm going to go get food, do whatever, go to the bathroom. I do my shit. I go back to the van. And then I wake up on the ground.
That's what that
This
thought
is
went
my
through your
memory.
head, and then you woke
And then I
up on
wake
the
up
ground.
to the ground with the worst headache. I'm just like, what's going on? And then what happened is I got on the perfect switch 5-0. I threw the board out. I should have landed it. That's the mistake. I should have
Yeah.
landed the trick. It was right there. And
Oh,
instead,
you tried to just kind of not pose the photo.
get
but
on the
you
photo,
Just get on it.
and then somehow I was just like, I'm just gonna jump off.
Yeah.
And then I jumped off, and then I think I relaxed it a little too early. And instead of, when you fall backward and you kind of roll
Yeah.
on your back and your shoulder, and then you're good.
Mhm.
I think I just like relaxed and just like I did if you look at the footage, I did the famous butt to head,
Yeah.
butt straight back, and then
Right.
in my head. And then I passed out for like a solid minute or 2 solid minutes.
Wow.
Were
And
they
then-
filming the whole time?
And then and then you can hear they're all screaming like, Ty, come, because Ty was filming
Okay.
Naja, and Ty knows what to do.
Yeah.
And luckily Jesse was there, Jesse Vieira.
Mm.
So Jesse, Jesse, right? Skate for
Mhm.
Pizza and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's now working for ambulance stuff, so he knows all the primary.
Wow.
So they like take care of me.
Mhm.
I kind of wake up. As soon as I wake up, I understand what happened, and I try to move my feet, everything. I'm all right, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But
Mm.
I'm not good. But
Yeah,
my
of course.
Your
primary stuff are good. I'm,
Yes.
like, I'm gonna be
Concussion
alive.
right there, shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so they're like, you gotta get checked at the hospital. I'm not feeling right, so they help me to stand up. I can walk, and I'm
Mhm.
having for the next 10 hours the worst feeling I ever experienced of my whole. I
Really?
felt like my body was leaving me. I thought I was gonna shit my pants, pee on me.
wow.
I was just, and this is the worst part of America. I get to the hospital,
Mm.
and I get to the hospital, and they don't want to let me in because COVID and everything. They let me in, but they
okay.
don't let ref in. Everyone out, they don't let the people in, so they
Oh.
all gotta leave me there. I'm on that bed
Mm-hmm.
in whatever wherever, and they just don't take care of me. And that guy from the front desk just comes see me and is like, all right, what happened? I can explain to him. Is like, who's gonna pay for it? Do you have insurance? It's like, I don't, but I mean, I'm like part of the French team. I'm trying to explain him. Worst case scenario, there's insurance with this. So luckily, Olympic stuff.
Oh wow.
And it's just like, sorry.
no, but I mean,
But
it's
that's
just,
a weird thing
and
for
he's-
them to hear probably too. They're like, what? That's
Yeah,
you
because I'm
know.
used to go to hospital and no matter what, they take care of you. And they
But the
ask-
fucked
in
up
France,
thing-
they ask insurance last, right?
Yeah,
but that's a
Yeah.
fucked up thing. Is like you're hurt and they're worried about who's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Fucking-
makes me
So
fucking
I'm like on the way to
furious,
hospital.
bro.
I'm calling my
fucking
mom. I'm
disgusting.
calling my dad. They freaked out, and I'm just like, I hit my head. I'm good. I'm going to hospital, get checked in, check the insurance stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm there. My backpack is behind the bed, which is not far in real life, but when you hurt, it's fucking far.
Yeah.
And I'm there, and I'm just like trying to think. I gotta think a lot. I'm like, who's gonna pay? How can I make it happen? Who I'm gonna call? It's 4 a.m. in France. No one's gonna answer right now. And it just click, because since skating, I have a business, right, to collect money and everything.
Oh, okay.
So I have credit card insurance, everything. So I just called them. I'm just like, all right, I'm good. I got insurance. Take care of me. He's like, no, you got to show me proof first. So they let me there for like an hour, and I have to by myself clean the bed pretty much because it's a big bed. Go to the bed, grab my backpack, grab my wallet to get my credit card to get the numbers because the numbers is back there. It just the feeling I have in my butt at the moment is insane.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
Makes me so fucking mad.
Yeah.
It's
insane.
it's really bad.
Infuriating.
Yeah,
dude.
it's really bad. I feel like shit, like worse than shit. Like you feel like you don't
Like
want
they're
to
not
be.
even trying to help you at all.
No, not at all. You don't want to be alive.
Not even
You-
get your
Yeah.
fucking wallet
And-
from your
and
backpack.
wait.
I know.
So I get my wallet. I get my phone, and I have a bunch of money saved. So I'm like, worst case, here it is.
Right.
And she looked at, she's like, oh, wow, okay, we take care of you. And at the moment, I'm like, I'm like calling the insurance from the credit cards, like, yeah, we cover you for like 150K.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I got them on the phones. They said I got covered for 150. Yeah, but we need proof. Who's gonna pay? I'm like, how much is this gonna be? At least 30K or something. So I show her money I had saved. I'm like,
Right.
okay. I think she was like, that's enough for primary. Like, we can give you a scan or something, and we'll see next.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, my insurance gonna call you, email you in the next 24 hours. But they got me, and then she got cool enough to let me in, but it was just like terrible. And then they checked me, had 2 scan, and stayed 4 days at the
4
hospital.
days.
Oh, wow.
3 to 4 days at the hospital because they wanted to check. So I was bleeding. I had a bleed here on the back, and it wasn't bad actually, but the only things they said, I hit the worst part of the worst part of my head, and it's really close to one of the main vein. Does it make sense?
Ooh, yeah.
Really close to one of the main vein that goes to the brain, and if that vein explode, like I could have died.
Right.
That's what they said.
Wow.
Or get like terrible stuff.
Wow.
So they were like, you have a bleed here and we can see. So what we're gonna do? So they gave me morphine, because
Morphine.
the pain, morphine, because the pain was really, really there. And then they're like, we're gonna give you another scan tomorrow, or in like middle of the night. 12 hours later, we're gonna give you another scan to make sure if the bleed is bigger, that's mean we gotta get surgery.
Gotta open it
We
up.
gotta open it up.
Right.
If the bleed doesn't open up, it doesn't go bigger. That's mean it's just the impact, and you're good. We'll just keep you there for a couple of
Yeah.
days, make sure you're right,
Mhm.
and then
It was good.
Need surgery. I was
Wow.
confident at the moment.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I was like, no,
So
I'm
who
good. I
ended
felt
up
it. I was
paying-
like, I'm good.
Yeah.
So who ended up paying for it?
My insurance. All right, guess
Good,
what?
good.
We'll make a little game right here.
Good.
All right.
All right, I'll make a little game. 3 nights at the hospital,
Uh-huh.
maybe 3 Tylenols, 1 morphine shot, 2 scan, and then 1 guy came to check my neck. What's
Mhm.
the total grant?
38 grand.
38,
67,000.
67.
I was going way higher, dude. I was gonna go like 180.
Yeah, it was 90K.
90K.
Oh, wow.
90K.
Wow.
So the bill came up 90K, and my insurance covered me for 150. So I'm
Isn't
good.
that?
It was true Mastercard, like my card insurance.
It
So
makes
your
me,
actual credit card.
My credit card
covered.
covered me. So here's a trick. I think
Wow.
for everyone in America that's having like problem with insurance or doesn't want to pay for it, I'm pretty sure if you open a bank account in France, save money there,
Mhm.
have a card that makes like if you're under 30, there are cards that you can have no fees in America and stuff.
Okay.
Use that, and then you have insurance in the back with that credit card, and that covers you. It's not a business card, so it don't covers you 100K, but at least covers you like 50 or something.
Right.
So I'm
Interesting.
sure there's a trick to do for
Yeah.
people here. So you can open up a
Seems
bank
like you
account.
might have to
in France
have a
and-
residency in Europe.
They never
Maybe
asked
not.
me for it. You have a bank account. You have a bank account. You know, you can have a bank account wherever in the world.
It
It's all about
sucks.
the money.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
sucks that
money.
you have to do a trick to get.
Oh, for you guys,
Healthcare.
it sucks.
No, it's the worst.
1000%.
We pay a lot of taxes back home, but
Right.
actually now I know why. You know, now I'm like, take my money, I'm good.
Right.
Totally.
You can have it.
Totally.
It's just it makes me so angry that
I mean,
Yeah.
$90,000 later for a couple Tylenol.
Yeah,
And
that's
then, like
And then rest of the story is my the MasterCard called me a couple of weeks later and they're like, oh, we got the bill, all good, nothing to care about. Maybe you're gonna get little money on your bank account because you have to give it back to us. So, all right, like, but there is ambulance fees. We don't cover that. It's like $3,000.
right.
yeah.
I was like, wait, what? It's $3,000 for 5 minutes of ambulance? They're like, yeah, $3,000. You got to pay for it. We don't cover that. And I'm like, well, the good news is I've never been in an ambulance. My friend dropped me off at the airport. So the hospital right now is trying to trick you.
They put down that you were in, a,
Yeah.
in an
Dirty ass
ambulance.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
bro.
Dirty. Yeah.
These
Yeah.
So
fucking
did they
healthcare
just-
systems.
I know.
So
insane.
I just talked to my insurance. I was like, because I was just like, I don't care, it's the insurance, right? But I was just
Right.
like, send me the bill and I tell you what's true and what's not.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Wow.
because you're getting tricked. I mean, it's insurance, you should not care about it. But I was just so over the hospital,
Yeah.
just
Totally.
doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Because
It's such a
They
long
pro-
process, dude.
it's probably less expensive for you because they were probably like overcharging me because they know my insurance was covering me
Well, that-
until that amount.
Totally.
And that's
Because we were like,
for sure.
they
And
were
that's
like
the thing.
overcharging.
For sure.
It's like when I went to get stitches, I split my chin open and, 3 stitches. It was
Yeah.
like whatever. But it was like the hospital sends you a bill. Then the doctor sends you a bill.
Yeah,
then the
it's
nurse sends you a
insane.
bill. It's like all these bills are coming in from like different people. And
yeah,
you're like, what?
anesthesiology
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
anesthesiologist or whatever the hell you call
It's
them.
like, yo,
all these different things.
You don't even know.
What, I
Yeah.
got to pay like, I should have just super glued my fucking thing. To
Yeah,
get,
you
know
could
what I mean?
have.
Like,
Yeah, you
it-
could. You could.
It's just, it's
That's-
lame.
yeah.
Sorry you had to go through
Yeah,
that.
It's
bro.
it's
You
all
know,
right.
it's-
I mean,
it
it's
sucks.
just-
It sucks.
It's just how it happened.
You
I was
navigated it perfectly.
Yeah.
Hey,
it
you're
worked out.
here. You
I don't know if it's luck or how it is, but just since I opened my ass on the ground, I was just like, I was confident. I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be all right. You know,
Yeah.
You feel,
it.
you know your body.
You know your body.
your
You
body.
feel it.
Sure.
But I don't want to do it again. And
No.
I know what went wrong. At least you know it could be scary to be to the point of like, I don't want to skate big stuff over 10 stairs anymore. Or,
You know,
I love doing it, but I was just like, now I know what went wrong. It's just like, do it again.
Yeah. Fuck
Food, like stuff that I will never usually do.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not Dan's fault. It's no one's fault. It's my own fault,
For
you know.
sure.
But I just should have be like, oh, we'll try tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you
let me
think
get
the
food.
best
Let me.
interest of
Yeah.
yourself, bro.
Do you
Yeah.
think that you'll stop doing that again though? Like, oh, I'm
No.
not the photo wise. You get the trick and you're like, I want to get a photo.
No, because I redid it. I redid it. I redid it on that trip to SF. I just redid it for a photo again.
you
but-
went back and did it again.
Yeah, but I was just like, somewhere else. I just redid it for the photo, but I was just thinking of it like, oh no, I don't want to redo it for the photo. And now I was on that thing and I was just thinking like, no, I'm good. I'm feeling great. We're gonna skate another spot no matter what. You know what I mean? I had food, I had water. I'm feeling good enough right now. Like I can do it again, no problem.
did you
Yeah.
land it actually, or did you
I
just
don't
get the
remember.
photo?
I think I got the photo.
Okay.
We got the
Okay.
photo.
Okay.
I
So
think I
you-
did this in France or something. It was not as gnarly though. It was not as
Okay.
gnarly,
But-
but it was still redoing it for the photo. But for a couple months after the slam, I was like, I'm not doing it again for the photo. And recently I did it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, at the Clipper? Or
No, no, no,
different,
I'm not-
different.
Different
Oh,
spot.
Clipper's gone. I'm not skating
Different
Clipper.
spot.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Wait,
Yeah.
you went back to
Lost
Clipper?
me.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
went back to Clipper.
You went to a
spot.
different hubba.
Just
did
the
the same
mind-
jo-
just the
right,
mindset, yeah.
Right.
I didn't went to. I'm done with
I guess-
Clipper. Thank
yeah.
you. Thanks for
You're-
coming.
You already,
You're
you already
good.
conquered that, bro. You're good.
Oh, you
Oh,
did
hey.
it already too.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. By the way, you never said what did Nisha do on it?
Ah, yeah, I can tell you.
Oh, shit. Thought I could trick you right
That's
there,
the
bro.
best thing about like with Nigel is that you really sometimes you really can't tell what trick he's gonna
Dude,
do.
he can't do it. I really
Like-
respect him for that. Like, I know a lot of people,
Yeah.
can talk shit on everything, how feel, whatever. But it's just like, dude,
He's
he can't do anything and he goes for it. And if you look at every part he puts out, even if you don't like the song or anything, just the skating is just, there's
He's
nothing.
fucking
It's
incredible.
amazing.
I don't think there's really you can say about anything about Nigel anymore. He's
It's
he's
amazing.
built
I mean-
himself to where he's like untouchable on some real shit.
When you're the the best, you do the hardest shit, people are gonna talk shit. But there's more
course.
people
Oh,
that
yeah.
love him.
It's
There's more
just-
people that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
him that don't like
I'm,
him.
You know
saying,
what I
I'm
mean?
saying,
Yeah.
I'm saying this because I stay with like in France. I stay with this skate rats crew that's really younger. They don't give a shit about what they say, you know, and they always
Yeah.
talk shit on
Yeah.
all the stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, but the music or like the way he skates. So they always have something to say, but they haven't done shit
For
yet.
sure,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure, for
So that's
sure.
why I'm like.
Yeah.
And
When
you
I
know what?
say, I'm like, you
That's
can
just
say
like the
whatever
homies
you want.
talking
Just
shit
my
amongst
homies back home that talk shit on them.
Exactly.
Just like, don't even talk shit.
that-
You don't
Totally.
shit on
And that's
amazing.
something that
Totally.
people don't realize also is like once you meet somebody as well, it changes your perspective.
for sure.
Hell
as
yeah.
well.
For sure.
So
It's amazing.
there's
time.
different
Yeah,
aspects
100%.
to it. But how's pizza going? Is it good?
Good.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
did you
we
get
having
on
fun.
pizza?
Oh yeah, another story.
Oh, I love these stories.
Another story.
Bro.
So back to Willie.
Yeah,
alright?
Willie.
I'm
Willie's
back with
workshop.
Willie. I'm having a lot of fun, and he introduced me to Rhino.
Oh,
to
yeah?
okay. First time I got there, is like, oh, what do you want to do tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know. We want to skate Baker Boys. I'm like, that's how I know Andrew from Birdhouse before. You know
Right.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Of course I know Andrew. Come
Okay,
on.
let's go.
The whole story comes
Sure.
up, and he's like, and I'm like, and I'm a big fan of Transworld,
Mm.
and he's like, oh, is Transworld close by? And it's like, yeah, it's 20 minutes away. You want to go? And I'm like, yeah, I want to skate the park, the Transworld park. So that's how everything kind of lined up. So he sent a text to Blair, and he's like, can we come skate? Vince is in town. I was, who the fuck is Vince? And Will's like, do you have footage? And at the moment, I was with Julian filming for Globe Part,
Okay.
Barcy, France, everything. And he just like, I just give the footage to Willie, and he was like, oh, here's a part, show him. And then Bear's like, wow, that part's amazing. Who was that for? And I'm like, no one, Globe. And he's like, well, can we have it? And I'm like, from nothing, it's just my first part on Transworld.
Wow.
And I'm just like getting there. So it's like, come skate the park. And then from there, shooting photos with them, and then meeting Rhino and get stuff with Indy, Branson,
Mhm.
Mob, everything like kind of like comes together.
Gotcha.
And I do a lot more stuff and getting the Mag and Trasher. And then that's like 3 years ago, get a couple stuff with them. And then
Mhm.
like that's how it kind of goes all together. Right. And then what's my question again?
How'd you get on
How'd you
pizza?
get
Yeah.
on? Yeah.
And so I kind of like, that's where you were saying like that's where I see you kind of going up, right? So
Mhm.
that's all this time, like
Mm,
2 years
right.
ago, contest, street league a little bit, and then more street stuff, and that's where I just come with more parts, more stuff in the mag,
Yeah.
tours, all of this. And then I think Willie wanted to turn me for Willie's workshop. He asked me after street league,
Turn you pro.
and I was like, I don't want to, because not because I'm in the pro contest. I want to be pro. I just want to do stuff with Indy. Have a part with them, so I had a part with them for Indy and
Okay.
Branson and Mob and Trasher, and then, I want to have stuff with everyone. I'm not ready. I'm not
Right.
pro. I'm not skating like a pro. I don't want to be pro.
Right.
yet. And so he's waiting, and I think it's thinking about it again, and I think the French distribution V7,
Mm-hmm.
they were trying to get me on something that they were selling.
Okay.
And so randomly they call me and was like, oh, what do you think of pizza? I'm like, yeah, it's sick. I love what they do, but I don't really know them. Beside, I knew Chase and Ducky a little bit. And I was just
Mhm.
like, I don't really know them. I was like, well, okay. And then randomly one day the group chat pops up on WhatsApp, and they were like, hey, Gino's the pizza guy, the
Uh-huh.
owner.
Mhm.
Hey, Gino, meet Vincent. And I'm like, I call him, like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, oh, we show footage of you. We show footage of you to the guy, and they love your skating. They want to meet you and put you on. I'm like, well, I'm staying with Willie in his house, and you tell me this, it's gonna.
It's
I
awkward.
was.
Yeah.
It was
Awkward.
awkward. I wasn't
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
comfortable, and it took
Position.
me a long time to actually commit to the. I'm gonna meet them and see what's up.
Mm.
Because at the time too, I had a lot of offers. Willie knew I had a lot of offers from
Okay.
other companies, like good. Some of them were really good money
Okay.
that I didn't want to take because I
Mm.
wanted to really go some.
Board
if I had-
com- board
yeah,
companies.
company,
Wow.
good money.
Nice.
Okay.
And I was like at the moment because the Olympics were coming up too. Everything was kind of lining up.
Interesting, Right.
Yeah. So I was just like, that's where I grew up a little bit. I'm like, what do I want to do? You know.
Mhm.
And
Right.
then I was happy with Willie was sick, and we were trying to build something up and have more people on the team and go on tour. Because I was like, it'd be cool if I'm pro, but I want to have all of this too. Go on tour, get in the van, do all of this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ads and Trasher, all of that.
Yeah.
And then I think Pizza just hit me up again. Yo, come up. And then my friend Vincent Matteron, the other French dude that lives
Oh,
in
yeah.
you know Vincent, right?
Yeah, he skated in Olympics as well,
yeah,
right?
he's skating the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah.
He skate parks. He
Yeah,
skate the
yeah.
ball. He's really good. And he like, oh, we taking a trip with my family. We're gonna up to SF. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take the trip with you. And then call Pizza on the way, like on my way up. Like,
yeah.
And then we met, and had fun in the van, and then that's how it happened.
Amazing.
Wow.
How did you break the news to Willie Santos?
Yeah, that
What
was
did
terrible.
You,
That was-
did you call him, or
we
did you go?
actu-
Did you go back?
No,
down
no, I
to
went
his
back.
house?
I went
Okay.
back to tell him.
Did it face to face?
Yeah, I went back to tell him. Yeah, I think it was because he knew. Because it's the thing too. I moved out to Cali. I mean, kind of moved out because in and out a lot. But I took a place in Long Beach with Pat and Bagley.
Yep.
Took the room,
Okay.
and then we lived together. So I'm like more out of Will's life a little more. You know what
Sure,
I mean? We're
sure.
more out, but we still really
Yeah,
close.
you're doing
We
your
sit-
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
doing more stuff up because I'm obviously staying with Jamie a lot,
Mm.
skating with them, film a lot in LA, get photos out there.
Yeah.
And then, so I gotta go with the pizza dudes, and Will is giving me his car, everything. I'm like his kids. He's like, take the car, go to LA, do your stuff, save money. You got it. You know,
the
it's
best,
amazing.
bro.
It did so much for me. And then I'm feeling really awkward to go meet. I'm feeling like I'm cheating on my girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm like going to
Seriously.
meet a new girl up there in SF while my girl is waiting for me
Yeah.
down there, you know,
Yeah,
in
I
SD.
see that, bro.
And I'm
Fuck.
coming back and I have to take a decision. And then the guys from Vincent Milou are kind of pushing me to go to, because they're selling pizza boards
Sure.
and they see the avenue of the things. They're going to sell probably more boards because I'm going to the Olympics
Yeah,
and all of this.
for
And then
sure.
they're like, yeah, go for it. It's going to be fun. And I just come down to, well, we're getting in the van. It was a lot of fun. So I take the decision. I'm like, all right, I got to go back. Drive down, spend a weekend with Lou. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave and, yeah, just probably go with them. And then it was hard.
What was his?
Sure.
How was it? Did he react? Bad. No.
Not bad, but he was mad, I could tell. And then I think
Yeah.
Shelly, his wife, kind of cried a little bit.
Right.
And then they were leaving at the time for a weekend or something, and I was going back to France. So it was just the timing
It was a
where
break-
we were
it-
breaking up.
It was a breakup.
Yeah.
It was
break
it
up,
was
yeah.
already hard. Every time I will leave and I will stay for them for 2-3 months and leaves, they will cry. Like the kids will cry and
Right,
everything.
right,
We're gonna miss you, and they will cry because I was leaving. And then I will be like, well, I'm leaving the company.
Right.
And then they're really sad, and we didn't talk for like a year.
No.
Or a couple months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk to them, but I think it took them
Yeah.
a little time to heal
Yeah.
from it, because it was more than like
more than
No, you said- you
skateboarding.
said that's like your
skateboarding.
Yeah.
It was like family relationship.
Right.
Yeah, it
Right.
was a lot.
But you said now you guys are totally good.
Oh, it's totally good. We're
Yeah.
fine. We like hang out, log.
Right.
I was with them. We had big
That's
dinner with the
awesome.
kids. It's
That's
amazing.
great.
That's
It's
great.
amazing. Yeah. We're
Time
still back.
heals. Time heals all wounds.
Yeah, they told me. They text me back
Sometimes.
because I was trying to text them and FaceTime them or something, and they just Shelly one time text me or Willie text me like, give us time, please.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So it took a while,
That's cool.
Yeah.
but
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Because it was more, like we said, it's more than skateboarding.
Yeah.
It was like such
it
a
was more
family
than
thing.
skateboarding.
you
Yeah.
know?
But it just skating was. I just saw the fun in the van and everything we did the first time I went. We'll just do
Yeah.
more stuff, and I was
Totally.
just like, oh, we're gonna do a lot. It's gonna be a lot more
Totally.
fun.
That sucks. But listen,
No, it was
now
good.
Pizza's great. You turned
Yeah.
pro
Yeah.
just recently
And then
this year.
This year, yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, this
How
year.
was it?
Congrats on that.
Did
bro.
they?
Shit.
Yeah, seriously. Did they do anything special? Did they surprise you?
Yeah.
What was the?
Back home. So that's the thing. When I got on, we kind of have this discussion because I was like, well, I'll let you know. I love pizza. I don't want to brush you on anything, but I have other companies that offer me money. They want to turn me pro, and Willie want to turn me pro. So if you want to give me board, and wait on me for something, I don't want to jump on. I want to do something, like, you know, be part of the
Okay.
team, and I kind of be clear. And Gino was like, yeah, no, we're totally on the same thing. I didn't ask them. I want to be pro. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
weird, but I was just like, it's either we start from now doing something or we don't.
Gotcha.
And they were fully on doing something.
Mhm.
They were
Because
just like-
by now you're ready, right? You didn't want to
Yes.
turn pro before. Now you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm kind of feeling like,
yeah, I mean, I just had more stuff.
Maybe
in
it's time.
Trasher, Transword.
Right.
I kind of feel like people knew me a little more.
yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
everyone back home were always asking me, when are you going to turn pro? I want to buy your board. I was like, I think it's time,
yeah.
Right.
you know?
That's cool. It's cool to kind of know that and realize
Yeah.
that, you know.
I think it's
for
because
sure.
it took time, and more people always ask me like, oh, we want to get you on and turn you pro soon. So I had more in the last 6 months. At that time, I had more like realizing like, oh, I think it's happening.
Right.
And it just took time, and then just
By people letting you know, like, hey,
and
dude.
I didn't
Yeah.
and I didn't let Pizza know like when I met up right away.
Yeah, no. I
We
get
had
you.
a couple trips and
Yeah.
coming back, and then we sat down and talked about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then And then we worked on the big video, and then everything went, and COVID happened. Go back home, and I'm like, oh, this is not gonna happen for a while.
Yeah.
And then one day, my girl come and take me. She after work, she's like, oh, we're gonna go lunch somewhere, and we always go to that place for lunch. So it
Okay.
was totally random.
It was normal.
It's a
normal
burger. It's a
day.
burger
Normal day.
place. It's a
Yeah.
burger place. No, normal day. Yeah. Which the only thing that kind of like a little weird. She was like, I'm gonna meet you there. She said, no, I want to come and pick you up. I was like, doesn't make sense. She works right
Right.
next to the track.
Right.
You want to come back home and pick me up, even if it's not far away. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
But I'm like,
That's
alright.
a little fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't think about it.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
all right, okay. And
Almost like mad.
yeah,
Like,
and then the
fine.
second thing is like when she got home, I wasn't ready, and then she got super mad, and I was like, "Whoa, chill out. We're just gonna get a burger. Like it's chill."
Right,
and then now I know it's because my dad. Everyone was working, and they came like for lunch break,
Right.
and they were waiting.
Oh,
Now I know.
Yeah.
So the time was limited.
So I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you mad? Okay, getting ready," and we get there. And I feel like she kind of stressed on the way or something. I felt something weird. I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, what's happening?"
What is going on?
And then we
Going to
get
a
we get
burger.
there, and I recognize some cars. I'm like, whoa, looks like a lot of people out there. And I look at the burger spot, and I'm like, no one's there. It's like fully empty. And it's like, yeah. So the 10-second walk into the spot, I was kind of realizing like, oh, is that happening? Or is it not happening? It's kind of weird, it pops
Of
up.
course.
And
So
then,
weird.
because plus the graphic, when I got on to show me they were, gonna do something, they show me graphics with my
Okay.
name on. So they were like, what do you think of those? Which was really cool because
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna happen anyway.
Right.
Sometime in the next year or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they kind of get me involved in like the graphics that I like or not, which is cool because we came up with the dog. I mean, the
Yeah, that
distro
all
did.
makes sense
I-
for you. You know.
I like it. I do like
Oh, yeah.
the surprise aspect of
Yeah.
stuff like that too. But I also think that, it's nice for the skater to know and to actually work on
Yeah.
stuff and have stuff ready to come out, like a thrasher part or this or that, and actually be working on stuff.
There it is.
If the foam
I
of the
should
do it.
beer,
Yeah. But yeah,
But so I don't know. I kind of like when they know.
yeah,
It's kind of nice.
yeah. At
It's
least
the new
a
thing
give
is
or
it's
take,
good to
right?
know.
Cool
It's a
th-
surprise,
that's the
right?
thing.
the cool thing is I knew it was gonna happen
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So I wasn't stressing on it. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
good
I've
too.
been working part
Right.
photos and shit, and I think they're happy with what I've done, so it's gonna happen. I wasn't
Totally.
stressing on it, and so that day came, and then they just like I go to the truck, I'm about to order, and then Max, the guy that owns it's called Le Spots, so the spot.
Okay.
It's in the zone too.
Oh, it's in
Oh,
the
It's
zone.
right next to the skate shop.
Got
Amazing.
you. Okay.
It's
The
right next
spot
to the-
in the zone.
Yeah.
It's the spot in the zone, right next to the skate shop.
Sick.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty sick.
These names, huh?
And then it was like, oh, someone came and just gave me this for you and throw me a pizza, like a pizza cardboard,
pizza box.
the
Yeah,
pizza
yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Show me pizza box. What the fuck is that? And open it and say pro as fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
On it, and then everyone pops from the
Yeah.
back, and I see my whole family, which was sick.
That's
That's dope.
amazing. Did they have the board too?
They
or
had the boards.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And everything.
That's
So I knew,
amazing.
I knew the graphic, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's happening.
You're like,
With
this
all
is
my
what's
best
up.
friends.
You're like, this is why you're acting weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything pops, links
It's-
together,
you're like, shit.
and it was really sick.
That's
That
amazing.
was a
That's
good,
awesome.
and I had a good friend I haven't seen for a long time. Some people that drove like 2-3 hours to calm
That's
down,
sick.
and they
It's
spend the
amazing, bro.
weekend, and then we had a good
Super
skate sesh
dope.
after.
Yeah.
Not a big party at all, but just a good skate
Hey,
sesh.
that's
and,
all we
Yeah,
need.
that's
Oh, it
all
was
that
a good
matters.
time.
That's
That's
sick,
super dope.
bro.
That was really good.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats,
It
bro.
was
Fuck
amazing.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, well deserved, bro. I mean,
Hell
you've
yeah.
worked
Definitely well deserved,
your
yeah.
ass off
Straight up.
Yeah.
from the time you were a
From
kid.
100, from less
You
100.
came from negative up to
Yeah.
positive. You've
Now
had.
he's past that. He's
Yeah,
past that.
What? How old are you?
I just turned 25.
Wow, dude. Prime time right now,
I know.
dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
Bro,
Fuck.
you're just getting started.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Let's go.
You're already
Just
in the
turned
Olympics.
pro.
You're already in the Olympics. You're turned pro.
Yeah,
You
it's
got a
good.
colorway out.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
had to, yeah.
globe. Yeah. I
And
mean,
then
things
there
are
was I
really-
forgot to talk about that because we talk about a lot of stuff.
We
but
talked about a lot of
before
stuff.
that, like I had one colorway came out was
Yeah.
Globe too.
Yeah.
So that was
The
sick.
white one was just the recent.
Yeah, the white one was
The
the
one
recent
for-
one.
for-
Yeah.
for the-
I wanted to
yeah,
bring it today,
yeah.
but everything. Like I
Oh,
said
you're
before,
good.
everything's out of stock,
Ah,
which is
yeah.
pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I don't have them. The only shoes I had were really ripped.
You know
So-
what? Tell them to send us a box.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
Yeah.
make really good clothes too,
Dude, yeah,
man.
the
Dude,
shoes are
Globe's
good. I mean,
clothing
they've
is
been
amazing right
doing
now.
shoes for like when people ask me, "Oh, Globe shoes good?" Because they obviously skate Nikes, Vans, Adidas.
Sure,
I'm like,
sure.
well, they've been doing shoes for 20+ years.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're good.
They're
Trust
good,
me,
yeah.
they're good shoes.
Dude, what about
Bro.
the Chet 4s? You ever skate the Chet 4s?
No, I was I was still in my board short surfing.
Yeah.
With whatever shoes they will give me.
Those were big.
Hey,
dude.
Yeah.
you guys
I mean,
got a good.
literally
You guys got a
big.
good Apple Yard. You guys
Yeah.
got a good
Yeah.
squad over
Yeah,
there,
it's
bro.
cool.
Yeah.
Now Austin's on.
Who?
Austin.
Austin Gillette.
Yeah.
There you go.
Austin's
yeah.
on. So I think they're
Bro.
trying to redo it.
I
and
love
then-
it.
Yeah.
I
That's a
love
good
it.
start right there.
So
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know where I'm at in the mix, but I'm definitely
I'm sure
as
you're
I'm
good.
in Europe. But yeah, I know.
I'm sure
They
you're
should
I
good.
think
you
we
on
got to
the main
renegotiate
list.
contracts soon. So it's just like we'll see what happens.
If you need me
Should
to
be good.
talk to him, I'll talk
Do
to
not
him.
let Chris
Yeah.
talk
No,
to him
she-
for you.
Yeah.
No, it
Do
should be
not
good.
do
It's
that.
good.
I'll negotiate.
It's good.
Easy
He's
done.
been trying to do this.
Yeah.
Quite a few people.
I will
so.
get in there face to
'Cause
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
I'll
bring them
put a little
here.
presentation together. You know what I'm saying? Grab some photos from the Olympics.
No, I think it's gonna be. It has to be all right. I think I'll be all
You'll be-
right.
you'll-
No,
Hey,
we
you're
we
doing- hey,
fine.
regardless
good,
what
dude.
happens, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
You just
thank
keep
you.
doing what you do,
For sure.
and you're
you.
gonna
For
be
sure.
just
No,
fine.
but yeah, no, but we're having good time in Europe and everything. So
Amazing.
I kind of want them to do a bigger program in Europe, and with me helping them,
Yeah,
which
you-
will
Oh, I
make
can
more
see that.
sense.
You hold
know
the
what I mean?
flag, dude. You
That'd be
seriously.
sick. Because now they have Austin here as a team captain, I think. And Austin's kind of leading here in the US, kind of picking up who's going to be next and
Okay.
how he wants the brand to go and
Amazing.
everything. So
Yeah.
he's kind of doing this over there. And I would
Yeah.
love to do this back
That's-
home. Because I don't have to be involved in the US stuff. I'm stuck to be in France too. So
Fuck
just-
yeah.
we'll see. I think
gotta-
we got to talk about it.
For
And then
sure.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see where we go.
I'm sure it'll all work out.
Definitely.
I
bro.
hope.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
dude.
We'll see where this
You
goes.
got a bright future, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, for real. You're
Yeah.
only 25, dude, and
But
like
yeah,
literally.
A lot happened the last
I got
Two,
years.
3 years.
I got a
no
trick
doubt.
request
Okay.
from like you do when you switch crook on the hubba,
Yeah.
front side
I
flip.
switch Kirk.
Yeah.
People told me over there.
Yeah, you gotta
It's-
do that.
So that's the thing. It's a weird trick. I tried it.
It's obviously a weird trick.
It's so the way I do flip front tail, I kind of like front side flip or shifty flip, like the front side flip, and I block it, but I can't go more. And if I want to go, wanted to switch crook, I kind of go like what can I say? Like a it's not a front side ollie, it's more over the top and then scoop it.
Yeah,
scoop it
yeah.
with the front. You scoop it with the front foot while you're in the air, right?
Right.
And you wanted to switch crook. You get it?
Do you think it would work better on a rail?
Maybe, but what I'm saying is just I gotta bring my front side flip to muscat flip. If I want to front side
that's
flip
the
switch
like-
crook,
yeah.
or come with a
Interesting.
big ass angle and just like front side
Yeah.
flip into. I don't know. I gotta.
like catch it and then like get it in.
Yeah, but do you
Yeah.
want to even try to do a frontside flip a different way? Like I always get
That's
scared
the
when I
thing.
try to like.
Shit.
That's the thing.
You
Yeah,
try
I don't
to-
know.
You
But
try
I
to.
feel
You
like
may lose something.
I
like-
locked one on a bump to
Oh.
ledge. I locked one once.
that makes sense.
And
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of angles, so I set up my feet a little different. It was more like I usually put my back foot in the middle of the tail to make sure I pop straight and it goes, front side flip.
Right.
And I did this one with my back foot a little more like towards a tree flip.
Yeah.
And he went like
The
kind of
pocket.
muscat and he locked in. But it
Interesting.
scared me. Having the
Yeah.
board so close to my bowl, with the front side flip, that scared me.
You're in the
I was
ball zone.
Ball zone
You're
again.
in the ball
yeah,
zone.
that was
Watch out for
scary.
the ball
Do
zone.
you see Ish Cepeda do the front
Yeah,
side
I
heel
was just about to
switch
say
crook?
that. You
Yes.
did that yesterday.
That was
Yes.
so sick.
That was
Amazing.
sick.
Yeah. Amazing.
That was sick. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like you have to bring your front heel.
But it seems like that front heel, it almost flows right into it versus
Yeah.
the front side flip. You know, the front
depends
heel
on-
almost is like
I was
once
gonna
it, once
say-
you
I think
flip
their
it that way,
shoulders-
it just goes. Not that it goes right into it, but you get what I'm trying
the
to
heel
say.
flip. You're kind of flicking the same way that you want a
Yeah.
board to go.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
you can rotate more. I think that way.
Yeah.
I think kickflip. It's
Heel flip,
You're
you're-
leaning back and then you have to go
Yes.
forward.
Heel
Yes.
flip, you're
Yeah.
kind of inside. Frontside flip, you're kind of outside.
Yes.
The momentum is, it seems more
But
beneficial.
We
to
say that.
heel
We say
flip.
like it's kind of easier, but if you think about it, front heel is harder than front side.
Front side heel is
Which
harder
makes
for
no
tricks
sense,
than
too.
True.
yes. Both tricks
Both of
are
them are hard.
insanely hard.
Both of them are hard.
That's why when he did the front heel switch crook, everyone was like, "Holy
Yeah.
shit!"
That
That's
was
a good
sick.
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
From
And
the
he did it
side,
fucking
but I'll
perfect
try.
and handled it.
yeah.
He
You'll
handled
get it. You'll get it.
Yeah.
I'll try the front
You'll
side
get
flip
it.
switch crook. The
You'll
next,
get it.
the next Olympics.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
On the big rail.
Just do it. Last try. This is all you got. Let's get it done.
Let's get it done.
It'll
Let's get it
it'll
done.
get a good score,
Well, probably.
especially if no one's doing it.
I don't care about the score. We're just so hyped to
Yeah.
do this. And I get a round rail. If you do it on a round
Oh,
rail,
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be
Nuts.
insane.
Nuts.
I
Off the
love it. man.
charts.
You got a good head on your shoulders, bro. I like the way that you think about things.
yeah,
you know, it
dude.
seems like you're very happy to be where you are.
I am, yeah.
Because like
I am.
you're not taking anything for granted.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
can
you're
tell,
really
bro.
just like blessed.
I mean, I could have died
Oh, yeah.
with
That-
that head. So it's
Or
just
in
like,
the propeller plane. You know what I'm saying?
oh, yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
thing. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
you never know where
Well,
you're gonna be the next day,
Yeah.
right?
So you're taking advantage of it, bro.
Straight up.
And you're going to go home for the holidays
Yep.
and kick it over there, and then you're going to come back here. Obviously, you got a room in Long Beach.
we were supposed to go to Morocco
Oh.
for a trip. It's probably something for Treasure. They
Okay.
probably don't know about it yet. But no, it's just
Sure.
Clement and Guillaume. They always come up with trips like this, and usually goes for Treasure. So
Amazing.
they have this idea, but they just shut down the border because
Oh.
of COVID.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to do something in Cuba too.
Hmm.
And same thing. So I think I'm gonna come back to Miami or something because Jamie's gonna go there too.
Nice.
So we're having the same thing we did in Atlanta.
Right.
So maybe that's
There
in
you
the air.
go.
So probably come back here.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna give up my room in LA now.
Are you?
Yeah,
Move
because
on.
Oh.
maybe take another one in SF.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
Change the scenery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've been the last 2 trips I've been taking here. I've been like all over the place, like Utah, Atlanta, Miami. And when I be like, oh, I got a full week to film and set down somewhere, you know, on tour, and
Yeah.
I was not on tour here, I'll go to SF to get closer to Pizza
Got
Dudes.
you.
And we're having so much fun with Branson Howard.
Yeah.
Pilot shit. Like
Mhm.
it's
Oh,
like-
yeah,
he
yeah.
has, like,
Shit.
that's his Instagram
Yeah.
name. No,
Pilot
but
shit.
his Instagram's name is different than his real name. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
You know, like Dids.
Yeah.
People call Dids.
Yeah,
It's Didder
yeah,
Gala, so
yeah.
it's Dids.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's so much fun with the dudes. So
Yeah,
we're just
do
like,
it, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
might as well go
Yeah.
back up there. And that's the good like stuff we find because COVID happened. I had to fly home or I'll be stuck here.
Right.
And then Grace and Bill, Skates for a Limit, it was kind of like trying to figure it out the place. And I was like, oh, and since he's good friend with Pat and Billy, he was like, yeah, just take my bed while I'm not here and we'll figure it out. So I think it's kind of getting like, it's taking over my spot right now.
Nice, dude.
okay.
So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Instead of being bummed and trying to stay there, I'm just like, hey,
Mhm.
maybe it's how it has to be.
And you're not
now.
leaving him high and dry. Somebody else.
Yeah, he's
everything's good?
gonna go, and he's been
Yeah.
living there for 2 years, like in and out.
Oh,
and I'm
okay,
gonna
I
try to
see.
move with Brady, or maybe move SF,
Oh,
or maybe
yeah.
not, just crash, because I have a lot of stuff back home now, in France.
Yeah.
Like I bought a house, and then
Nice.
Amazing,
and then I
bro.
bought like the park I told you we're trying to
Yeah.
do with my brother, and it's actually I got the plan. I got everything on my phone. I got
Nice.
it yesterday. I got
Hell
all
yeah.
the stuff that got
plan and
accepted.
everything.
Yeah, so we're gonna start
Amazing.
building soon,
Amazing.
Sick.
and
You
then
got
the
a lot of
house
stuff
too.
going on.
So it's
bro.
like-
you're doing it.
And then
Yeah.
globe over Europe too. So maybe if we
Yeah.
work more, and I want to do that part in Paris. So for the next year, it looks like I'm gonna be out there.
yeah,
a
you can
little
do a
more.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
So
for
maybe
sure.
come here. I want to finish that part, and because we're having a bunch of photos and everything
Yeah.
already. So get that stuff done here, and then probably move there a little more next year to get stuff done.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
you know what though? Hey, come back anytime because we got a stop and chat
Yes,
show.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Come back, give us
Yeah, yeah.
updates on the skate park. Do you know what I mean? Like, tell us, tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
let you know over there.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah.
Do it,
But
bro.
Hang in the
outside,
green room
yeah.
and eat pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, what is
Uh,
it?
So come hang in the green room and eat
We
pizza.
got pizza.
Oh,
we
we
got-
have pizza over there.
Yeah.
So we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza,
Yeah,
pizza,
dude.
pizza,
And
pizza.
then-
Do you like
oh, yeah,
pizza?
and I love pizza.
Okay, good.
What's your favorite
That would
toppings?
be really weird if
Yeah,
you didn't like
skated for
pizza.
pizza, but
I
he hates
can't-
pizza.
No,
No,
like
but
it.
I can't eat a lot of them. That's the thing.
Why?
I love the taste of it, but it's so much bread. I
Oh,
love. Don't
okay.
get me wrong. I love bread,
Right.
especially from
Yeah.
France. But it's like so much bread. I cannot
Too
have.
much.
Usually when I have pizza, I have something on the side like rice,
Oh, interesting.
Since it's
Rice?
pasta, anything.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Pasta.
yeah, I'm weird.
I have pasta.
Pasta.
It's
you
just
know.
I told you right.
Yeah.
We grew up kind of getting fruit from the
Farm.
from the farm pretty much.
Yeah.
I got so used to eat good food that pizza is almost junk food for
It
me.
is.
Oh,
It
man,
is.
So
it
I
is
just
junk
I-
food.
Right.
so
Yeah.
I just like it's too much of it, and for one meal I will have to like
Sure.
split into,
It's a lot of
get a
bread.
couple of it, and then eat some that vegetable, something
Yeah.
on the side,
Yeah.
and then just like
Rice.
mix it, and then rice.
Corn. You like corn?
Not really.
No, you grew up around corn.
Corn's not really
Yeah.
that best thing for you either. Just so you
No.
know, there's
I
no,
love
there's
corn.
It
I love
goes
all the
in.
shit that's not good for you.
No
guys.
nutritional.
It comes out the way it
value.
went in.
America.
That's true.
It's
That's
like
true.
the whole the cereal you guys have that are really weird. All the colors, is
Oh, dude,
It's
colorful fucking crazy.
crazy
Yeah, all day.
cereals. I'm just like, what the fuck?
But
Oh,
dude,
we,
remember
we,
that-
we love our food dyes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Remember that pizza we had in Rome?
Yes,
Dude,
but that's different.
That was like
It's in Rome.
when you get pizza in Rome, I was like,
it's like fucking next level.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we'll just get a
fucking
pizza
Papa
there.
John's, fuck
We'll
that
get just
shit.
a pizza
Oh
there.
no. Their shit's all like light and airy and like
Yeah.
thin and you know
It was
like
banging.
Hey, but
I'm
yeah,
sure.
I'm just thinking about it. I'll go back to the thing,
Yeah.
to the Hollywood 16 thing, because
Oh,
I
yeah,
told you
please.
the
Yeah.
story.
yeah.
It's just the same thing as that's part of the how it works. It's just I was trying to shoot it, I guess, with Willie, because I told him that was part of that first trip to the U.S.
Oh yeah.
Go to Woodward, and a couple years later, I just remember, I just pops in.
Yeah.
I just have I won a Volcom contest, and they will flow you for the big final at the barracks or something.
Oh.
And I got sick on the flight. I have really sick, fever, everything. So I didn't skate at all. I stayed a full week in bed in LA, and then I went with a couple of friends too that qualified or something, and then I just decided one of my friends was gonna stay with his mom a little more, so I stayed with them, and then I extended my trip because I got sick. I just wanted to see. That was my first time actually. First time was Woodward, so first time in the city.
Got you.
So first time going to LA and stuff, and we go. At the time I'm like 18. I just learned how to K front lip. Just learned it, but it feels amazing. It feels good. Like I feel like I'm already consistent at it, and then. We go to Hollywood just to as a tourist, see the stars and everything. I'm like, I'm thinking the rail's not far, so we go to the spot, walk up the stairs, look at the rail. I'm like, I'm gonna flip front lip it. It just popped.
You knew
out.
it right then.
And I was like, I want to do it, and then that's how this came up of fit front lip, and I think it actually happened like 3 or 4 years after.
Oh wow.
And I was trying to go there for like 2 winters or 1.5 winter when I was staying with Willie, trying to link everything up. But I told you like Thanksgiving, Saudi run. Christmas, birthdays, it gets really like tough to find a weekend because it's a weekend spot.
Right.
A weekend was a filmer, a photograph that wants to shoot nobody knows
the new kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
that says when a flick front board or lip, you don't even know. You're like, I don't believe it. That's how it went. So Blair, because of the transworld thing that I said before, the first time at the skate park, the first part, he knew, and he was like, for sure, I'm coming.
Easy. Okay.
So Blair backed me up, and we went there, and the Globe team came up too, which was sick.
Oh, really?
Aaron and I think Ryan was still on, and Mark and Sammy and
Amazing.
everyone came
Come
up
support.
to support, which was cool. And then to film also, Aaron's filming,
Yeah.
and Aaron filmed it, and then that's in the same part of the front, Blair. And then we went there, and happened to be it
That
worked
was
out
it.
good.
How many
Amazing.
tries? How do you bail something like
Six.
that? 6 tries.
7. You don't want to jump a lot.
Did you
Yeah.
did
Well,
you
no.
get into it every try?
One, I gone primo on the rail.
Oh.
That
Well,
was
you went
sketchy.
primo.
A double heel, I heel bruised both of my heel, and I knew I gotta do it like right after, because
Good
not a big heel
God.
bruise, but like you
Ride that
Oh,
adrenaline.
my
So
Ride it.
yeah,
God,
what happened
bro.
is we got there. I was hyped.
Oh.
Honestly, I was really hyped to skate the spot, and I knew I gotta be hyped anyway. You can't go there and be like
Bummed. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it
am I
doesn't
doing?
work.
Shit.
So we get there, and good thing is Ryan was on glove at the time, so Ryan jumped a lot of down shit. So
Mhm.
it kind of helps me out and started jump down the stairs, and I'm doing skating the 12 real quick just to grind it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I do a front lip. It takes me like 2 or 3 tries to front lip the 16, because the impact, it's actually really impactful at the end of the rail.
Okay.
It's like a big impact, so you get surprised usually and just jump off the board. You gotta get used to it. You gotta lean forward a little bit.
Interesting.
A little bit. If not, you just
Interesting.
full forward.
Huh.
Well, El Toro is more smooth.
Yeah.
It just goes together.
Does the Hollywood kind of shoot you into the ground more? Is that what you're saying?
It's higher.
Or is
It's
it,
higher.
just higher?
It's higher. So it shoots you in the ground, yes.
Okay.
But if you lean back, since it's higher, you know, you jump
Right.
like more than 7 stairs and you leaning back, you're just gonna fall
Yep,
backward.
yep. Interesting.
So front lip and front miss it in the couple tries. Probably front miss first try. Just Blair told me at the El Toro, your front miss first try, so you gotta do it first try in El Toro. And then I was like, after that, I was like, oh, all right, I'm ready. And then they were not, so they were like, okay. She said, gotta figure it up.
Gotta
Set
set
the
up,
flash
yeah.
up, cameras out, and then by the time they're getting ready, I just do one flick front lip on the 12. I don't land it, but I get on perfect. And I get hyped. I get the adrenaline boosting, and I don't know why I did this, but this sounds now scary to me. I just went back up to 12 and just wait. And I was just like, you guys ready? Oh, give me 1 more second. And I was just like, I can't go look, or I'm not going to try. So I stand there.
You just stood back there.
I just stand back on the 12, and I was like, okay, wait for it. And they're like, all right, ready? And I just ran as fast as I could and just pop a kick flip and just land on the rail. First try. and I knew if I was gonna look, it was not gonna happen. So land on the rail first try, and then I think I'd land one and fell forward, land one, land backward, then the primo one, and then 2 tries later. It worked out.
It is so fucking
nice.
crazy.
But it was
bro.
it was a crazy feeling. Didn't black out on this one. It was
I mean, I
just
could
like a-
imagine.
Yeah.
And did you had already front blunt? El Toro,
No,
yeah.
No,
El Toro
no,
was-
this
so
was before.
the flick front lip was the first trick I
Oh,
filmed.
yeah, that's right. You
That
filmed
was
that
probably the-
before.
that
And
was
then you
probably
came
the-
back and saw the El Toro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
okay.
probably the first trick I filmed for the part because I was still filming with Willie's friend at the time, so we obviously kept that, and then the rest was restart filming with Julian that I flew him out to the
Right,
US and
right.
then make it happen.
You think you got camera front tail?
Hollywood?
Yeah.
Hell no. Maybe.
I think it would be. I mean,
It's if it was square, I will say maybe, but I don't want to try that. No.
I mean, not to
no.
say it would be easy, but I've seen you do tricks on command when you need to do them, and I'm like, you could maybe do that. What
Yeah.
if it was like,
I don't know.
like,
It's scary.
yeah, no, fuck
It's
yeah.
round. It's
Fuck
just a
it's
round
round,
rail.
round.
And
Yeah.
skinny round rail too. It's not a big round rail.
When I saw you
Sure.
keep a front lip, the bump thing at the Olympics, I was like, this guy.
But you got to
could
think
do-
about it. For lip slide, you get more room.
Yeah, still,
You
I've
get
seen
a
you
lot
kick-
of room on your board to
Yeah.
lock in.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's true.
Well, tail slide it's about that much
Right.
of your tail. Grind it's about that much of
Oh, yeah.
50.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
half the truck, and then front crook it's that much of the truck.
But dude, when you
Fuck
keep a front
yeah.
tail, the gap to rail at the Olympics, I was like, God damn.
it was
dude.
square though.
It's
It's
true,
square
but
rail.
still,
It's square rail.
this fucking huge ass
Still
fucking
gnarly.
12 stair.
But I think it's not. I mean, I'd be hyped to do it on Hollywood again, but it's just like it's not the spot for it.
I
You know what
actually
mean?
agree with you on
It'd
that.
be amazing, but it's not the
Yeah,
spot for it.
I
I did a
agree.
kick front tail already for the part, and it's for me like, oh, that was the spot for
You
it.
got
It's
it,
not as
yeah.
big. It's not big at all. But it's just
It's
I
the
got
spot,
one. It's
yeah.
on the spot that I wanted.
Perfect.
That's how I like it better. Than
Wait a
instead
minute.
of like,
What, you working on a part?
yeah, I think so. So I wasn't trying to work on something beside that Paris part I want to film next year.
Oh, that's right. the
And
Paris
since
part.
we won all those on the trip I just took right now, we came out with so much photos and footage. I'm just like, I'm gonna come back and finish that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
we have. I think I have like a.
Is
Solid,
it just going to be a pizza part or?
I don't know. Whoever,
it's
that,
kinda-
whoever wants. they can
Nightclub
have
part.
it.
Nightclub part.
Ah, there you go.
We'll do nightclub
Yeah,
part. There
yeah,
you go.
see?
Yeah,
Why not?
Start new video
Yeah.
parts.
Started doing video parts
Yeah.
with Vincent.
Let's go.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't planning on anything. I'll just go with the flow and
That's
see where
it.
it goes.
Like I
See
said,
where it
man,
goes.
your attitude's good. You kind of
Love
just
that.
do your thing, and I fucking love that,
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
I love that,
Free
man.
spirit.
And you got a whole
Thank
fucking
you.
career ahead of you,
Oh,
bro.
yes.
We'll see.
Definitely, dude. Just
Hopefully.
do your
Yeah,
thing.
we'll see.
have
with it, bro.
fun.
That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
that's all.
That's all it
what I
is.
like,
Let's
yeah.
skateboarding. We have fun.
Yeah.
Let's,
Oh, we
let's
do,
have
yeah.
fun.
No, I do. But that trip we just had in SF was like fun.
You're
And
ready to
they
go
just
back,
Like,
I think.
they made fun of me. The physicists, they made fun of me because of my accent all
Yeah.
the time. And you know my indies, the
The
when you do the indie video,
Yeah,
like you track your skate, so you say those are my
Ah,
undies.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
did one with my accent. It looks like I said those are my undies.
My undies.
so
they all say
there's
your
a
undies.
bunch of jokes now,
Oh,
and they
that's
try. You
amazing.
know the Duckies board when he's on his underwear. So they've
Uh-huh.
been trying to get a photo of me.
Oh, and you're in your
yeah, it's my undies board.
Your
And then
undies?
there's a lot of
that's
like
pretty amazing.
when they see me on there, oh my undies!
should-
And just, they make a lot of fun of it, and it makes more fun.
Yeah.
And it's just like when we get in the van, it's just
You should
like,
just do the. I mean, just do the my undies board. Fuck it.
no, I don't want to be
Why?
almost naked on the board. I'm good with this.
They have Photoshop. Look, come on, bro. Look at me over there.
Dude, you could give a front lip a rail in your undies, dude. I already know you could.
Kickflip front. Wait, what was it?
Give a front lip.
Kick front lip and
kickflip
undies.
front lip in my undies.
He
My
needs to get
undies.
sponsored by my
Yeah, there's my undies underwear.
There is,
Is there?
Yeah, they're
Alright,
pod-
hit me
all
up,
the
my undies.
podcasts.
bro. My
Yeah.
undies.
Makes sense
Me
here.
undies.
That's making sense.
Me was it?
Yeah, it is a
What'd you
It's called
say?
Me Undies.
Me undies.
Me
Yeah.
undies.
Me
Not
undies?
mine.
They do
Still.
a lot of podcast reads.
Yeah.
Okay.
MeUndies.
That's
Me undies.
Do you have a manager?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have your manager reach out to me.
Okay.
MeUndies.
Yeah.
Now the board makes sense.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
You skate for me undies.
Me undies. Let's go.
You ride for my undies.
Do you have to skate with sagging my pants to show the undies?
Oh,
I don't
you
know
just
that.
have to
That's all.
skate with no
That's for
pants.
them. I don't
Yeah.
know.
For the incentive, maybe. I don't like that.
We're gonna do. They're gonna do billboards across
Oh,
LA.
Yeah, that's
Imagine
just in
that.
you and your
More
undies.
direct.
Give me my-
I think I want to be team manager for them. Like to send out everyone underwear. That'd be sick.
Oh
dude.
my god, that'd be
You
weird.
needed some undies.
That's
Yeah,
That'd be
like,
weird.
what's-
Just Kelly email you. Hey, what's your underwear size? By the way?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm XL.
Wow.
I'm XL, dude.
I like my undies
Yeah.
baggy. as
I'm a
fuck,
big
you know?
XL undies.
And we're talking about tidy whities too.
Yeah.
We're not talking about boxer briefs or anything. This is like tidy whities.
Kelly's calling the girls
Yeah.
team though.
What?
Nothing.
But
Always
yeah.
a curveball.
There's a bunch-
Always a curveball.
There's a bunch of jokes.
Hey,
there
listen,
in the
can we
Miami.
give you some 9 Club stuff to
I
take
would
home
love
with
to.
you, bro?
Yeah.
I know you're
Yeah,
going to get on a
bro.
flight and everything, but,
But
maybe
it's
we can
Christmas
give you-
time back home, you know,
Take
so
some
you
curve
can
stuff,
bro.
make my friend happy if you want some.
Yeah,
Throw them
dude.
stuff.
Give him a
For
couple
sure.
things, some mugs,
I'm probably large.
large stuff,
yeah.
man.
A mug, I would love a mug.
Let me ask you a
That's guy.
question.
Yeah.
Growing up in France and everything.
Yeah.
Did you have like a favorite French skater?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, I had a couple. So
Who?
there was one. His name is Werner Santos.
Okay. I don't know if I've
He
ever
was a
heard
kid.
of
So
him.
there's a couple. There's the Mono team. So the Mono, it's like a bird back home.
Mm.
And it's like, I don't know, but there's probably here too, but I don't know the
Okay.
name in English. And then the Mono team, and there was Julien Béchet, Gauthier Rouget. Gauthier
Gautier
you know
is
Gauthier.
sick.
Okay, you know Gauthier.
Fuck
Thanks.
yeah, I do.
Yes, Gauthier is sick.
Wow.
Gauthier, Werner, and on the other side of the river, Mathieu Dupuis,
Okay.
Bastien Duverdier. Those guys will recognize them. They were amazing. And I grew up watching them because, remember, no video parts,
Yes.
no all of it.
Yes.
Besides, it was a steamer and Chad Muska and Rodney Mill and
Tony
Hawk.
Hawk.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Grew up seeing them, and Werner was the younger guy, and he had, I think it could have been a Sodi. He could have been anything he wanted to be.
Okay.
He was really talented, really. He was 12 years
Mm.
old. He was doing
Man.
flick, crook, flick, fibble down rails. He had an incredible style.
What happened?
Bad stuff.
Oh, really?
I don't know. He moved out to the other side of France.
Thank
Oh,
you,
there
Kelly.
we
Thank
go.
Oh, trust. Continue. Continue.
Funny.
We're gonna.
It's 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Bro.
It's like
Thank you, Kelly.
most of my friends call me Le Mille because Milou
Mm-hmm.
and Le Mille is 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
And there's that
Perfect.
famous rapper and friend. It said when you part of a good crew and real friends, they called you the 100, le sang, because the sang is the blood, and sang is 100.
Mhm.
It's the same word, so they call you the 100, the sang. And with me, it's like, oh, you're not the 100,
You're the 1,000.
you're the 1,000, you're le mille. So it's like,
Oh,
That's-
see?
that's
it's my hoodie right
perfect.
here.
Perfect.
The meal, yeah. The
Yeah.
meal
I
hoodie.
love it,
There you
bro. That's sick.
go. But yeah, so Werner,
Yeah.
it was amazing, skating great. But
And so
bad stuff happened.
those were your favorite skaters.
Those were my favorite skaters.
It's interesting because, like, did you come to know, like, Lucas Puig and JB Gillett?
Later on, because Lucas and G-Bay and all those dudes, they were here. I mean,
Yeah.
here in big videos, in the 411s,
Right.
in all the
Lakai
videos,
video.
Lakai's video,
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah. Right.
I didn't know those videos at the time. I
didn't.
think my first skate video was pretty sweet
Oh.
Amazing.
Interesting.
because my friend had. He bought it. Yeah, Apple something. My friend bought it, so he invited us. Oh,
I love David.
I
That's
watched
so
no
funny.
Stay Gold. But I
Ah.
never watched Stay Gold the whole video
Mhm.
because I watched the
Parts.
B-side on
Oh,
YouTube, and I was
gotcha.
like, oh, I didn't know what B-side was. I didn't
Mhm.
know anything,
Yeah.
but I've seen Reynolds, Brian Herman, Spanky, all those B-sides, and I'm just like, why is it all named Stay Gold? You know what I mean? I didn't know America. I didn't know a lot of stuff for
Right.
a long time.
By the way, you speak fucking great English.
Oh,
thank
bro.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you have
definitely.
the accent, but you talk
Yeah,
the whole
it's fluent.
time.
Man, that was-
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
Because it's
I
quite
feel
a
like
long time.
sometimes, foreigners or whatever, that they don't want to come on the show because of their English
Yeah,
isn't
they
that
think
bad,
you're not gonna understand them.
But I'm like, yo, you
I was
perfect,
I was
bro.
thinking
Like,
about it.
Yeah,
I was
really?
like, do we really people want to listen to this? Or maybe they listen to 10 first seconds. Like, I don't like his
No,
voice.
but bro,
Yeah.
like
Turn it
Nah.
down.
great English.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
Thank you.
Killed
For
it.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure, bro.
Mhm.
Listen,
Working on it.
Vincent Milou, bro.
Yes.
The man.
Thank you.
bro.
Ah, thanks for having
Listen,
me.
Yeah,
here
that was great.
we got some.
Thank you.
Keep some of these stickers next to Olympics.
Okay,
Put some on your
I'll
board.
put it on
You
my
get
board.
Photo incentive.
You know we can't have stickers on our board.
That's what I
What?
heard.
Give me those things back.
Just give me this.
Give him a penny pen.
All the qualifiers in street
Here's
leagues,
a-
we give photo incentive for those ones.
Do we?
$20.
$20?
Yeah. You got a good, bro.
We'll make it 35.
30.
Oh, you just shook
Shit
on
on
it
it.
too.
He shook
Yeah,
on
He
it.
yeah,
tricked
yeah,
me,
yeah.
though.
Yeah,
He tricked me.
He got you right there. You got.
you see that?
You
We'll
shook
make
on
it
I don't know
35.
if that's legitimate.
35.
Yeah.
He said it while we were.
He's the only one that gets 35. Everyone
All right,
else
all
doing
right.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
All right, we got
35,
one
bro.
for 35.
He did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got it.
Oh, it's sick. Oh, that
He's a
was
good,
sick.
good negotiator, bro.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our burning
It is.
mug. Listen, and we have more stuff back there too. You can
I'm down,
grab
yeah.
and
I'm
you
down.
can take to your buddies back home and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
What was that?
This is a belt.
A belt? I wear belts.
Yeah, man.
Let
We
me
got
see.
I'm gonna open it for you.
Does it have
'Cause,
the Oh, it's actually good. Yeah.
Nine Club.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
a
a
cool
beautiful
one, dude.
belt.
Yeah.
It's a Grip 6 belt. We did a collab with them. Dude, it's a great belt. I wear it
really
all
is.
the time. I fucking love that
Okay,
belt.
I will. You'll see me with it.
The Millie.
Le Mille. Le Mille.
Le Mille.
Le Mille.
The Mille
Yeah.
sweatshirt. We're going to
Le-
rename it
Oh, it's
just for you.
Oh, sick! It's a sweatshirt.
Yeah, I
It's
love
a
it.
crew
I don't
neck.
really wear. I don't really wear hoodies with the.
Oh, the hoodie? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
you wear the
really
crew
hoodie.
necks?
More right now,
so?
more. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
good.
stop
There you
wearing
go,
the hoodie For a
perfect.
little while. Maybe it's not
Perfect,
gonna
bro.
stay long, but this.
And
is
we got the
definitely-
Millie-
This is definitely yes.
We got the Lamilli
Oh, the Mill
t-shirt.
t-shirt too.
Yeah,
The Mill
dude.
t-shirts. Yeah.
Bro.
Christmas came early.
Fuck
So
yeah,
rad.
Yeah.
dude.
Perfect.
Hey, it was
Thank
such
you.
a pleasure
Bro.
Yeah,
hanging
thank you.
out with you.
Thanks for having
and
me.
like, dude, all
Super
the
dope.
stories were great.
Yeah. You know
I
what?
mean,
I didn't want to come
Why?
at first
What
because I
happened?
didn't feel I was ready. Same thing.
Oh,
I was like,
interesting.
oh, I don't think I have a lot of stuff to say.
No,
Oh,
you
we
definitely did.
we talked and we had the same conversation.
When you asked me,
Yeah, and I was like, dude, you're ready to come on.
and then
Yeah.
I didn't believe you, and
Dude,
then I didn't believe you.
Yes.
And then I was with Manny in Miami. After
Manny
that. We
Santiago.
went to Miami, yeah.
okay.
And we had a great conversation because the bartender, we were at the bar, and the bartender was from Cuba, and he has a big story of like immigrant coming to the U.S. and everything. And I was like, oh, it make me think. And I kind of tell him what I told you guys. It was like, you should tell that somewhere. It's sick. And I was like, well, Kelly asked me to a nightclub, but I'm not sure. I was like, dude, go for it, go for it. And remember when I
Yeah.
text you?
Yeah.
That was the day after.
You're like, yep,
Oh, that
I'm ready. I
day-
think I'm ready to do it. I was
I
like,
was reading. I was like,
let's
I
go.
think
So we
That's the conversation
so we
to
owe
Manny.
this interview
To Manny.
to a guy.
Cole Manny
in-
Santiago, yeah.
Oh, I think you said a
yeah.
guy in
Manny.
Cuba.
Oh yeah, no,
He's
it
from
was
Cuba.
the bartender. So we
Oh,
experienced.
you were telling.
So the bartender, the guy who was serving us the beer,
Yeah.
was telling us his story coming from
Oh, and
Cuba.
you
and
were
everything.
telling your
And
story to him.
to Manny.
Oh, to Manny.
To Manny and him, kind of like he was like, and you, how do you come up here? You know? And then Manny was
gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
that's a great story.
Yeah.
You should tell us somewhere. And he's
It-
like,
it-
well, I could tell here because they asked me, but
Bro,
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
It is a fucking great story.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
And like I said before, you know, anything's possible in this world.
Yeah.
You know, you grew up in a place with no access to any skateboarding.
It was pretty much.
And
there
now-
was people. Maybe some people will get me wrong of like, oh, there was, but trust me, we're my family, all my life. You know, it was
Right.
it was not skating.
I love
It
it.
was
bro.
not that.
So
I love
cool,
it.
man.
We all end up in the same kind of place, but
kinda cool,
we
yeah.
have all different paths, man.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
and you beat all the odds.
No, and you
know?
found skateboarding, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially like
That's
you
what
said,
it's
you
all
had
about.
nothing around to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
really
yeah.
subject you to that.
Besides
So it's kinda-
surfing's a big part
yeah,
of
and
my
that-
life too.
It's very
Kinda.
closely connected.
It is, yeah,
That's
yeah,
just-
yeah. It's just the people that were skating were surfing, and now when I go back in the water back home when I go surf, it's like it's cool because they all like kind of respect me and give me the waves just because. How was your last year to the US? What do you got? What do you
Yeah.
got? What trees you got? Because they all skate.
Yeah, they're like,
It's like, hey, let me this wave. I'll tell you.
That's amazing. dude.
That's what's
That's
crazy.
pretty
cool.
sick.
surfing's so different than skating.
It's so
Yeah,
different. Yeah,
it
we
is.
ate
I
each
mean,
other.
just the fact that
yeah, we ate each other. We don't want to share the spot. We
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like
So-
when someone come on the beach, like, what that was that?
the waves. Just
Yeah.
like, dude, this is
My
my
wave.
wave,
It's
man.
my
I get
wave.
it. One wave, you know, it's his past. You gotta imagine the skate spot moving
I know.
all the time,
That's what I'm saying.
and it disappear.
Yeah.
And you see the perfect ledge, the one for the trick you've been trying for years. You're trying to get that tree flip nose grind, Chris. For
Oh my
you've been
God.
trying to get it for 10 years or
10
5 years,
No.
and the
12
ledge appears. The ledge appears right there. You know it's gonna be there.
And Kelly's going up for a nose slide.
And
I gotta-
Kelly's next to you.
Yeah.
And he goes for a nose slide, and the
Right.
ledge disappear.
God.
And
Oh
you're
my
like,
God.
Kelly, come here.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
We're gonna go
yeah.
on the beach.
That's how it is.
We're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I was
are
gonna
you?
fight him, but I'm gonna fight you now.
Yeah, that's how it is.
We're
Pretty
gonna
much.
step outside.
That's how it is.
Bro, Vincent Milou, thank you so
That
much
was
for
great.
coming on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Always
So
a pleasure.
good.
Come back anytime.
Merci
Man.
beaucoup.